Fanny stepped on my surge protector. It's the way things go sometimes. I should probably move that into a better place where it can't be stepped on and turned off. Okay, well, Omega's looking better in the hard point.
When it comes to this game, it becomes it's basically map knowledge. They have better map knowledge compared to Q9, and it really just shows
Okay.
rotation, yes, but it's not just about the rotation; it's about anchoring the spawn spots
Okie
that you
dokie.
take care of, and you can see here that SMO definitely does have that advantage.
Thank you for your patience.
Advantage indeed. They cover all, and one thing I love about Takeoff is it's a very three-dimensional. You have elevation, you have all those angles that you can take, two money hills that you can take advantage of.
Takeoff's a Garena special. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen China play Takeoff hardpoint.
Because of how close it is on that P1. Once they make that change,
I'm trying to think if I have.
Just push out the spawn on the farther regions of this map, and they might be able to get a lot more points on that view.
Oh my goodness.
Very good start for Omega, though.
Like what we saw a while ago.
They're torching them.
Hardpoint and standoff, but I can actually confidently say that Omega's doing an even better job than what Q9 did a while ago.
Nice little break for D-Chen, but I don't know that it'll last very long. What happened? Fanny stepped on my surge protector. Turned my computer off. Turned my internet off. Yes, I started a new stream on YouTube. It had totally ended the stream, so.
It just looks like with Slums, they knew the angles, but here in Takeoff, they're just struggling.
What's this whole Ohio thing in chat? Is it some new meme that I don't know about? I don't know there's much hope of Q9 winning this one. It looks about as lopsided as the first hardpoint map. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, looks like it's about to be tied up 2-2. Better watch out. Omega is coming.
And it's just hard when you just stop when it comes to the push. And so far,
Ohio's the new Florida? Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Half of the game, and now it looks like for the reset, it's going to be the same thing as we get to see that Q9 is actually spawning off in Generator. And it just looks like Omega just knows where to position themselves, knows how to anchor it to go and have a better spawn. And now for Candy, 17th is name, not just that Japanese Vortex already in hand. He's probably going to be taking that out.
What a break right there.
21 seconds left on the clock, and now
I can't lie. I don't know if it's just because Omega is this much better, but it definitely looks like they have ping advantage right now. Hey, they are winning every head-to-head gunfight. There it is. Early setup right here. They need like 3 consecutive full 60s to take the lead, so it is not going to be easy. From that second floor, and once the 3 members in this next kill will be taken down, a lot more points can be taken, but I think they've reached that point where in oh, that grab vortex goes big. In this kill, but a lot of points can be taken so far. Wowzers. No full 60 here. Oh my gosh, they get decimated. They nerfed a little bit on the melee lunge. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a good change as well. That's a W change. All right, my coffee cooled off enough to drink.
Now this is a better rhythm from this team compared to their last hardcore matchup where they just left all the scrap points open and rotated too early. But now
yeah, I think this one's pretty much over.
Yeah, I mean,
they're getting mowed down. RFP. All right, let's go ahead and move on to map 5. Go ahead and move on to map 5. Where are the updates? I believe Leakers on Duty should have the info, or maybe Stats on Duty, one of the two on Twitter.
do it once again. They want to take it over, probably bring
I mean, I might be
Q9
tripping, but I swear they're on ping advantage right now.
but with that takedown right now, Whoopi
I haven't seen them win a head-to-head gunfight.
it remains 12 points at this point, and there might be the game.
Which is just so unusual for these players.
Game over for Q9 if they don't do so well.
Or maybe Q9 was on ping advantage the first hard point. Who knows?
And it looks like they want to reach that 100 point.
Defiant one with the 14-month resub.
Just probably going to be giving it away.
Appreciate it. Can we get some sub hype in chat?
Getting the scrap point as well. That's 246, 247, 3 away. And now Q9
Can we bet on this? I mean,
and now for Omega, they've
on your own terms, maybe? I don't know. All right. That was another quick game.
50 and 100. Another one bites the dust. And now for Q9, it looks like they're struggling ever since that control matchup. And here we go.
That was another very quick one.
And what AJ said here, Neptune.
Yeah.
They're warming.
Even though I think Tribe might win stage 5, Imagine Vitality wins.
Exactly, and I think that is the case. I mean, it might have been.
I would bet a significant amount of money that Vitality does not win stage 5.
Even the scoreline, it's so far in there.
I watched Tribe
Usual gameplay that we've seen
on 100 MS
but it might also
smoke
be one
Vitality.
here, giving that advantage, that like confidence for Q9
Like-
in the hard point. They weren't able to get to that 150 mark on that first one.
Like-
This time, I mean, it has been turned around. 100
it's just-
reached by
I don't-
Q9,
it would take a
and
miracle.
like, there's
It would take a miracle.
subscription for them to go in for that 100 point mark, but they
You think they'd let people carry their own pillows on land? I mean, maybe. I guess.
This is now getting really, really exciting, and this is what we often feel once we see.
Did you receive your ghost skin for Modern Warfare 2? I don't have Modern Warfare 2 yet, but I'm gonna buy it soon. My new PC's on the way, so.
Or will Q9 or the opponent are going to win? So we're now at the 2-2 right now. It's tied for both teams.
Yeah, it's just tied for both of these teams, 2 apiece, and now the games are not over. Obviously, you need to be winning 4
Gray.
today.
Mhm.
4
Gray.
matches because we are doing.
You literally came in here confused on why people were using the M16. Please don't act like you know what's happening in the COD mobile world.
Definitely very good when it comes to control, yes, but also.
Do you think Godlight will make it to top 4 of stage 5 finals?
And so far, both of these teams. At first we
Realistically,
saw
probably
Q9
not.
Was just beating Omega like very much, but we get to see that with Omega now in the past 2 matches, it completely did a 180 where big struggle when it comes to that control matchup and hardpoint for Q9. And
Streamed again? Yes, sir. 2 streams in one day. Let's go, bangers, baby. I mean, that was just so freaking one-sided.
If it was going to be an S&D matchup in Hacienda or even any kind of game mode against
Is stage
Omega,
5 round
that's
robin
definitely
style?
going to be troublesome for the opposing team. And now later on we do
I
have
can't
some
remember.
XP, and now
Or do I
Hendrix
even know that?
will
I might not
be
know.
but,
Are you
that's
casting
gonna
Mobile
be for
Mayhem?
later on, but now let's
Is that
take a look at
tonight?
our MVP, which
Yes.
is gonna be Rage with 36
I can't cast on Saturday,
with a total
but I will
damage
cast
of
tonight.
3,741.
Isn't it like 5 a.m. at your place? Yep.
This guy just
We're
absolutely
dedicated to the
popped
grind,
off.
though, you know?
I mean, imagine his hold in here on this B1. This is where it all started.
Committed
He's
to
not
the
taking
grind.
down in there, probably until 12th point, and it's not easy to stand in there in the middle of everyone else and survive.
Turn your
and also
volume
getting
up?
those skills. But
Like my volume or the
right
stream
now, especially
volume?
on that final, like close to the final moment where he was just lining everyone.
How long have you
up,
been live
just
for?
started off, and
I
the
mean,
rage just followed through.
On this stream, 9 minutes, but I was streaming before it, but my dog stepped on my surge
They were
protector.
able to take down not a little bit close to 15 frags already, so that makes a huge difference in terms of hardpoint. If you can take down a few members of the team in the hill and then survive a little bit longer, giving you more hill time.
Yeah, and obviously the hill time just went to Omega like
Yeah.
predominantly, and this Q9 barely.
KL
reached
with the tier 2
100,
sub,
and they're just a
appreciate
tiny
it.
bit over it, but now we're going.
Can we
into
get some
Search
sub
and
hype in
Destroy,
chat?
where we got to see Omega struggle in that slumps S&D, and it was kind of like foreseen already by AJ because
What's
they
map
did
5?
lose that up against DYG, and now
If it's
let's see if the
S&D,
scores
I
will
wanna
be the
say
same, because
Hacienda.
They did lose raid control as well up against the
Hacienda
DYG,
S&D?
but they were able to take
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
it.
of points, 3 and 1.
As we travel
scoreline
back,
up
it was
against
good.
Q9.
You know, I'm
And now
tired,
for
but
Hacienda
it's kind of the
S&D,
norm.
Let's see if Whoopi is gonna be able to.
Kind of normal for
playmaker
us.
his team, where it
Normal
kind of
for
was
anybody
struggle
traveling that
when
far.
it comes to the attacking side for this map.
No
Like,
issues.
obviously,
So that's
for
always good.
Hacienda, it's a huge map. It's a
Yeah.
way bigger map when it comes to the rotations and all of that. And I've seen Omega play here, and they usually do a really good job when it comes to this.
Exactly. There's a lot of entry and exit points as well onto those sites. So we'll have to find out later on how they are.
Are you ever gonna
play
go on the
out
spawn?
right now as we look
I've been on
into
the spawn
this
before.
games, Smart Omega
Oh,
and
like cast
Q9
it?
right now is now balanced. Search
Probably
and
not.
Destroy Hacienda, though, as we mentioned,
Spawn
Search and
happens after
Destroy
my bedtime.
is usually like a CDM mode.
I'm too old for that.
Points already in this mode, and it's only a few instances.
Maybe one day, maybe before stage 5, we'll do like a special occasion spawn where we do our stage 5 predictions or something. But or we'll do a spawn 2 thumbs up collab.
On a 3-2. Otherwise,
or me,
it will
Dave,
be a
Verdict,
chasing
and
game once again between Garena and
somebody else give
CDM
our
on
stage
those
5
scores.
predictions.
And as you mentioned, Beef, like we will be reaching that round 7.
Yeah, we were finally.
Are the players still
into
required to use
our
Sony devices in
halfway
stage 5?
point,
Nope.
Where we finally got 4 maps down and 2 points for
All
each
right,
of
here we
us
go.
teams, and we're gonna battle it out here in Hacienda Search and
Let's get it.
Destroy, where Q9 is probably a really good SND team.
Aren't you
Hands down,
tired?
CDM
Yes, I'm
has
very
been
tired.
Absolutely a banger when it comes to this game mode, but Omega is also.
Can we get like a
considered one of the
close
best
game,
SND
please?
teams as
Good
well
lord.
for Garena,
Hasn't happened
but
since the
let's
last
see how
S&D.
consistent they can actually play, because that's always been the question of how consistent Omega can be. And now, rough push going into that mid flag, not midpoint rather.
Oh my gosh.
And D-Chen spots one, but then
Whoopee!
Whoopi with a really quick response.
Hello?
Doesn't really quite get the second. Finally gets the second.
my.
There you go. Whoopi looks like he's finally warmed up.
Yeah, but it is tight right now.
How did he
3
not hit him with
versus
a
3
single
right now.
bullet?
Good push onto that alpha, but Q9 will have to find out how well will they be
I'm
able
so
to go into that
confused.
approach. They are the ones in defense. Win that by the Whoopi.
Good
Goes
night.
in for the third one.
Just the Whoopi
And
show.
Oh yeah, after from this guy. switching
What's
over
Q9
to that
doing? I don't
3-6.
know.
I'll have to see how much more damage.
I don't
and how
know
much
if
more
they're like
damage
trolling
will
for
Q9
views
deal at
or
this point, because there might be a little bit of overconfidence in terms of that push. It's a little bit too quick. Kendi goes in against Soft and Oling right now with that.
Ooh, what the
50G
dig!
situation.
Oh,
Goes in
good
for a
try.
second, but Whoopi says, not this time.
Oh my goodness, that just made me so nervous for Omega. It's just like, okay, come on, Whoopi. you
Bobby,
gotta
you're
go
wrong. He
run
only hit him
faster.
with a single
There you go.
bullet.
It's a
Do
good
what
thing that
now?
Whoopi was actually there for the backup. And honestly, if he was there a second late,
Yeah.
I feel like he could.
Did Hives get nerfed? Yeah, it went from 5 down to 3.
In their S&D matches with Q9 and Omega, where it doesn't matter if you do have a man advantage, because the accuracy of this team is just nuts. But speaking of accuracy, Whoopi though, it's just so good so far in this round.
I mean, like.
I can't get used to the new sound of the DLQ. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan.
But this time he is in a move in Rage right now. Rage is on once again, taking on D-Chen, and D-Chen
It's
is
sarcasm?
one of
Yeah,
the
I just don't know what you're
that
referencing.
provides him with
Up a little
backup.
late?
Island
No, I'm
will
up
be
early.
taking out another fragger for the team of Q9.
I'm
On the
waking
other
up.
hand, trying to make that 50Gs work, but Idra stops him, and Lin and Sub just responds to support right now, going against 3 members of
Oh, you're
Smart
dead.
Omega. Saw for the backstab, and there goes the
Wait.
kill, and it is now a 2v1. But
What?
the
What
defusal
are-
will be done, and the win goes
What?
once again to
What
Smart
is
Omega.
Q9
There
doing?
you go, Smart Omega and
What, are you
Hacienda.
gonna watch the
They
World
are
Cup?
very comfortable in this map. They know where to go and rotate, but
Maybe like
obviously,
the
as Q9 is
championship or
actually,
something. I don't know.
performing
When's it
really
happening?
well so
I know it starts like
but
this week, right?
obviously it's just really hard. They always get the bomb down. They always get it planted. It's always the post-plant situation that they can't really manage.
Sleeps for the
too
week.
well, and so they
Well-
need to find a way to spread out their team a little bit better.
Yeah. Another initial frag.
Whoopi's on something else right now, I'll tell you what.
This is not looking good for Q9 at this point. They go in for that push, for that plan, but this time they are taken down before
What is
the
Q9
plan has
doing?
been done. Island, on the other hand, tried to defend himself in here on defense against 2 against 3 right now. Backstab possibility, and there
Dead.
goes a kill. And Island on the wrong angle will be taken down by Kendi, and another point goes to Smart Omega.
map knowledge just really goes to show that Omega has an edge.
Selman with the tier 2 sub, appreciate it.
Into where to
You need
look.
some sub hype in
But
chat.
again, that's just really how it is. Like what I mentioned a while ago, SMO does so good here in this map.
I don't know.
Play coming in from Q9, looking like it's going to be a B push. And now the mid presence from Whoopi is definitely really troublesome for them. And there you go, Hydra gets 2.
Maybe it's not ping.
Spotted out, Rage goes down, and now he's gonna be
Maybe they're just falling apart. I legitimately have no idea at this point.
Now going in, the initial fire will not be hitting anyone.
This is just
but
bizarre.
will be taken down. Risky takes down Lin in the process, and it's now a 2v.
Did Omega just decide to win, or is Q9 throwing?
Really, like one thing that really proves in that CDM's good.
Maybe it's scripted or something. I don't know.
How it played on the group stages.
Maybe
Not
they
so
wanted.
much
I
as been played, thus giving advantage for those who have map knowledge. And
I'm
I
just
think this is a
confused.
chance that Smart Omega
Because
really will
neither of
take
these look like the same teams that were playing earlier.
one situation, Oling usually has a better chance.
Big shot for
switching that over.
Wuling,
and that's what
but-
it did on Whoopi at this point. And there goes a hit
Ooh.
from Risky.
Wow, 1
Risk
HP wins
everything
that.
with only a few HP left. It's now a 1v2.
1v2
Hiding
situation.
strats.
Gets spotted by Candy, and there you go with the Switch 9. Gets another round, and now a perfect 3 for Omega.
This isn't
And
a
it was
double
that
elimination bracket, is it?
mid-presence that just Q9 just struggled to go and take, and they need to find a response. And Q9,
I actually don't
I feel
know.
like they need to go and set in a sniper there to have a response up against Whoopi. And so far, I feel like they're probably not going to be going through mid. Yep, there you go. They're going through. the bottom half of the
Hey,
map,
they
but
finally decide,
the
hey,
three
maybe we
players
shouldn't
that
die to
have
Whoopi.
defeated him, they're going to be very aggressive here.
Yep, you're dead.
Aggression
Too aggressive.
really is one thing that you will need.
Never mind.
Kennedy right now, trapped in the corner. There's not really a lot of movement.
Oh, what the-
But in
what the- what-
and Oling for the hit. That's what you're asking for, Beef. But there goes the nade coming from Risky, taking down Oling, and it's now a 2v4 situation. Rage might
Oh, you
be
saw him.
able to switch this over, but he will be taken up by Soft, and Risky is the only guy remaining. A good
Whoa,
push for him.
two-piece.
Might be able to bounce it off 1v2 right now.
Oh my
Crazy
gosh.
Island
Winnable?
and Dechen, he just needs to be careful.
Very
with
winnable?
this push.
Now for Risky, he needs to be very careful because a 1v2 situation.
Okay,
Oh,
well, good try.
Chen finally secures his team.
I don't-
round here in Search and Destroy. And now the game phases are on for this team because once they had a very comfortable 2-win lead, is now down. Even
Says
to-
knockout stage 1,
they
so
have
probably
played
single
perfectly
elimination. Okay.
For this Hacienda Search and Destroy. And it looks
No,
like they
they're
won
not
everything
hiding
when it comes to
strats.
that
That's not-
mid-presence, and so far,
When
they are
people
gonna be
say,
fending off the
like,
right
you can
players.
say they're trolling, you can say they're on bad ping, you can say a lot of things, but people that say teams are hiding strats is the most annoying thing to me, especially when you're in the playoffs. Like,
Soft is the only one in there.
if it's a good team going against, like, if it's a group stage, you got things locked in. Sure, you can say hiding strats. Nobody hides strats in freaking playoffs. It's not a thing. Oh my gosh. Which team is supposedly stronger? I mean, it's number 2 in Garena versus number 2 in China. Q9 had a better record in the group stages, but they're pretty evenly matched.
And once he was able to get that hit, he will be dragged down by the rest of the team.
It's been a confusing.
Unfortunately, just waiting for him.
The last couple games have just been confusing because Q9 steamrolled the map 1, had a nice comeback map 2. They got steamrolled map 3. They got steamrolled map 4. So and now they went down 0-4, and then all of a sudden they're dominating again here in S&D. So I'm just confused. I just don't know what's happening.
Unfortunately for him, the player D-Chan
What the-
actually crossed his
what
fingers
the-
and
you're
looked
a
behind him, and
psycho.
there you go, D-Chan, speaking of the man himself, gets 1. Goes in there for the repositioning, and now for the reposition as well. He gets that information to his team, and now everyone else from Q9 goes in there for the rotation.
I
and
legitimately
Blitz gets
think
one,
they
almost gets
might have
that
been
second,
trolling.
Not quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised.
I legitimately think they may have trolled the first 4 rounds.
Especially with that Krieg 6 and
Because,
right now,
like,
I'm not sure what Whoopi was doing at that point. He
they
was
couldn't
just
do
looking
anything.
up to nowhere.
And now Hydra. is gonna be
I think
waiting there for
I think
players
it legitimately might be
to
scripted.
space. And now Lin not really getting that kill, but there you go. D-Chen.
I'm just
seals
so
the deal.
confused.
He's been a really great player for his team here in the Search and Destroy, and whew, the readjustment from this squad.
What?
for Q9,
Best
it's
of
just so
7.
scary to me because SMO had a huge lead in the beginning, and now for
I'm so
Q9
confused.
to just readjust everything and almost getting the equal
I,
amount of
I think
rounds
they
at
were
this
trolling.
point is just really nice for me. And now a B push coming in for
Oh,
Omega,
like
which is gonna be greeted by 2 players, and
they've hard countered every single round since then.
goes in there for the response.
Yeah, Idra right now.
Big kill for
missing
Idra.
that shot because
All
he
right,
drove the
get a
system
couple right
just in
there.
for the second,
2v2.
a few inches there, a few HP in there for D-Chan to go and take that bomb, but the rotation will be done. They will be greeted in the mid area, and it's good.
Almighty
right now.
lost their 100% control win rate because of trolling.
Possible switcheroo that can be done by Smart Omega. They stayed in the mid.
I did hear that.
A little bit shorter distance for
Why
them
did
to
the
travel onto
character,
that
the
alpha
mythic
once it
character
gets
running
planted.
looks so
But
weird?
I think with the information that has been released, especially for the teammates that has been taken down earlier, they will be starting to move out, and hopefully the audio cues will not be heard right now.
I'm just so confused. Maybe they felt that confident in their Hacienda surge, so they're like, what the?
And their position will be known.
No, position
What?
is definitely going to be known because Oling's actually going to be doing some shots down, and so
What?
for Omega,
What did they know
probably
that we
heard
don't know?
audio cue needs to be looking exactly where they're not looking. I'm pretty surprised that they probably didn't hear all the shots going down there, and now Oling goes in there for the
I'm
grenade,
so
doesn't pick it up enough.
confused.
And now the information probably has to go through.
That's an
for
easy
Rage.
round,
Oling
easy
gets
round.
gets to, and there you go.
Big round.
He rages down, and it's a 5 and 4. No, a 6 and 4 rather.
What do you
with them
think?
finally going in
Oh,
there
what do you
for
think
that
about
match
DYG
point.
versus Blacklist?
Almost match point
I mean,
advantage,
DYG
so
looked phenomenal
here we
against.
go.
Well, they beat Omega, right?
and 3, where we need
Did they?
2 more for Omega to
Did they beat
try and
Omega?
go
I
into
can't
this
remember.
difference in this map point advantage.
I love what Smart Omega is doing right now. I think they're just getting.
Yeah, I like them. I like them getting aggressive. They don't.
Or most of the
They haven't done that a lot against the Chinese teams.
Gameplay,
That's an easy kill. That's probably why they haven't gotten aggressive very often. Oh, and now you got a head glitch to work with.
Waited in there and just go for the
He
backstab.
sees your laser.
It's not too risky, not too aggressive, and that is one thing that CDM has been known for. They have been waiting for a chance for
Island's
that
dead.
slay, and that is what we're seeing from this scene. But
1 for 1.
there
Oh, but he
goes
gets the kill
Bowser
before. That's
coming
huge.
from
Whoopee.
Idra. Whoopee just takes advantage
Big
of that,
kill right there.
in a 2v2 situation.
But then the hard part here is the bomb carrier.
Bomb is down.
Died all
Oh,
the way
yeah,
up
the bomb's
there,
down in
so
a
they have to
terrible
finish the
spot.
bomb. And for Q9,
Yeah, they're gonna get
they
pinched here.
actually- I'm not quite sure if they know.
Not
about
a not a
this
great
right now
weapon to
for
use in
Chen.
this
It's a very
situation,
good
but
spot
bare minimum you
to
get
go
the
in there for the
information.
backstab.
Oh.
Spots.
Yeah.
Whoopee. But he's gonna be very quiet. He's gonna be very quiet. Look at this freaking discipline. Oh my goodness, gives him the
Yep,
L.
gets that info
Now
too. That's the
for
round.
One more player coming in from Hydra. He needs to be careful because he's gonna be.
Why are you
very
challenging
much
that?
there, and finally
Why are you
puts
challenging that?
Nail in the coffin.
Is Mythic
5 and
Holger
4,
coming back
and
this
like what we
season?
heard a while ago,
Probably.
It's not
Yeah.
over yet. Coming
It's
in
my
from
favorite
Q9.
Mythic.
And Whoopi's trying to pull up
Probably M13.
like a pull out a swimming heaven game style in there. I mean, Heaven was in there just swimming from the far side of that water and then going for the snipe.
Is it the Mythic
But
Outrider? No, it's
him,
Mythic
D-Chan
Spectre.
was just waiting. He spotted earlier on, but because of the distance, using that switchblade, he wasn't able
All
to
right.
make that kill. Knowing that it's
Can
a
Omega
sniper
get
that
another
he's
round
going
here?
against,
Because
once he missed, he might
even
be
though
taken down
they've won
in
one on this side,
so
it feels like
make
they're
sure that
hemorrhaging.
he can make that kill
That's a
and
big-
also
big
cleans
switchblade
it
kill.
up later
Immediately
on
traded.
a 1v2. But
Whoopee!
speaking of cleaning up, it's
Oh,
not
but he
1v4
gets the
right
follow-up.
now, but
All right.
Whoopee will be cleaning house, trying to bring it
All right,
down,
that's big.
and will be able to bring it to a 3v4. How much more can Q9 take at this point? Because
Island gets
rotation-wise,
traded.
everyone is going the
2v3.
same point.
It's gonna be easy though because I mean even though it's going to be a
Big
2v4
kill, and he gets away.
Even things on speaking of D-Chen,
Wow,
if
he
does
played that
Candy gonna
so
be in trouble.
freaking well. And there's
And there you
another.
go, Candy's going to be down, and now it's a 1v2
Oh, this is
situation
big for
where
Whoopi.
We already saw Whoopi.
Might be able to make a play here.
Clutch this up, but as you can
Do they
see,
hear it?
Chen actually almost lost his life, but with Whoopi having that scope.
Oh, he misses the shot.
Oh, both of them are down
Oh,
there.
he's shocked.
He needs to go pick up another gun.
Wait.
Oh, he gets those. He finally gets
Wait,
that one
oh
kill.
my
And now the one
gosh.
from Lin, he wins
Such a
those
good
gun
try.
fights.
You gotta hit
Out
those.
in a 5 and 5, where like we keep saying, when Q9 has a man this
Gotta hit
advantage,
those.
it doesn't really matter because they're just so good when it comes to sticking together.
Exactly, and that was a very difficult position for
Yeah,
Q9.
China's
Both of
using
them
the
fall off the
IQ
water. It's very
something,
difficult to get
whatever the
up.
newest
You
IQ
will
device
be
is.
vaulting yourself, and there huge chance for Whoopi to take you down, but it doesn't happen.
Um,
Like even if Whoopi was able to take one down, he was taken down there with a quick hit from the side. But we'll have to find out if that is still the case later
I don't
on,
know. Omega
because
just doesn't look
as
super
we are
confident here.
balanced off 5-5,
They're definitely
it
second
gets
guessing.
more interesting at this point. And who's going to
That's
win? We'll
just
have to
a
find out, because later on they're going
nice,
to switch side once again. And
strong defensive
Smart
setup.
Omega took advantage of that.
Oh, they
when
know
were
exactly what's
on the
happening
defense.
too.
Well, take a look at this.
That's a
You know,
free
play
kill.
number 4, Risky. If he gets
Ooh, he
one
about got
person,
him though.
and then play number 3, that's gonna
Oh,
be
smoke
Olin.
goes down.
Oh, he doesn't. He
Oh,
actually doesn't.
that's-
And now he finally goes down in that
Sure,
Bravo
Omega,
push.
like,
It's gonna be
where are
a little
they?
bit risky for Omega because they've
Where
been
did they
losing
go?
2 in a row. And now for Lin, he's gonna be positioned in a really good spot.
Ooh,
Finally doesn't get the kill.
there's no
Gets
way.
that Candy, and
Oh my
Igor
gosh,
actually
there's
get
no
one
way he
apiece.
wins that.
So that's gonna be really important kills for them as well. But then Olin
Oh
gets
my
Whoopi down.
gosh,
Isaac gets
that's
one more.
huge.
Possible to get another
Oh
one,
my
so
gosh.
Olin goes down.
Idra, good try. I thought he saw him right there.
50 seconds left
Tragic.
going for the defusal, and Omega just dropped the spaghetti here.
Tragic.
Oh my
Did she just say drop the spaghetti?
Already coming in from
Are they aiming and
Q9.
shooting?
One more left
Yes,
for them to win
indeed,
this,
they are.
and they already have an advantage to win this game of 7.
Did she just say
Yeah,
drop
I mean,
the
that's one
spaghetti?
thing that we're expecting from CDM as well. Remember, they were brought down there 4-0, and they got back up, bringing it to the 5-5 on the score line. Now they have match point, and Smart Omega really needs to be careful.
Okay.
They don't need to rush at this point.
Okay.
Because we've seen how those positions that they
She
were
did?
taking has been
What?
read off already
What the
by
frick does drop
Q9,
the
and
spaghetti
they are
mean?
being taken down one at a time, and hopefully this quick plant will be that
Quick
turning
plant.
point wherein the pressure will be
I
on
don't
Q9.
think that's gonna
Oh
pay
my
off if I
gosh,
had to
nasty
guess.
spike coming in from Oling. Whoopi could not even see the Knight
I swear they
Now
trolled
see him
the first
go
4
forward,
rounds.
finally coming through, but
Oh.
Agate coming in from Hydra gets rid of
Ooh,
him. Candy
wait.
as well, going in there for the shots, going in for the
Wait.
self defense, and Hydra as well. And it looks like
It's still a
5 and 6 is
2v2?
soon going to be a 6 and 6 as Hydra keeps going in there for the
Oh my
range.
gosh.
Jet still wins the gunfight. What the
Dude.
heck? And when you saw that Omega might have had the advantage
Dude.
very quickly, Q9 gets that win. My goodness.
Oh my
How
gosh.
did this happen? We need to see a quick
I
recap.
swear they
Everything
trolled.
just happened
I swear they
so
trolled the first 4
quickly.
rounds.
No response whatsoever from Omega when it comes to the backstab.
I
When you
swear
saw
they
that
trolled
he was
it.
actually getting a lot of these kills, you'd think that he might have the advantage.
Maybe, I mean, maybe that was just like really good coaching or
What I
something.
would say is the patience. The patience really that is being brought
But,
out by
like-
Q9. I mean, most of the CDM team. Usually, once we see Smart
Do I
Omega
like
or
spaghetti?
those
Yeah,
in the
I
arena,
love
they
spaghetti.
rush things, and especially in the final moment.
I've
this is the chance
never-
and you really don't want to rush. And Idra, though he have a good
I've-
advantage,
I've
in
never
the
said
final
something was
kill
scripted.
before the defuse,
I'm not even
he
gonna
just
say
went
scripted,
to go
but,
in,
like,
trying to go for the hunt.
it's a
But
Chinese
if he stays
broadcast. I feel
back
like the
there on that
broadcasters just
arch,
said, "Hey
he
guys,
might be able to
hey,
get
you're
that
you're
kill,
winning a
but
little bit too
information
quickly.
has already been relayed. A quick
We need more watch
slide
time.
and,
Just
slide
lose a
and
couple."
shoot
Like
from
that's
reach,
what it
and
feels
might
like. That's
still
what
be the
happened.
end of him. So
Like,
it's a very difficult position, a very difficult decision that has been done by.
because
Idra
otherwise,
at
I
that
just
point,
don't
but
know what I'm
either
watching
way,
right now.
huge chance for him to lose with the time
Jeff,
that is
why do
running
you
in there,
why
not
do you
so
say
much
that everywhere? I
for them,
appreciate the
like,
$2.
It's 13 seconds, plenty of time for Q9 to really make
I
that
gotta
defusal,
tweet beef, mommy.
and it's
I gotta know
just
what
a
drop
matter
the
of
spaghetti
staying
means.
back and waiting for it, probably going for another backstab, but there's very difficult for him to go for the flank into the mid side of the map.
Oh, Hawk
because
shaved
of
his
the
head.
angle
Oh,
that
he looks
Regen
good with a
is
shaved head.
taking.
What
So,
the heck?
final moments.
He looks like a
that was
freaking Giga
very,
Chad.
very
What
hard
am I
play
looking
from
at?
Smart Omega.
Man, Q9 is just so good when it comes to these SNDs. It's like there was no response from Q9 into the first half of that SND because they kept losing all over and over again when it comes to mid push up against Whoopi, getting those first bloods. But they were able to change it up, especially when the attack actually went to Omega. It looks like they're actually struggling when it comes to being the attacker mode, and it's just so good to see how well Q9 can actually play, especially with the 2 straight losses that they have, and now they do have an advantage. And one
How do you spell
more,
spaghetti?
Q9 can actually win this game 7, but I am confident that this will reach a game 7, especially since the next
Wait,
one is
okay.
hello, surprise, surprise, you're gonna have control in your matchup.
And as we
Okay.
present once again, Oling is MVP, 14 on the kills, 131
I was so
for
close.
33 on the ADR, and
Looks
that
like
was,
Mike
if I'm not
Posner. I
mistaken,
can
that
kinda
was
see
a
that.
4 on the streak, but he is getting his 3rd MVP at that moment. Now, this is where Smart Omega really is popping off, and one thing about Q9, they at some point slow down, start
Mom
thinking,
spaghetti.
and they start reading off the tactics of Smart Omega. That might have been the chance for Q9 to get back into the game once they caught up with the tactics, with the rotation of Smart Omega, bringing it to the 5-6. But let's listen in to the final, or to one of the final moments in this game, round number 10.
Let's see, Hawks Nest. I have to tweet more.
This is a 1v2. Okay. So, like when I saw that once again, it's a good thing it has been shown right now. The initial jump that Q9 did on that waters, that was a miss from Whoopi. And if that was not the case, like he might have won that game. That hit on the left hand side, that is a good one, but he switched up on a nunchuck and then before going in for that snipe once again. So probably that delay that was really the game changer for him.
It really is the patience of Q9. We just really saw prevail in these SN.
Have you watched Wolves vs Almighty in the group stage? Yeah, I reacted to it on stream yesterday.
As well, and with so much patience in their shoulder, but knowing when to flip a switch and go in for the aggression is definitely really impressive and important for me, because when you are going in for an aggressive push, know very well and that you need to be for the backup once your teammate engages, or if your teammate just goes down, you can be there for the backup. But man, there's so much to talk about when that S&D matchup, especially in
Hello?
that last round.
Audio? What the heck?
The possible switch around, but whew, oh my goodness.
Hello from Pakistan.
OMG is
Appreciate
in
it.
deep trouble here, because one more win for Q9 and it's going to be bye for Smart Omega. This is definitely big shoes to fill, but good for them. It's going to be control for their next matchup. We already seen how great Omega actually performs in control, and not only that, it's going to be in Summit, a map that they definitely
Let's
love.
see.
I mean, again, going back to what we've seen in Hard.
Thought Neymar was the lucky draw. I believe Messi's the lucky draw. Isn't Neymar like a bundle?
Winning factor for Smart Omega at this point.
I could be wrong.
With weaponry, I mean, we've seen both of them, both of the teams.
Is the
right now
M16 or
getting
the
that
Kilo better?
6, and
Probably
not so
Kilo.
much of difference, even if they're like, there's a little bit of difference in terms of those SMG Switchblade as well as the BP19. The Krig 6 at some point usually is a damager in terms of these teams. Most of that, several kills that we've seen, I think that's from Idra as well as from Rage, is from that Krig 9 or Krig 6. So we'll have to see if that is the same case right now. Heart or Control at this point will be in Summit, and we'll have to check if
You're buying Messi and Neymar, right? Yeah, probably for a video.
Or probably Q9 is pulling our leg once again.
When are we gonna see the Warzone mobile content?
And now let's
Hopefully
see.
soon.
Control, where a while ago in Raid, Omega absolutely dominated. But for Q9 and the map as small as this, let's see if they can go and outgun the boys of Omega. Let's see, as you can see over here, Chen is just blazing his way through, going in there for the early spawn trap already, but then Idra goes in there for the punish as well.
Yeah, Adra right now going in for the hit. The slide will not work. Oling goes for the double, and Lin as well for the kill. Oling will start off once again to trigger.
You can't tell me these guys weren't trolling.
All the bases are covered.
You cannot tell me these guys were not trolling last 2.5 games.
Those points, but I think one was able to get away. Riska right now also has a chance to go and clear that off.
They're straight obliterating him. Ooh, big kill for Rage though. That's a huge two-piece. Okay, all right. Omega getting some time locked in. Yo, Q9?
earlier just to give them that advantage.
And now speaking of the
Ooh,
advantage,
double with the hunter
15 and
killer.
23, that's not going to be very pretty, as you can see here. With Oling already has a very early scorching that we saw here. Hunter killer drone getting those two players, stopping that
Oh my gosh.
push, and not just that, the cleanup finally ensues, and now 20 and 13 looks like Omega is going to be in huge trouble.
Oh my gosh.
They were able to make
Decimated.
those 2 ticks in there, but they need to save up on the points. Lin right now, the patience that this guy have.
Another
And
big
his
kill.
crosshair, Indra goes in for that kill, but with only a few HP. If there was a backup,
Gotta get his zone captured at some point.
And Indra right now just
That progress
waiting
over to
to
B's
keep
nice though.
Bravo in the first tick in Alpha.
Oof.
Also
Where did he-
will have a
where did he
chance
die from?
to be recovered.
We're using the
25
Bison?
seconds remaining.
We're using the Bison,
Very
broski?
difficult for Smart Omega to really make
I mean,
that
if you're
first
Q9, you can
Alpha
afford to
right
give
now.
up A, so
Untaken
he probably
Oling
doesn't want to do it
is
for
in
free, but
question as to where
oh my
the
gosh, he
player
hops
is,
on at the last
and
second.
once that is done,
Oh,
the
he gets
time
the
will be
info.
stopping.
Oh my goodness, there's only one player all the way into Alpha.
Ooh,
It was
big kill for
Oling.
Risky, but
finally wins
down
those.
9 lives.
Solo captures Alpha. Now that is a really big deal for him. 12 and 4 though. Not only do they have to take care of their lives, but also go in for the objective for Bravo. And now for Whoopi, goes in for
Uling
one. It gets triggered by
has
two
just
more players.
been
2
phenomenal.
lives to 11. You know, it's looking very close
Every
more
time.
and more like a Q9
Every
game,
game, every
especially with
matchup.
Lin going in there
Oh.
for the absolute control.
Good team shots right
Even
there.
though that is a
He
big
just wants to
from
trade
the
one.
trade, but with
All he has
just
to do is
one
you can't
life
jump down there.
left,
That's not a
very
jumpable spot.
Yeah, I mean, this is 20%.
Yeah, he saw him.
Of,
Oh my gosh,
sorry,
Risky's just not
80%
moving.
of the chance
He hears
that
him.
One member from player
Yeah,
from
but he
Squad
knew he was
will be
there.
taken down. There you have it. Oling just cleans that off, and well, as a quick game for.
Do you have the legendary Zero Cordite? I believe I do, yeah.
Especially with the capture, we're expecting them to go for the capture because of how they know and understand this map. But I think again,
Is M16
it's more
or Kilo better?
Q9's
Kilo.
adjustment that they've done, especially with the loss that they have on the previous control map.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's so hard to be the attack, especially in a map.
Ooh,
as
I mean,
small
if
as
you're
some of the
Omega,
teams
you got to get
in
at
every
least one kill
single
there.
map, but it's just
Oh, the
especially
claw.
harder when it comes to these
Oh, the
smaller
freaking
maps.
claw,
I feel like
dude.
Raid, it was a little bit more doable because
The
you
full
had
clear,
that
I-
space, but here, trying to go in for your lives and also for the objective is so difficult. But as we say that,
They had to have been
Q9 actually
trolling,
has a
right?
life advantage and already has some progress in both of these flags.
Yeah, I think it's because of
Ooh,
them being
big couple
on
of
the defense
kills.
on the start
I mean,
of the
maybe it
game,
could be a confidence
they
thing. I
were
don't know.
able to invest on those core streaks and
Rage,
also
I will say,
over
Rage
the
has been
skills.
playing
We
really,
see
really
the
well.
Damage of the claw in there, what damage the claw
I feel like
has,
he's the only one that's
especially
been able to
this
keep up
in close
in the
space,
matchup.
and it can
Uling's
ricochet
on
back
15
into his
already.
hiding spot, and that is what these teams has been taking advantage of. As we can see, it's
What the
18
frick is that?
24. It is Q9 on
Oh
the
my
attack,
gosh.
but they are no, it's Q9 on the attack. They are the ones who are dictating the pace of this game.
I mean,
Soft
it's
right now
it's
is
still a
in there
close
to
round. I don't
go,
know.
to
It just
rush
looks like in the
in,
head-to-head
but it's more
gunfights, they're going crazy.
distractions
Maybe
for
it's
them to
just the
get that
gunfights that I'm seeing that are
And now for the side
going
of
the way of
Q9,
Q9,
we
but
get to see the KRM in action
isn't the
itself.
Switchblade nerfed?
Hopefully,
Yeah, it's still
have
good in
that.
close range though.
We get to see the Q9 gang not really scoring the KRM, and now we finally get to see it again. A really good map to actually.
What
have
a
the KRM.
this has been a big
Here we go,
turnaround for
Kenny going
Omega.
in there for the spot trap with Sparrow.
Might be able to win here on the defense. Oh, bad timing. That's
Now
unfortunate.
we need to see Q9 pick a side, or else they're gonna have a really difficult time. And it's so good for Omega
Yep.
to actually
Nice
take
little
control of
spawn
that,
trap
and
setup.
It's not gonna happen. 7 seconds where they're not even nowhere
Big kill for Island, but you got to get on an
side,
objective.
boiling things down.
You
Only
don't
one
get to
person
the
drops
objective,
down,
you don't.
and
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
finally
What?
goes and
What?
wins this round for them.
All right.
A
All right.
defensive win for both of these teams, and this is going to be hard because for Omega, they're going to have a more difficult time.
Imagine baby plays someday nukes you. Will you come to tears or be enraged?
Exactly. I mean, if the pattern, if this pattern
I
continues,
would be
the
proud, I
trade-off
guess,
will be
but
in favor of a Q9 because of how it
I'm
is
not gonna
changing.
I'm not gonna
So
force
hopefully,
baby plays
one
to
of the
play
teams
COD
will be
Mobile. So
change that pace where in the defense
Oh
will be
my.
a little bit
Oh,
stronger. And
Idra.
Idra, on the other hand, was able to take down 2
Huge
already with the
right
claw.
here.
Third
Wow,
one goes
massive
down,
value on
and
that
might
claw.
be going for the 4th one, but unfortunately
That's
for
big.
him,
All right.
in there with that switchblade on a long distance takes him down. It is
Ooh,
now
waste of a
25
pred missile.
27 in terms of life, and 2 life deficit right now, favoring Smart Omega. Candy on the other hand,
Ooh,
going for the 5,
Candy.
goes for the double, and
Little two-piece right
brings
there.
those points
All right.
down one at a time. 2 takes already from both
Maybe they
sides,
weren't trolling, and
good
Omega is
play
just the
coming from
streakiest
Smart
team in the
Omega right
world.
now to distract Q9.
And now we need to see.
Maybe Omega's just the streakiest team in the world.
Not gonna be easy.
I honestly can't even tell at this point.
Right there, but then Hydra is gonna be capping this.
Like, obviously we know they're streaky, but all right.
It.
I mean, they might
Goes
win off
in and
objective
force
captures.
reset of the clock with 2 minutes
Tough.
into that gunfight up
That's
against
the
Dogs.
that's where you start to feel the switchblade nerf in that range right there. Oh my gosh. I mean, I wouldn't have expected him to be hopped up there either. Do you like control? Better than Dom for sure.
Right now, we'll be going down, and this is what I'm talking about. Even with that heavy, that accuracy.
Ooh, he wanted to pick up the gun.
Really on point, and that makes it difficult for Smart Omega, especially in moments like this where it's balanced. If they
Rage and Idra though, yeah, they've been going off.
Gunfights, but because of the patience as well as the accuracy that Q9 has, it's very
Yeah,
difficult
trust
for
his
them
teammate
to
right there.
challenge
Well
at
played.
this point. There you have it, Rage.
They
was
triangulated the
one piece
location.
has been taken down by Island. Rage takes down Soft 11-14 in favor
That's a two-piece.
of Q9, and a lot
Yeah,
more is
they win
being
this.
put in by Island in here, trying to hold them off.
Oh, that's a nasty setup.
Just absolutely smashing it here in Bravo.
Gosh.
2 ticks of
Yeah, you
process,
gotta
and
get this
he's
cleared.
been winning a lot
That's a
of
big
really
kill.
important
You needed
gunfights.
that.
Finally
That
goes
was
down,
a
though,
little
yes,
bit
but
sketchy
then
for a
that 2
second.
ticks is really important. And at this point,
Little bit, because
a
like
team
couple
that
gunfights
the
don't go your way.
majority of the players of Q9 are actually going to
That's
be
a capture. That's a round.
11. Not just that, with
Interesting that they
20
invested in an
draw,
operator there.
secures them
That was
that
very
second
random.
round here in a 3-round
That's
race
very, very
in
random.
Control. 1 round for Q9 to win this best of 7. And for Omega, you still have.
Do you think the
more
zero
to go
Cordite's
against.
good?
They are going
I
to
think
be
it's
on the
fine.
defensive
It's not my
side.
favorite.
Now they have
A little
to win this.
distracting.
Not only that, they have to win an attacking round as well.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we've seen so
Ooh.
far that the defense are like really taking the points. Even how strong the attack earlier that we've
Wow,
seen from
good
Smart
shots
Omega
to
has
take
been
out the
taken, and
operator.
has been
That's a
switched over
huge
by
start for
Q9.
Omega.
So
They
we'll
needed
have
that
to see
bad.
If those on the attack,
Gosh, the spray from there with the, I mean, that's just not an easy shot.
Work already to their side, not waiting for a chance for Smart Omega to take it back. Similar to what we've seen
Rage,
earlier.
trying to go big with the
Rage right now,
Sparrow.
Rage is on with his Sparrow and trying to hold off this Bravo side, but no one's attempting to go for the
Ooh,
alpha.
oh my gosh,
because
even
that
mid
just
reload
happens to
still
open
wins
a
it.
lot of angles that need to be considered. Does
No,
Bravo is the
Uling's
first
on
choice?
25.
There you go.
26. Oh my gosh.
Whatsoever here in the top. Now Lin is going to be winning all of these engagements as well, and it really is the fight for.
Yep, you know, he
top
makes his way in there.
This particular part here in control room because
Pretty-
we have
pretty
sideline
even
of
here.
A and B, and so far Q9 has been successful in engaging all of
Ooh,
their
almost
fights
got the
here. And
two-piece.
just like one person
Yeah,
as well
they're
has
getting
been
most of the
so
gunfights
annoying.
now.
And for the side of Omega is that player number 2, and that's going to be that one person, D-Chen, but he does go down though.
Yeah, he does go
Ooh,
down.
Wank gets the
Only
two-piece
goes to
right there
double
as
A.
well.
There's one thing. This team
Golly,
just
this
again,
guy's a
on Q9
freaking
right now,
demon.
and they're putting up a lot of fight, taking a
Good
life
lord.
deficit already, and are taking the life
Cyberbullying.
advantage right now.
Oh, and all they have to do is
Bravo
capture
has a
A?
good chance
Oh,
for
yeah,
Smart
this is a
Omega
round.
to funnel
That's
in
game.
all to the-
Oh, that's
all
match.
the sides in there for the kills on that alpha side.
Ooh,
But it's
two-piece.
looking on the reverse. It is
Ah.
Smart Omega who's losing the
Oh,
lives.
Whoopi sparrowed
Finally,
himself.
it has been balanced off right
Oh,
now.
no.
One tick remains for Q9 to go for the capture. Risky is in here.
Uh-oh.
Find that 2F, risking everything.
You don't have a whole, I'm about to say, just like spray the rest of it at that point.
1 tick is left for Q9 to go and win this matchup, but then SMO is definitely not going to be backing down very quickly here.
Oh, wait, am I
And
dropping
as I
frames?
can
What the
see
freak?
here, unfortunately, my screen is lagging, so I don't really,
Yeah.
I can't really
Why am
see
I
what's
dropping
happening, so that
frames?
can
I'm
fill me
hooked
in.
up to Ethernet.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so
it is the
tilted right
same
now.
thing, and we are looking forward to how this is going to end. And usually, once we experience that lag, it turns
Why am I dropping
over to
frames?
the advantage of the
It's
other
tilting.
team. This time, it's Smart Omega possibly taking
Oh
that
my
advantage,
gosh.
But as we return in here, it is a 5-8.
Whoopi's
onto
stuck
that
back
life
there.
deficit. Oling right now, good hold.
Oh
and
my gosh,
they
they've
are
got like
on
a
attack, but
two-player,
they are the ones
a pinch
going
spawn trap
in
setup. Oh,
for
huge
that
win for
spawn
Kendi.
trap. And there we have it. Another kill has been done. 6-4 on the lives. and the
Ooh,
slowly
two-piece right there as well. That's got to be,
One more.
oh, 1 HP, 1
more
HP,
life
yeah.
coming in from Smart Omega, and oh my goodness, here we go. Q9 wins that control matchup in Summit.
Oh, he's fired up.
Q9.
He seems like he's the only one that like has any energy. The rest of them are like, oh, okay, nice win.
Congratulating all of his teammates.
Oh, that's a win.
Important show everyone how good of a team this this control matchup just absolutely showed. That even though I feel like it was the map choice,
I don't know.
that definitely was the blunder here.
Do you know Corp's husband?
A small map,
I know of him.
Their shots are just
I don't
so crispy.
know him personally.
Congratulations, Q9, you are moving on.
Yeah, I mean, Smart Omega right now will be saying an early goodbye after waiting for like close to a week, and they will be saying goodbye right now in this game. And this is just the start of the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fans out there is disappointed. And
so it
it's
is single
more
elimination.
of how well Q9 has been playing this game from hardpoint, the adjustment that they did, as well as some of the gameplay that we've seen from them, that it's expected that they are about to lose.
Omega
so
Esports,
Q9
there we go.
is really something else in terms of coming back from difficult situation.
Yeah, a very difficult situation. I feel like the prelude to whatever happened here was.
What was the score? 4-2, right?
We thought that Smart Omega could actually go and make a comeback, but it's just difficult because when it comes to
4-2
getting the
final score,
they just had such a hard time.
Make sure I'm tweeting from the correct account.
Top control room is essential to get, but you already know that players from Q9 just kept rushing and rushing. They were winning all of their gunfights all the time, and it looks like Garena has finally found their match. I mean, Omega has finally found their match, and Q9 is definitely a giant already, and we see how impressive they can actually play. And for me, I feel like it was those S&D matches that could have been the biggest difference, especially in Hacienda. That could have been a different theme here. I feel like Game 6 would have been possible.
Are we gonna have like a graphic
Omega
or anything?
actually fixed their
Maybe not
matchup. But let's take a look at our stats right now for our game number 6. I mean, for game number 6 here in Summit, 106 all the way.
We need
to
like a. I don't think they have like final game graphics or whatever, or final score graphics. Oh wait, no, yeah, because this is just for the control.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I mean, that search and destroy, it was a lot of instances wherein Smart Omega really had a chance for that win. They slowed down on that 5th point, and it's just Q9 taking over the reign when it was brought into a match point. Not quite sure, but
what happened to Miney?
Wait, has been taken by Smart Omega at that point, especially in the final moment. It was
you playing with Ferg and Sanho again? The Ferg and Sanho don't really change the stream COD mobile anymore.
The tides towards their favor, and
I'm still dropping frames. That's insane.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. They might have had a better chance as well to start off strong on that.
He had a 2.3.
I don't want
oh my
to blame
gosh,
it on something that's
really, crazy.
Back into the past, but Hardpoint really is that.
I don't know. I think Omega's definitely got some work to do heading into stage 5.
At this point, because if they didn't lose at Hardpoint,
or maybe the Chinese teams are just that good.
It might have
next match win, hopefully soon.
Fight for Smart Omega at this point.
I feel like I'd have to disagree with that. It was Hacienda, dude. Hacienda S&D, where they had a 4-round lead, and
I think they're just trolling Hacienda. I'll keep it real.
Defense, that could have been that Omega win. They only had what 3
I'm gonna
rounds
keep
left
it real.
to go and win that. And not just that,
Stream ended? No, we're just dropping frames for no reason.
But
I think it finally.
Look at our MVP to spearhead Q9's win. That is going to be Oling with 32 kills, a total damage of 3,351.
What is MVP count? What?
Point matchup and standoff. I feel like once we did get that information that it is the weakest map of Omega, but at this point, it's like you should not have. You should always have a response if you know that you're weak in this map.
Maybe that's like for the entire tournament or something, because there were only 6 maps, so it couldn't have been. Chat, it's not possible that it's 7 MVPs on this matchup.
A lot of really small mistakes that just, stacked all against each other for this to happen, for Q9 to win as well.
Exactly. I mean, it's those two for the first 2 maps that we have already. There's a lot of questions that has been brought in with standoff, even with that loss that they have on slums, and that is one reason why I bring it back to there's first 2 maps, especially that hard point, because of all the those are basic mistakes that they did in those maps and those hard point wherein it could have been very, very close in terms of points on that standoff. But, well, it is what
Q9 has ping advantage or Omega. From what I've heard, for the most part, both teams are on 40 ping or somewhere around there.
Hello，大家好，我是醒酒欧林。
欢迎欧林啊！今天这场比赛也是4-2拿下了欧米伽嘛。现在赢下比赛，心情怎么样？
心情的话可能会比较高兴吧。然后但是想的是下一轮的对手会更难打，所以回去还要好好准备。
还要回去好好复盘很多东西嘛。其实今天的第一场热点你们打得非常不错的，但是在后续的这样发射当中，分数差距会稍微有一些大。你觉得之后队伍还有哪些地方需要做提升
Okie dokie. I have no idea what they're
之
saying.
后就是波洛有跟我们讲，就是我们
No, Q9 does not have ping advantage. They're playing on Hong Kong servers, which is in between both
还有
teams.
断层这种外围架墙位，就是需要补点的速度再快一点。这可能给我们就是
Hey, Almighty gonna win the tournament? Let's hope. Yeah, I would say so.
当中一定会去改进这个问题的嘛。那么今天也是
Saying they had a lot of preparation.
你觉得 ML 这个枪械现在强度怎么样？
强度不如 K6。
还不如 K6，就用下来感觉还是并没有那么好，对吗？那下一个问题就是在两
She asked him how he's feeling about winning against Omega. He said he's happy.
把 Omega 的分数卡在了5分，后续的一些追分是怎么做到的呢？
后续的追分就是我们在临场已经知道对面的站位和习惯了，然后就
They're saying they'll need to improve.
做针对打。
All
这些
right.
部署会是谁做的呢？
部署的话，可能我们每个人都会负责去汇总一部分的信息，然后最后的决策可能会交给糖浆或者断层来做。
确实啊，在后面的决策
I think Omega needs to work on positioning and stop throwing
拿
bodies.
下了这2场爆破嘛。那今天的话
It's fair.
是战胜了Garena赛区之强敌
And about the comeback?
Omega 嘛，有什么话想对他们说的？
Yeah, Heaven said everybody's on
就这
the
场
same
POC
ping.
打下来，我觉得他们的实力是很强劲的，因为他们在被我们
He's the hyper
2-0 的
one?
时候反扳了2分嘛。然后
By the one,
我觉得他们
the hyper one, you mean like the one that got excited? Yeah.
之后如果世锦赛能遇到他们，也比较期待和他们的交手。
比较期待和他们之后的一个交手嘛。那说到之后的交手，欧林在一开始
Yo, is that Lucia? I don't know.
成都 A 级或者说
Are you gonna stream later on?
有什么话想对他们2支队伍说？
I think I
接下来
have something I have to do later.
不管是狼队还是 AG， 可能都是一场无法避免的内战嘛。然后我想啊，就是这次比赛，我们可能不是走得最远的那支队，但我们一定会尽力的达到我们此行的目的，就练我们该练的东西。
尽量把自己的每一场比赛都打好嘛。那也是恭喜你们，再次恭喜你们拿下了这一场比赛的胜利，也是感谢欧林来到了赛后采访期，让我们
It is Lucia. Well, there you
下
go.
一场精彩的比赛吧。
Okay.
Away from this hard point, Almighty. This could be time under their belt. Heaven already pointed 2 kills to his team, gonna get taken down, and the game is still not over. We're moving into the next rotation. It's a battle
we go,
for
Cali.
spawns, a battle for that B2.
Yeah, here we go. 139 to 136, and again, Annihilator. What? Oh my.
Okay.
Gets the third one, Clove. Let them just spawn on top. Make them go one way. Let Jeff Pro handle the one at the back, and this is what we're gonna happen. 4 down, and so far Jeff Pro he spots another play. ZZ he makes them spawn there. Another good play coming through from Almighty. Let's see if they can get all this time, but so far back-to-back hills, Cali, just milking a lot of this time.
I mean, Jeff Pro's doing a great job right now, dropping all
How old is this footage? What the heck?
drop bodies in
Oh
the
my
game.
God.
Right now, this guy only knows that they will take 2 players in the B flag, and they will just get it 86 to 100.
I mean, it's back when the
They just need to get
team colors were blue and red, so
this comeback happening through, and there
it's
we
gotta
go.
be old.
Capture right
Wait,
now.
cluster strikes?
Javen, he spots one. Gets the second.
This has to be like 2021,
But the Thumper's gonna clean it up for him.
right?
Another one behind him. Can he get the triple kill?
Yeah, Thumper's in play? What the frick?
Triple kill for Javen. Can he make it 4? Yes,
Or
he
maybe
can.
like
Javen on a quad.
Garena
Keep
Masters,
on going.
or no,
Plus
because
International Javen making the plays for the team. Make it 5.
well, CBR. When was CBR meta?
Killer gonna drop him out. So the game continues, and PJ is
Yeah, I think this is 2021.
again. I mean, 18 points already. Fully streaked up. One more to beat.
Oh my gosh, that's so old.
Take Jabin out. So that's
I'll go back and watch the hard point.
learn this staircase, and this
I
is
don't
going
really
on.
particularly feel like watching
Plays up front, takes him out, throws him down, and even
random
more with the gunfights, but now finally
stiff.
he gets shot.
Wait into back alley coming in from Q9.
Q9 rotating from the convenience store. They can just use that doorway to hop on out, but Rage just holding on to that angle. Idra now steps in his place, but the backstep takes him out of the equation. Play number 4 gets it done all on his own. The one and only Lin, and now Smarter Mega. They don't have much choice. 10 more seconds to go. They double down for a super early rotation for P2, and it looks like they've got all angles locked off already, especially with a hold onto spawns from gas station.
I like this hold coming in from Smart Omega, and player number 4, Risky, doesn't really quite win that important gunfight, and now they have no power positions whatsoever, but it's a good thing Candy's actually going in there for the backup, getting that beautiful 2-piece. And now I feel like for Smart Omega, it was a good call to go in for the early rotation, because obviously for P2, it's going to be hard when you don't have a hold of gas station, also for Bard.
Yeah, methodical push coming through from Q9 here. Timing's perfect. D-Chen takes Candy out of the equation. They swing around. Rage! That was a big fight he needed to win out. But how did that even happen? He didn't have the trophy system played already, but it looks like one stray shot. Wallbang takes him out of the equation. Smarter Mega, they get the hill right back. But Q9, they do have to make that 3 players all smashing their way in at the same time. Idra gets a long range nade onto Soft. Chaotic matchup, and Smarter Mega once again backs away super early for an early rotation, this time into Granny's P3.
Not quite
Okay,
sure
sorry,
this
chat. I was reading Twitter.
rotation was a little bit better compared to the first one, because they gave
Why is he using burst
22
M16
seconds
instead of
to
full
Q9,
auto?
now they're able to catch
Well,
up
the
with
burst
them.
M16 got a buff, so it's even better now.
But if they have a solid
probably why.
hold, they haven't yet. They haven't had a solid hold in P2, and even though they had that early rotation,
And
the
the full auto got a nerf as well.
When you see the whole squad of Q9 rushing in.
I don't. Also, and maybe you're talking about somebody else, but that guy's definitely using the full auto one.
This guy's an annihilator, and Q9 just wins the gunfights from outside. How insane is that? I mean, if you haven't feared the Chinese teams just yet, this is the moment where you really start.
What's the best SMG right now?
What's your answer? Players on the approach from the midsection of the map. They want to take away the
I would say the CBR.
Smart play by Oling, who backs away.
But these guys really love the Switchblade, so
Shut down by Idra, and now Smarter Mega plays
even after the nerf.
same gameplay as Q9. They hop on in one final engagement, but Island still
It's crazy that it was this close, and then Q9 just split it wide open.
Rotation already, when you're already greeted by 2 players of Q9. I'm not quite sure if that's my favorite rush point, and you can get here a full 60 coming in from Q9. That's something you don't want to give to a team that will definitely take it to their advantage. And now finally, they do win their gunfights on that rotation, though. Not being able to contest that hard point.
Okay, so it's a 50-point game. Doesn't it end up being like a 150-point win, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, the Smart Omega get punished for the super early rotation. Range gets
Oh my
full
gosh.
one, and the other just sprays him down.
So many. Why are you using all your grab vortexes at once?
The gravity vortex gun, 2 pops. That's just gonna give
They
them a
used
little bit
3
of
at one
extra for the
time.
next few seconds, but look at the
What are you
stack of
doing?
Q9 at that bakery backyard. They want to go in, but it's all about the timing. Candy has the gravity vortex. What a play! Candy nails one. Buys more time for Smarter Mega.
Seems like a slight overreaction.
Has been a key player to this game so far. The patience in this person is just absolutely great. He was able to anchor the
What up, Rambo?
hard point just for a little bit, and now he's holding it all to himself. But you get to see here 20 seconds left on the hard
Good morning,
point.
good morning, good morning.
Needs to go in there for the contest. Only one player can actually go and make
Top 3
That's going
LMGs.
to be Idra. He's gonna be right over there.
I'd
But
say
now we get to see it right
RPD,
now. Oh, Lin gets a lot of
UL
places,
Chopper.
so the scrap points just always go into Q9's favor.
You gotta respect the way Q9 plays.
Oh
Their
my
operator
gosh,
so
played that so well.
calculated, and every time they whip it out, it seems to be super effective in taking Smarter Mega
Is
out.
is this where it gets lopsided? Was it not 150 point? Maybe I looked at the score wrong or something.
And the one to open it up, gonna be Q9, all thanks to Lin. Oh, one more.
He's waiting for reinforce. I mean,
Go and get it, but obviously, right now, as
their teamwork's really good.
it's hard.
I can't lie. I thought that was gonna be lacking, but
Oh,
Timo all over.
absolutely.
I think Beef is. I think her internet's cutting out.
From up top, Whoopi once again holding on to that mid square, but he pays the big price.
Ogre?
One to
Yeah, the
open it.
Ogre's the best
So hold
LMG in
on
the
to
game.
especially
What?
Take on Q9. Rage doesn't play his timing, but it was a matter of time before he gets taken out of the equation. Candy from up top. Hotel Yard.
Cool. What a 3-piece.
Smarter Mega. Great entrance in. One final player holding on to the point. It's the one and only.
Oh, he
Whoopi,
wanted
but
that
he
kill so
steps
bad.
off of the
Should've just hopped the point.
14 seconds to go. Smarter Mega. What a mistake.
Exactly. It's like you had 15 seconds left on the hard point, and you're giving the scraps all the way
He was just
to
chasing the
Q9.
kill.
And it just happens
Got tunnel
every
vision
single
right there.
hard point that the scrap points are going for that team. And now, yes, early rotation is important, but
Super,
you need to have
super
a
tunnel
solid
vision.
foothold as well, and that 15 seconds could have been the biggest difference. And now, yes, they're going in for that early, but you already know how Q9
Why don't
is
you
so
add a
good at
role here on
playing
Trovo? I followed you 834 days ago. Wait, can you add roles based on how long people have been following?
No other choice. The question is, can they do it? Q9 once again for the approach of the break. You can see two players stacking window already. Lin needs to win.
Can you do that?
The first shot, Rage just blasts all of those shots in, only to be punished by Lin and Island, who step on in. Q9 once again breaks the hopes and dreams of Smarter Mega, but the game is far from over. Q9 reaching the 150 point, where that just puts them 100 points away from sealing the deal. Smarter Mega hot on their heels, but they've been messing up a couple of those rotations, and once again, final player goes down. Super early rotation.
He saw him there, right?
4P3, but look at Q9.
Oh, yeah, he counted. Okay.
They
I was
wanna
like,
break
what?
the spawn even before the next hard point unlocks.
A role like
Island gets a
Olds?
very important kill
I
over
didn't
there
know
as
that
well.
I could add roles
So,
based on how
what
long
we
people have
saw
been
already
following.
Into the previous restart of the game,
It's actually
they
lit.
had an early rotation, but as you can see, it's just Q9
Custom
over and
role?
over again as Lin gets a very important kill, gets rid of Rage, and it's just blue all
What's
over
the
again in this
default
game.
color for names? Green?
They are going down. Holding headset triple. Finally loses his life, but the damage has been done.
Oh my
Q9
gosh.
Now almost running away with this matchup already. Smarter Mega needs to respond. Super early rotations, time and time again, has been made by Smarter Mega, and they've given away way too much to Q9. And now a 90-point lead for the Chinese players. Can the Filipinos smash their way right back into this matchup? They need to win some gunfights, but everything seems to be going against them right now, B.
As they're trying to go and contest this hard point, yes.
Wait, do I have to assign?
Every single
There's
one
no
of
way
their
for me to
teammates,
like
they're not winning
automatically.
all their gunfights. As you can see over here, Uling
There's
has
no way for people to
27 kills in
automatically
his
get the
game,
role,
where
is
you can
there?
see Idra's actually had a little bit of a
That I thought that was what you were
well,
saying.
and
Oh.
you can see there, the operators will come out. So I'm kind of positive for Omega.
Yeah, that's
for this
kinda
next one,
tough.
it's gonna be Bakery, but they're gonna be
That's
fully
kind of
stacked.
tough for me to manually apply it to everybody.
Fully stacked, right? Look at this, 230 finally. The hard point closes, and the setup for the next one is there. Preddy gets a single one, and Smarter Mega tries to win the score streak battle just through their
I have to?
gunfights. That's not
Yeah.
gonna work. Q9 on the verge of decimation, and Smarter Mega has
Anybody
one
know
point.
what
Claw from
the
corner. Bowling gets
chat
one,
bot
only
that
gets
works
two,
with
only
Trovo
gets
is?
the third, but he buys so much of time.
Good
9 more
lord.
points to go, and
Yeah,
then
it
the
went.
Chinese
I was right.
players
It was 250 to 100. It went lopsided so fast.
Walked away with an easy win over Smarter Mega. 105, 2 more points to
It went
go.
lopsided so
And the
fast.
attack right at that bakery
Bot
backyard,
Ricks?
B.
I mean, the question is Smart Omega gonna do Omega things where they finally go into their
No,
proper
there's
comeback?
literally it's literally not possible to make a comeback like that.
Catch up with just a mere
Unless the
2
other team
points.
disconnects from the game, a comeback like that is just not possible.
Over
look at the
here,
time.
It's just not. It's not.
Coming in from Q9, and there you go, opening things up with a bang. Q9 wins these, and Omega.
Are, well,
All right.
fortunate to
What's
see
the
that
next
Smarter Mega
matchup?
will not be
Anyone
able
remember?
to move forward, but
Anyone
on
remember?
the next series, AJ, we're going to see CDM versus CDM. It is all gamers going against the Wolves, and this is the top team from the CDM region as well. The Wolves, will they be taken down similar to what
Bot
we see
Rigs.
from Smart Omega? For the
Log in
casters,
with
that's
Trovo.
right. Gemma Garcia, together with me is Mustachio AJ, and well, AJ, it is what it is. All I can say for Smart Omega.
I mean, if you take the stats and you stack it up against Wolves and all gamers, it looks like Wolves might just take an L in the series, but they are #1 in CDM for a reason, right? They
Yeah,
are
I was
the
about
most
to say.
dominant Chinese team. It's just that they could not dominate the Singaporeans as much as they tried to, except for that search and destroy where they did
let's
manage
see.
to win 7-5 at Hacienda, where Nian hit 15 eliminations. And you know, the one constant about the players of Wolves is every single SND, you will have at least one player hitting or exceeding 15 eliminations on their side, man. They just know how to circle around, and Nian is one of
Alright.
those deadly players. But on the side
Modded
of all
bot
gamers,
rigs.
they're not too shabby as well. They've got some hard carries in the name of Mao Chi as well as Yang
English?
who can get the job done. But as we look at our brackets, it is now
Um,
confirmed that we will have at least one Chinese team in the grand finals. It's going to be either Q9
Link protection,
or
emoji
the
protection,
victor
symbol
of
protection.
the next potential match in there between AG and Wolves, Neptune.
Yeah, and looking at history as well for AG, we've seen how much the CDM team usually fails the hard point. Well, compared to what we've seen from the
What is
previous
Yam?
series, but
Yeah.
it's only AG that has managed to take a win
Commands,
on hard point
timers,
from
additional
all of the series
features.
that they went in, like going into the playoffs. So it might be an advantage that all gamers will be
Add
taking here on their battle against the Wolves, but that is yet to
Trovo.
be seen because a lot of surprises might be offered right here, especially that we
I'm
are
sure
in
there's
here
like
special
auto
point
commands,
of
right?
this tournament we're in. Those
Oh,
hidden
yeah, there
strats
are.
might
Okay.
be moving up or moving out in here and pulled up by these teams.
Yeah, I've got a question. Who in the
So
chat
if I
thinks that there is
do
a potential for
exclamation mark
an O,
followage.
just a couple of inches away? Let us know in the comment section because Wolves, I think they are gonna go.
Oh,
all
I
out
want
to annihilate. Once again,
days.
the
I
numbers
want
just
days.
don't stack up well between these two teams. Yes,
Well, how many days I've been
the All
following?
Gamers may have had a perfect run at hardpoint, but they didn't have Almighty and Dunya games. In their group, man. All Gamers had it slightly easier than Wolves at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's dependent on the opponent that you have, and I would agree with you, especially with the Wolves going against Almighty, and you mentioned like with most of those maps and their series.
Oh, they have a
had
loyalty thing
against the
too?
Almighty team,
Nice.
they only got 1 point in there, but as we are looking at the
Oh,
tournament
nice.
right
They have like a
now,
level
we're
system and
really,
everything.
Really excited to see
That's
on
cool.
what the Wolves has to offer because, as we mentioned,
Timers,
they have
additional
the
features.
stats in there against them, but on their history,
Point
it's
system,
more of
yes.
them
I want
being
the point
strongest
system.
team. Imagine going in from the 5th to the 6th.
Click to configure
from the
social
Titan Masters
networks.
and then ending up
Oh, it
as a
automatically has all my
And, you know,
socials.
they did
Nice,
take the L
dude.
to Almighty,
Yo,
but
Barrix is
every
the
single
best.
round in that 3-round match was very close, right? We saw standoff. That was
I think it
194
probably
to
has only been
50. They
tracking watch
almost had it,
time
but
since
Almighty
I
ran away
added
with
the
match
bot,
towards the win.
unfortunately.
And Search and Destroy, they managed to grab that victory right back, 7-5 on Hacienda. Still
I
a
think it's
close match.
probably
And then, of course,
only going to
Control, they
track
lost
based
2-3.
on
That
whenever I
was a
set it up.
5-round
Not
banger
like
at
all time.
Control. Wolves is a team that can go all the way. Almighty have
Um,
very clearly dominated Garena already, and they now want to go out.
But
and
you can
show
do
that
like
they can
exclamation
dominate
mark
the other
Facebook,
regions as
exclamation
well.
mark
Yes, they managed
Discord,
to get the
exclamation mark
job done against
Instagram.
Wolves, but the problem here is it was a little bit too close for comfort. And if Wolves does
Okay,
manage to make
that's
it through
nice.
and
That's
sees
cool.
Almighty a little bit later on, I think they will be ready for them this time round, which is going to be a problem. So right now, all Almighty needs to do is just cross their fingers and hope by some chance.
against the Wolves.
What's
but
the
that is
matchup?
yet to be
All
seen,
gamers
because
and
a lot of
Wolves?
surprises might be earlier
If this
in the
one's
week. We had the
lopsided, I
conversations
might
in here, and
chalk it.
When Q9 was asked like whether it's AG or Wolves, they are like all balanced. Like whether it's AG or Wolves out there, they are rooting for both of these teams right now. Not only because they are coming from the same region, but because they understand what these teams has to offer. But still, assumptions will be out of the
Okay.
window because we failed at
Which
we
marksman
failed
rifles
at
are this?
factors so many
SKS.
times. We put in assumptions based on the stats.
For
and
sure,
it
the
has been
SKS.
thrown out in there in the trap.
Let's say that one by a mile.
ABC Esports, they were the ones that managed to push All Gamers the distance. Yes, All Gamers did manage to take a 3-0 victory over ABC, but it wasn't an easy win, Neptune. The match at standoff hardpoint went 238 to 250. I mean, come on, brother. That was just way too close. And then Search and Destroy, we had overtime after overtime in terms of rounds. That went all the way into round 18 with ABC losing that 8 to 10. And of course, All Gamers finally managing to clinch their third victory with a 3-2 scoreline on firing range control. Every single game went the distance. ABC tried their best, but they just could not represent Garena as flashily as they
Oh yeah,
had
we are gonna
on
have.
the
Oh
battlefield.
lord,
But they
we're gonna
were
have
the
Wolves
only
versus
ones
Q9 in
that
the
could
second
push
round of the
team of
playoffs,
All
the
Gamers the
semifinals. Holy
distance.
freak!
Now that All
kinda-
Gamers have
that's
seen
kinda
exactly
crazy.
what ABC has in store for them,
Who's gonna
they
win the whole
can, of
tournament
course, go
according to
on
you?
take on Wolves, but
I think it'll be.
to go
I
on
mean,
and take them
realistically,
on,
I will
but
want to believe that
Wolves has
Almighty can
already
win, but
proven
I think
themselves
it'll probably
in
be
a
Wolves or
way,
Q9.
because if you want to take a direct
If I tried out the
comparison, you
ballista,
can't
yeah, it's
because
not
they have
bad.
different teams within their groups, but you can kind of compare their opponents. ABC Esports versus Dunya Games. Now that's one rivalry we've seen kind of break down way too many times, and Wolves thumped down DG 2-1. So that could just be a preview of what we're about to see here, Neptune.
But the thing is, AJ, I mean, it got me back to that hard point between DG and Wolves. Oh my goodness! I mean, the comeback in the final seconds at that game. that was like I was
Botrix,
watching
hello?
the replay and I was the edge
Yeah.
of my seat. What
Yeah.
more if
Hello?
I was in there shoutcasting?
Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
I guess that
It
one
was
doesn't work.
249 to 250, very
Yeah.
close. That could have been a Wolves game, but well,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like once you drop that ball, even in the final second, you
Yeah.
will be losing that game.
So, I mean, at the moment, based on everything that we have discussed so far, it seems like Wolves is going to be able to have a pretty easy victory over all gamers. Looking at the teams that they have dominated, looking at how dominant the game was as well, because you look at the difference between all gamers and ABC Esports, every single game was so close, every single match went the distance, and then you compare the matchup that Wolves had against Junior Games, only one game went the distance. Only one game was close. 249 to 250. Yeah, I take that. It was a super close match. But Wolves beat them down 7-3 at Hacienda and then 3-0 at controlled rate, which I think was just making a huge statement. Yeah, okay, fine. You know, you can push us when it comes to hard point, but we're going to smash you in all of the other matches because none of the other games were anywhere as close, Neptune. So once again, that could just be an indication as to how or what we can expect out of the next series here. I'm thinking a potential 4-0 could be possible.
Well, it is possible. It is possible if the Wolves will be bringing out all the strats that they have, not really thinking of hiding anything. We've seen that so many times that hiding strats has failed. And I'm not talking about the previous series, but several series, several tournaments before. But I mean,
We can
this is
talk
a
about that. We can talk about that. I mean, some people speculate that, you know what, maybe, you know, Smarter Mega was just throwing the first two matches, you know, for a comeback, Kings of Comeback title once again. But dude, I mean, if you're going to be trying cheeky stuff like that at a competition of this level, you are going to get punished. And you deserve to get punished because you cannot underestimate your opponents, especially if your opponent is Q9. So if that was the strategy, then, you know, they deserve the L. But I think they didn't really give it up all that too easily. Although the control match, how they finished it off, looked like that point might have been true, right? Because they kind of speed run that final round and control, and it was quite amazing to see them dominate Raid after they got thrashed in Raid in their previous series. So maybe there's some truth to that, but you know, Q9, you will have them punish you, and in their rightful mind, they did go ahead and punish Smarter Mega. I think that was a cracker of a series, but it is what it is in terms of the effort that Smarter Mega put in. It just wasn't good enough to take down Q9. And we want to see, obviously, that sort of effort out of all gamers as well, because we all know how dominant Wolves has been in the recent past within CDM.
Yeah, I mean, it's Wolves right now, who's currently the champion of CDM region on that China Masters. And AG, I was really happy and surprised as well, wherein they ended up at the top. They got one of the highest, like, together with Q9, they have 8 points in total moving into the playoffs. It really shows us that all gamers might be the fourth in their region, but they can put out a lot.
Hey
in
guys,
terms
the
of
sun's
gameplay
finally coming up.
adjustment.
Nice.
Going back to Q9, they made those adjustments, and that's
Nice.
what's surprising, and that's what we're asking from all of the teams
Is
out
Lapa
there.
too weak
Garena
for
or other
mid-range? Yeah.
regions. If you put out the effort to improve yourself, you improve your gameplay, adjust within each series or within each game, then a huge potential. For you to
They
really make
brought
the
it
win.
back from
Moving
the
forward as
timer
well
way
in
too
other
early.
series, especially if they're reading you off as something that can be.
They brought it
easily
back
be
way
taken
too early.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Chat, I mean, we've got a lot of analysts in the chat. But when I asked chat for a prediction for the next series, everybody's silent, man. Everybody's talking about the previous. Everybody's still hung up over Smarter Mega getting eliminated. I mean, catch up, guys. We are at the matchup as well as Wolves. We want to know exactly what you guys think. We want to know if or not you think that all gamers do have the kind of gas in the tank to push this all the way. And are we actually going to see the number?
None of them know anything about
just like how Smarter Mega got dropped. Because if that happens, I think
the
I'll
China
lose my mind
teams.
in the series, no doubt whatsoever, Neptune.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the first question, because we've seen Smart Omega fall. Now, Wolves is a. If in case all gamers will be similar to what Q9
New Pokemon game comes today. Nice.
To what Q9 has been showing, and then Wolves right now might be falling, probably breaking a few legs of those. Wolves would not be able to walk through the snow anymore. So we'll have to find out if that's the case. We're talking about seven games right here, 7 maps in this series, and it's more of, as you mentioned, those who have the gas to push it through, to push us forward, hard on the start, and then up until the end, if you can pull it through, then they might be able to take that win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pokemon
Let's see if or
Scarlet
not
and
All
Violet.
Gamers does have
Interesting.
the kind of gas to push this all the way through. We do have a prediction here from the unlucky dude on YouTube who says 4-1 to Wolves. There is a potential that might just happen. Prajal Verma thinks that it's going to be 4-0, obviously. So it's kind of leaning towards Wolves picking up the victory for sure. I understand where everybody is coming from.
Yeah,
Even I
obviously,
think that
Almighty
Wolves is
beating
potentially going to be walking away from the series the victor.
Wolves in their
The
group
biggest
stage
question
had
is,
pretty
what's the
big
scoreline gonna be,
implications.
right? Are we going to see an all-out annihilation where Wolves does not
New
have
game will
any
come out
strat
today.
whatsoever, but they just go ham against
Arena
all
Breakout
Gamers
seems
and
very
prove
nice. Yeah, isn't that
exactly who the rest
like
need to
Tarkov
field within
Mobile
the playoffs,
basically?
or do they just play a little cheekily, just like Smart Omega, and then get punished at the end of the day? Because if that happens,
I don't think it looks
it's
bad.
going to be two back-to-back mind-blowing series where the unexpected just happens in such a phenomenal way, right? I mean, obviously, it was going to be quite the big potential for Q9 to walk away with a victory over the players of Smart Omega. But who would have thought it would be a scoreline of 4-2? I would have at the very least assumed that it would be a 7-matches series where it goes down all the way into Search and Destroy. And we also see
Thoughts on the
Search and
first match?
Destroys, especially for Smart Omega, pushed into overtime.
I
but not
think
a
the-
single overtime. That's I think the biggest shock.
I think
of
the
the day.
score made it look closer than it
I
actually
would agree.
was.
I mean, there's a lot of slip
I-
there on the Search and
I
Destroy,
still
and
think
we
that
were talking about that. Not really arguing.
Q9
but
was kinda
like,
trolling.
Thinking about me and Beef Mami, thinking about
I think it could have been a 4-0.
Which map really was the ball ground for Smart Omega, whether it's Hardpoint or the Search and Destroy in Hacienda. And either ways, I mean, if you really think about it, it doesn't look like for the first of the match, you're not seeing the full potential of a
Did
team.
you see Sano's
Smart
vlog?
Omega.
I saw that you
Yeah.
posted it. I didn't watch it.
Wherein they have
You
great
still play
advantage.
T3 Arena?
Yes, they started
No.
off strong, but
I hear they're
once
adding a ranked
they're
mode that
not
doesn't
playing
have any bots
themselves out,
soon. So if they do that,
I
I'll probably
still
start
don't
playing
know
it
the
again.
answer to that. Hopefully, we'll be able to get
I mean,
that.
I'll throw my opinions in there.
Yeah.
I think I kind of stand that Hardpoint could have been the difference maker, and here's my explanation as to why it wasn't that Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy, you played on two different sides of the map, man. You play attacking, you play defensive, and that was the biggest game changer, right? We flipped the sides, and you saw instantaneously the advantage go over to the side of Q9 Club. You just got to be able to manage your risks in that way, and Q9 knew that they will be able to make a comeback. They just weren't hesitating a lot when right after we kind of switched hands.
This
right? And that is
caster,
exactly
too
why,
much
once
talking,
again,
show
you have
tournament
a player
gameplay.
and
Guys,
team like Q9
casters
Club who's just
don't
so
decide
good and so
when
confident
the
with all
freaking
of their match
gameplay
strategies
starts.
as well as rotations. And Smart Omega
That's
did
all
it.
up to the
They just
admins.
really did not see it coming. It's just
It's
that when
all
you
up to the
start
admins.
Winning, when you just like in football,
Deleted
when you
T3
score a
Arena?
goal,
Yeah,
that's
I kinda
exactly
did
when
too.
you're most vulnerable, right? And when they were at their most vulnerable, they dropped the ball.
Were the balance
And you saw
changes today?
Q9
I believe so.
smash them, take that 7-5 victory, and once you break the spirits of Smart Omega, getting yet another back-to-back victory at Control just didn't seem to be a huge problem for them whatsoever. But that
Absolutely
hard
no
point,
problem,
the
Abdullah.
way that Smart Omega played it,
Always
could have
on the
been
grind.
So much better. I didn't see a lot of mistakes in
Oh,
Hacienda
they're
as opposed to what we saw at
not
Hardpoint.
playing
That
at the
was
venue, which
biggest
is interesting.
problem in the series, if you ask me.
Exactly. And also, like, if we look at the stats, CDM really, well, they dominate Search and Destroy. I would say most of the teams in CDM dominate Search and
Yeah.
Destroy. So Hacienda, even if it's a map that is really understood by Smart Omega, it's a great possibility that adjustment that can be done by Q9 on Search and Destroy. But like respawns like Hardpoint, we've been talking about that even from the group stages up until the playoffs, that like huge potential for the Garena teams to win those matches, not even controlled, but I'm really happy. I'm glad the adjustment that has been done by Smart Omega.
Okay.
But
Oh, wait.
as we have
Maybe
been
he's,
talking
like,
about the previous
quarantining?
series, a lot has been happening over here on the upcoming series of All Gamers and
Huh.
Wolves. Why are we talking about the previous series? Because there's a possibility that it will.
Let's just
be
say
repeated,
finals
just
AMT
in
versus
case
Wolves. Who do you think's
gets
gonna
a
win, and
little
what's
cheeky
the point
and
count?
pick out a few of those maps.
I mean,
I think they
we've
go,
seen
like,
Wolves
best of
being
9.
cheeky before. We've
Yeah.
seen them
I think
being
it'll probably be
cheeky
best of
against
9
Renegades.
finals,
They
right?
paid such a high price for it. We
Yeah.
saw a little bit of cheekiness in the matchup against
Um,
Almighty as well. They got punished severely for it. So There's a potential that they've already learned their lessons.
I don't know.
There's a potential that they're not going to be cheeky anymore. They just want to go all out. And if that's the kind of wolf you're going to get,
Realistically,
all gamers better watch out, man. But taking a quick comparison of the guns that they usually use at hardpoint here, the biggest difference being between the Rytech AMR as well as Switchblade. I don't know who brings.
I think it could go
to a hardpoint matchup, but it really is
2-game
dependent
9
on the map. You put it in takeoff.
I think a China team's winning the whole thing.
Differences. We've always talked about that second floor.
Being completely honest, I think a China team wins the whole thing.
And there's also another position that you can hold on to the map if you do have a long-range combat weapon, and that is
Wolves are last in football in England.
On top on that second
Are they going to get relegated?
That's
a thing, right?
Scaffolding maybe not so much because I mean it's been abused so much.
If anyone's going to go into the finals, they got to beat Q9. Like, you guys realized Wolves just beat Q9 4-0 in the China championships, right?
Exactly. I mean, we've
People
seen
have-
that
people
being
have such
done as
short
well,
memories.
When we look at the Garena team, we've seen that being done by Derp, and he did well on those power positions.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, it will be a surprise if
Bobby
a
knows
sniper
football?
will be pulled
Yeah,
out
it's
in
from,
that hardpoint, because
watching
it
Ted
is really
Ted Lasso
effective.
and
If
Welcome
you
to
can pull it
Wrexham.
off, make it succeed, then go ahead, do it. As we
That's
start
where the
off
majority of
game
my
right
football
now, we're
knowledge
gonna
comes
see
from.
Who will be pulling out those snipers in
Football,
this
soccer.
game. It's takeoff right now between
You know what I
all
mean.
gamers and the Wolves, and it starts off with all gamers into the point.
And this is a map pick by all gamers.
Ooh, more M16 gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Call of Duty mobile video. Today, we are taking a look at the brand new M16 before it's even released in the game. Do we have everybody running M16? What the heck? We got 3 M16s for Wolves? Definitely not expecting that one. AG looked better than I expected them to, but also they were in by far the easiest group. So
Wolves is just falling back, but it's mainly because they were not even rushing in for the hard point. They play the safer route of clearing out
you might be
all of
dead.
the opponents
You're
on
not
the hard
dead?
point first, and then jumping in for the objective.
Teamwork makes the
which
dream
is
work.
just more safer, passive way to
Q9
play
on this map
right
is
and doing
crazy.
They don't want to allow
Or not
anything to
Q9.
streak up too
R9.
quickly from the get-go here, Neptune.
Exactly.
R9 on
Once
this
you
map is crazy.
miss this P1, and
Why doesn't
it's very
NA conduct a
close on
tournament?
P2. Once you have
NA
all
has
those
tournaments all the
streaks
time.
available on P2, there's only 3 openings, and
Like,
one
even
is very
outside
difficult.
Mobile Mayhem.
Scaffolding is very difficult to really get into, and it's more of the staircase that most of the team has to run.
Do you play
into.
sports?
That is where those streaks will
Right
be,
now, the only
and
sport I
will
play
be
is golf.
used greatly, and that is what they are trying to avoid. But as we step into
'Cause it requires the least amount of athleticism. Are you gonna watch the FIFA World Cup? Probably like a little bit of it, but like probably not a lot.
With the
Go on.
rotation, it is a 1-4 split, and they are being taken down from the edges.
Yeah, I really love the
R9,
way they
that's-
set that up.
R9's
From
kinda
scaffolding, they hop on in, but one final
ballsy.
player still being
AG,
super annoying
what-
is the
what's
one and only
happening
Blue
right
Dog.
now?
Finally taken out of
Wolves,
the equation
hello?
with a sticky. Wolves hop on in, but challenge for the hard point. Yang from the back, big
Ooh,
five.
big
Yes,
double.
he does. 3 back-to-back, and he gets traded out by King, but the damage had already been done. All gamers, not only do they
Show
manage to
us
hop on back there and
M16.
challenge for the
I
hard
need
point,
Wolves to
but they
start
still
winning, so they show us.
They
There we
don't
go.
allow Wolves to
M16.
catch
Let's
up
go. Let's go.
quickly,
Let's go.
but now they are gonna allow them to pick up all
Show
of
us
these
the
grab points as
dominance.
they go in for an early rotation.
They said,
Hold
I
on
don't
to
want any
generators as well.
legendary iron
All
sight.
gamers
To be fair, the
have
legendary iron
full
sight is
map
kind of
to
meh.
pull so far, but the
So-
guys of RNG giving away one spawn towards player number 1 on the side of Wolves, who is quickly eliminated, but generator spawns taken over.
All
by
right,
Wolves.
well
This is the part,
played.
if they can find a break, they might be able to get back into this matchup.
Yeah, they need to make that.
I mean,
one
AG
run.
looks really freaking
Now,
good.
Their players are dying off. King right now with that grab vortex, going in for that double with the help of
This
Meg and
is
Zai as well.
not what I
And
was
the
expecting out of this
XP right
matchup,
now
but
will be staying in here onto the
did
hill.
AG?
Have a good
I guess
hold.
did they
30
finish
seconds
4th in
for
China?
them. This is a
Anyone
chance
remember?
for them to really catch up, but with that grab
I
vortex
totally
and
do
as
not
well
remember
as
right
push
now.
of all gamers, it might be a net chance for AG
Wolves gonna
to
lose some
take
matches
off.
for
But
retention?
the Wolves was
I mean,
able
AG's
to
not a
take
bad
hold of
team.
that 15-second remain, and probably a very close fight once we
Is
get to
Omega
the
already out for good?
All
Yeah,
gamers
single
cannot
elimination.
afford to go in for an early rotation, but that's exactly what they do.
It's the cost of
20
the best of
seconds,
7.
A little bit too early for my liking, and Wolves are right back in the matchup. By the
Yeah,
end of the
I
half
don't
break,
think they're
that's
trolling
the
right
6
now. I
points
think they just
between
had a
the
slow
two teams.
start.
Early rotations for the side of all gamers. Let's see how effective that is going to be, because one Freddy comes in, totally misses the players of all gamers. Wolves now need to go in and win 2 big gunfights. First one has been
M16,
won
nice little
already,
two-piece
but
right there.
Yuan holds onto the corner and strikes them down.
Nice
All
little
gamers hold on
two-piece.
to the hard point, but spawns from Cranes taken over by Wolves. This is going to be a little bit
Trying
of
to
a
make
problem.
his way
And
in,
Wolves right
not
now will be
happening.
spawning in there right next to
And
this
here
hill,
comes the
and Sai right
operators.
now
Purifier,
burning
purifier,
the
purifier.
lives out of his team
Ooh,
of
good
AG,
pre-fire. He needed
with
that.
3 points remaining for them to catch up, as well
You
as
still don't have somebody. He just cleared the entire hard point. Come on, guys. Where's the OBJ players? Where's the OBJ players? Get somebody inside the hard point. Purifier. Oh, hard counter by the R9. I can't lie. I keep getting R9 and Q9 confused in my head, and I keep wanting to say the opposite.
Yeah, it's a
Neon.
very good matchup between AG as well as Wolves. 86-80. Still, we end
King.
hard point number 4.
Playing from
on
home,
the
it doesn't
reset.
matter.
Just 6 points
He's
between
feeling
the
comfy.
two.
Oh my
What a
gosh, the
series
R9
we
again.
can expect out of these two because of how
R9
they're just playing
again,
out this
dude.
hard point matchup in itself.
Targanite
But
3.
AG
What the
is
frick is a
3-4. This
Targanite?
their map pick, and Wolves are right back
That's
in it. Just
like
a
an
few more
alien
seconds to
species or
equalize
something?
now. Equalizers right there, and now's the time to
You
run away
know?
with the matchup. But AG hop on right back onto the hill through player number 3.
Some type of freaking alien species?
All around so that Young can continue popping off, but the guy steps away from the hard
AG
point.
looking
2 others
good,
hop right
dude.
back in. AG's got the kind of
Looking
backup you
spicy.
desperately want if you're hopping into random ranked matches.
Y'all think the M16s are gonna get put away soon, or are they sticking with it all the way through? Because the one Krieg is the only guy that's not playing at the event, and he's top fragging. You know? You know?
And that is what's important. Like chaining that B1 and B2.
You got the one guy that's running the M16 for AG has 7 kills. Like maybe the M16 is not the move, or maybe they just want to get gameplay for their YouTube channels or something.
Fish right now, I think Fish will be dying out of that, but we'll have to see on how else the rest of the team.
Is this the R9?
Yeah, I hope Fish
Yes.
doesn't go down, man. I mean, he just lagged in just moments before he almost
King's
fell
going
into his
crazy
own
right now.
ranking
That's a
contest.
nasty
Yeah,
spawn
now
trap.
whips it out. I don't like
Oh my
the
gosh,
play
they can't
by Fish,
escape.
mainly because the play on the
Oh
ground
my
vortex was a few
gosh.
seconds too early,
This
and
is
they only
cyberbullying
managed to
right
get
now.
one elimination through
Like,
that.
how are
And
they
we
not
saw
locking
that
in
hill
every
quickly
second of
go
time?
over
Holy
the hard
frick,
point
he's
right
on
after they came
8.
from that backup. The rest of them already
He's
playing
on
the
freaking
objective,
8.
and now they play
Oh,
the
gets
Wolves
traded.
has a
That's
second too
huge.
late. But King does manage to slay one.
But now he's got full streaks. 33? Are you kidding me?
Still in this.
And talk about numbers.
Are
I mean,
you
King
kidding
already
me?
had 33 kills early in this game. We're not even halfway through in the points from AG, and as we
Here we
step
go.
in,
M16.
45
Show us
leaders
what it's
get
all about,
game
Nian.
At this point, for all gamers, Wolves hanging back.
There's one.
They're not really making a huge
Gosh,
judgment
it looks so
in terms of
clean.
their position. Yes, kills, but we've seen that so
So
much.
freaking
It's
clean.
not about how many kills you can make. It's more of how many time you can spend in the hill, and this might be the
What was that
damager
noise?
for the Wolves at this point, unless
Did anyone else hear that noise?
Yeah, 150.
What was that?
All gamers actually dominating this matchup, and they
Okay.
are not allowing Wolves to catch up at all. Now, Singh has got
Hup.
Purifier in hand, one pop,
Hup.
manages to get it now for the break of the hill as well. 3 players in front of him. No matter, this guy is a king. He jumps on in, but Nugon from the back alongside Young. He then
Okay.
trade out those 2 players. Preg from up top, he whips out his own Purifier. These guys are just trying to burn down AG back to back, but look at the angle. Fish is
Man.
holding, goes in for the challenge.
They're getting hard countered in there by the R9.
Gives them the advantage, and now all gamers are back on the hill. 2 players holding on to the objective.
Ooh,
Long
timing.
rotation around. Wolves for the early rotate into P4, but P3 scrap time goes for them as well. Fish tries to pull a couple of points back, but fails. And Wolves, this next hard point is a crucial one for them to get back into the game. If AG breaks this, there's a big potential.
When's the
to run away
elimination
with this
round?
match.
Well, there is a great
Every
potential
round's
that
an
they will
elimination
be able
round.
to break this, though there is a huge capacity or possibility.
It's a best
for
of 7
Wolves
if that's what you're asking.
for the slays and like flip the spawn to their favor.
It's
not being
still,
shown from
oh my
the
gosh, King
screen
has
from the previous
38
hill.
already.
So
Are
right now,
you
that takes a
serious?
little bit of patience
Why are
from
Wolves
AG
not
at the
winning?
time. They have the point to give out a
I'm
little
starting to
bit
think
of
maybe
time,
Wolves
not
are
stepping
trolling.
in, but
What?
here comes the King right now.
Look at the kill
Slaying
differential. He's on
everyone
40.
inside, and with the help of the rest of the
He's
King
on
right
40.
now,
We're only
into
like
that
2/3 the
hill,
way through the
it's
game.
high time for
He's
them
gonna
to
drop
get that,
60.
bringing the point a little bit closer to each other.
This is pressure
He
time,
could
man. All gamers,
legitimately
they find
drop
the
a
great
60 bomb right
players
now.
on the side of Wolves are spawning right
M16.
from the side of generators, and they hop right back into the hill.
On a
16
5-3.
seconds to go.
Oh, Pred
All
gets
gamers
2.
do not take them out
Wait.
of the
Yeah, I was gonna say.
equation.
Oh, only
kill
one.
thought that, Preddy is not gonna be
I
the
think.
best of use for
Oh,
the
no, the
Force.
Hunter
He
Killer
doesn't really
is the
matter.
one that got the
Wolves
kill.
is desperately trying to catch back up with
I think the
all
Hunter
gamers,
Killer
and
actually
they're doing
yoinked
a
the one kill that he was
phenomenal
gonna get.
now, about less than 30 points between the two teams. All
Nice little
gamers
spray right
need to
there.
hold on for their dear lives
King
as we
slowing down a
once
little
again
bit.
reset
And I
those
take it
hard
back.
points.
He just picked up a
This
kill.
first hard point, the one that has been dominated mostly by all gamers. Wolves looking to change that right now.
Surely,
I mean, they were able to
surely
clear
the
out
tide's
that
got to turn at some
P1
point.
and also clear out the perimeter, but
He's on
there goes
43.
takedown by C1, and I
Oh,
think the rest of the
big
gang
kill with Claw right there.
AG might
And
be
the other guy that was
able to
up hopped
as the
down.
rest of Wolves right now still struggling to
Nobody
take the
spawning there,
position,
broski.
and even with the
There
Claw,
you
it
go.
makes it difficult for the Wolves to step in.
M16
Mount G, on the other
from
hand, will be
above.
able to have that
And they're not worried about getting the hard point time. They're just trying to deny P1 as much as they can so they get the setup for P2.
He's amazing with his repositioning, man. This guy has been on the
Oh
road
my
for the past
gosh.
few
Oh my
eliminations.
gosh. He obliterated him.
Bounty on fire.
All gamers.
Right now, trying to step into the hill,
Looking pretty impressive right now. I mean,
mark, but still it is
I want to see the overall kill differential at the end of this because they've got a guy on 12 right now.
Especially on the angles that he's taking.
Lowest for
But I
Wolves
think
is
this
22.
about time that his effort will be paying off. He has
Yeah.
good position to
Dang
clear
it, King.
out
I was
and
really
stop
banking on you
anyone
dropping
who
a
will be
60
going
bomb.
in
That would have made for a banger video.
Amazing fight by Mounty. The guy is on a
It's still
5-kill
possible,
roll
but it's
already,
much more difficult now.
continuously Repositioning. Nobody can catch him off guard.
Oh my
Mounty
gosh,
once
he's on
again rotates.
6.
Oh, but he goes in, aims for a
Ooh,
different
big
player,
feed
gets
for
faded out
Wolves.
to the- by the one that's a
All
little bit
right,
closer to him.
R9's got to go to work. I'm, you know what? I'm never speaking ill of the R9 again. Oh, with Purifier. Ooh, out of ammo. Reload comes through. Purify comes through stronger.
Purifier burning down the players of all gamers, and now Wolves, which is a
Should
couple
be
of
able to
seconds
tie
go,
things up.
are
I
right
think AG is
back
just
in
going to go ahead and stick with the early rotate.
Go by all gamers right now into the hill. Bringing
Big
it
early
to
kill
a
for
tie
King.
Once this is over, probably a lot more from the side of
Big
Wolves.
early
Good
kill.
rotation for all gamers right now need to be solid. Their position need to be on
Trophy
point.
down.
Otherwise, it might be
Oh
turned
my
around by Wolves at
gosh.
this point.
He's
They
so
are
good.
figuring out backside,
He just doesn't
but
he
it
doesn't
is
take a
now
single
up
angle he should ever
to
not be
all
at,
different objectives
which is what you have to do if you want to play the R9 correctly.
40 for them for the win, and Wolves is just in there.
How does he know there's nobody behind him? I mean, their communication's just got to be absolutely absurd. Hey, King might be able to break 50. Ooh, big two-piece for Zai. On Zai, correction. Yo! Big break for Wolves. Oh my gosh. That's actually, that trophy probably saved him a couple seconds right there. Let Zai get the kills as well. He's on a 5 spree again. He's just a walking 5 spree. Holy frick, man. He's got the EMP system to work with if he wants it as well. I'm not entirely sure what he was using it on, but you know, do what you got to do. Maybe at the end of the day, just trying to get rid of the trophy systems.
But we'll have to see how
Nice
well
pre-fire.
we'll be able to take this one.
Trophy's
Bounty
gone too.
goes in for the cleanup, but Beg
Got a
Boys
purifier.
with a few HP.
Should have pre-fired it.
Whoa, Purifier not used
There
at
you go.
all.
Trade.
Bounty is a damage manager of
Nobody in
that
the
team.
hard point.
Yeah, but Bounty goes down. Now King pulls out the Purifier.
There,
off
he
his
said,
own.
"I've got one of my own, good
This is a
sir."
GG.
Oh my
The
gosh.
operators for the win, and
I
the
think
timing
Wolves
is
win this.
perfect now. 10 more
What a
points.
game this has
Make it
been, though.
11 for Wolves to finish things
Oh,
off.
and King,
brings
he's
out
on
the
he might be able to drop
Wolves
60.
double
Oh my
bump.
gosh.
Wolves one,
I didn't realize he
Brentford
heated up
as well.
again.
Wolves, 3 more points.
He's on
All Gamers need to win.
56.
Too far. Wolves, what a comeback.
Oh
And
my
the Wolves right now
gosh.
just bringing the game to
Oh
an
my
end. The
gosh.
one second all gamers had advantage. It's just the Wolves pulling our leg and just bringing the game to their favor. For the final 2 hills, that's where they get
What a
lot of
comeback right
points.
there.
And early rotations of all gamers is really not applicable at that point because of this
Yeah.
phase, as well as the operator skills that has been pulled out in there by the Wolves, especially when they are trying to take over and break those spawns.
I mean,
Chinese have
come
greatly
on, bro.
improved in their
Throughout
hard
the whole
point,
game, all gamers
for sure.
played the game to
Did
the
I
T. They
accidentally
were
hit that?
so
No, I
good with
didn't.
their rotations. A couple of early rotations that I'm not a big fan of.
Wolves
I think
playing
you've
with their
heard me say that
food?
many a times. This is why I say those things,
Yeah,
man. because,
possible.
You know, especially in a match that is so
It's
close,
possible.
especially when you're going up against an opponent that can punish you just with those extra few points. And it was the timing of the score streaks towards the very end, especially with the Purifier and Gravity Vortex play. That combo just sealed the deal for the side of Wolves. But hi, you gotta be sad for all gamers, man. They almost got the job done.
Yeah, they put in a lot of effort, especially in the start of the game.
Almost got it done, but let's look at the kill differential right here.
And
Yeah.
thinking like all gamers
Best
thinking
M16
they can
build
take
without a
us
red
hill
dot?
after hill, they take a
I
lot
think
of
the one
points
I
from the
used
start
was,
points they were taking against the Wolves, but the Wolves is just slowly
Mono,
building their momentum.
light
Once they
barrel,
get the perfect timing,
tack
especially
laser,
on those
39
two
round
combinations,
mag,
the 2 combinations of those skills,
and
they can
granulated?
get a lot of points, probably not the whole 60, but I
Was
think
it
a 30
granulated?
or 40 around that, then they can catch up and even take
I don't
over.
think it would have been no stock.
and
It's
I
probably
think,
granulated.
You know, one of the biggest differences could have been made by players like Fish, who were very good at repositioning, very good at finding eliminations, but most of those eliminations were not happening to pick up the objective. One may argue that he was trying to keep the opposing players from getting to the hard point.
That
but
is what he was
that's just
doing.
not the case, because as he was battling players, you know, flashy jumps, you know, back and forth up that scaffolding.
Was he? Is he talking about the R9 guy, or is he talking about somebody else? He must be talking about somebody else.
Went to the side of Wolves. So, you know, in situations like that, I don't know if or not the team of all gamers kind of played their strategy well. They were doing amazingly.
Where did
good.
Beef Mommy
This is
go?
the
They're just
objective.
rotating casters.
The moment they slipped up, Wolves appeared.
Was Fish the
and
guy with the
they
R9? I
were
can't even
hungry,
remember
man.
now.
A hungry wolf is a dangerous wolf, nephew.
Yeah, you know. It
Oh,
will be the
a wildfire
Master.
break. Yeah, what am I
don't know
saying?
who
Oh my
the
gosh.
Master is at
My
this
brain's not
point and
functioning.
Who will they be biting? But I'm pretty sure they will be winning a lot more of this gunfight, a lot more
Yeah.
of this battle. And that was a very, very close, I would say. But again, at some point it might have been.
I felt like Fish was a huge impact. Like, I feel like he was the reason they were in it.
Like from the most of the tournament, especially in hardpoint, there's only a few instances wherein we've seen
KRM's
Hill
better than the
being opened
R9.
up, but this time,
Not
I
if you're
think
accurate.
AMG has
R9
opened
has
up
way
that
more
for
range.
So many time losing that capture, even the contention will not be made.
Running
taken
Surge
back,
next?
and I
Yeah.
think that is where they lost that game.
Would you agree with me when I say that all gamers looked pretty dominant in that matchup? With the way they were controlling the map, with the way they were rotating
wouldn't say
and
so.
always opening up that hard point, they looked like they were about to pull the
I
win,
wouldn't
right?
say so. Look at the kill count.
Wolves, bro,
Look at the
they
kill
just muscled over a victory for themselves.
They were
Look at the
almost
number
plus
of
60.
eliminations that stands between these
They
two
were
teams.
almost plus
Close to
60.
50 in terms of
What?
eliminations. So around 40 in terms of eliminations difference.
What?
And you've got the assist
That's
here,
not around
where
40.
there's
That's around
27
60.
more on the side of Wolves. They were slaying left, right, center. Also getting those important kills at the
I can't
hills.
see.
And 4 minutes 15 seconds versus 3 minutes 51
Oh,
seconds.
I'm sorry, chat.
This is
I'll rewind.
where the difference that I was talking about, right?
That did not look like it was dominated by all gamers.
Of eliminations difference.
Looked like
And
Wolves
you've got
was
the
goofing
assist
around the
here,
whole time.
where there's 27
Is
more
FMJ on the
side
Krieg
of Wolves.
effective?
They
For
were
sure.
slaying left, right, center. Also getting those important kills at the hills. And 4 minutes 15 seconds versus 3 minutes 51 seconds. This is where the difference that I was
King
talking about, right?
with a
If
2.2.
only we had players like Fish. Look at the guy. KD 1.3, 48 eliminations. If only players like Fish had spent their time to rotate and play that hard point a little bit more.
He was
we would have
literally
seen
outside of the
Wolves
hard
take
point
the
on
L
every
in the very
like it's
first
not
game.
like he was just roaming across the map.
That is why we've seen
Like,
King
how
in
how
there
of
early on in the
all
game,
the
like,
players
we-
to fault in that, I don't understand how you're gonna fault Fish. This dude had 0 hardpoint time with a 1.0 KD. This guy had less hardpoint time than Fish, and he had a 0.4.
We would have
Like,
seen
what?
Wolves take the L in the very first game. At this point,
Huh?
of the highlight, look at that lead, man. 40-point lead. And I just cannot believe my
How
eyes
is
that
Fish
comeback
the guy
game
we're
by
faulting
Wolves
in that
was
situation?
way
I
too
just
good.
don't get
And
that
this is
at
the
all.
kind of Call of Duty Mobile golden moments I strive for when I'm shoutcasting, man. But let's take a quick peek into the concierge.
I am
for
confusion.
season.
Wait, somebody had 57 deaths? Did he actually?
So we switch over to
Point a little.
Hey, that dude, he was committed to the OEJ, okay?
Of course,
He was committed.
They don't sound like they're panicked at all.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's
You
a
feel the
panic.
energy, man.
Have you
You
seen
feel
any
the
professional
energy
CODM
through the
teams from
combat.
Russia?
They are
Nope.
pumped, right? They are pumped with that comeback because that was literally one of the best
I have not.
comebacks after being dominated for such a long time. All gamers were in front for I think what 70% of that matchup.
I don't know why
maybe
they
even
show, like,
80% of the game, all
the
gamers
hard point
was in
points
front. And Wolves just
instead of
took
the
that
time.
away from absolutely nowhere. What a way to crush the hopes and dreams of your opponent in the first match, to break their confidence just a tad little bit before we head on into one of the most important modes, search and destroy.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered that Molly asked me to order breakfast at a certain time, and I was really worried that I had waited like way too long.
Search and destroy is a CDM region. Both of these teams are coming from CDM, and
Yep.
it
That was a
gives
close
you
one.
more of an idea on how to battle.
Dodged a bullet there.
If it will be similar to how Hardpoint has been played by the Wolves, it might be another ruse, probably losing the first part, or I don't know. It's again, the Wolves is giving me like astounded on how they change what we are assuming. When we are
Yep.
expecting them to lose, they are winning. When they are in,
When
their
were we
winning lead,
expecting them to
slowly
lose?
dwindling down, making it balanced, and then just get back up. So I guess that's one thing that we've seen from other teams, but this time from the CDM region, the Wolves.
I
Do
mean,
what
if
now?
You cannot predict exactly what's going to happen against them. All you need to do on your own side is make sure
Do
you
what
are
now?
on your A game, no matter what, at all times. And this is just something that's just easier said than done sometimes, because Wolves is the kind of team that even though you are being more dominant, they find that strategy instantaneously within that matchup in itself to break you. And in a game like Hardpoint, where we've got a scoreline of 250 and the match is so close that we had 3 refreshes of that Hardpoint.
Will you still stream
on
tomorrow?
rotations,
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of time to catch back
Wolves
up.
versus Q.
In
Or
Search
wait.
and Destroy,
Oh wait.
it's pretty similar
I
as
might not
well,
stream tomorrow. I
all
forgot.
thanks to the overtime that's now in activation.
I forgot.
So
It's
as long
gonna
as you keep
be
it close, if you
what,
are
Almighty
gonna be
versus
able to keep
ABC,
it
that
all
one's
equal
gonna
by
be
the
a
time you
wash.
reach that 12th round, you push yourself into
DYG
overtime.
versus
And if you get
Blacklist
2
is like
back-to-back
fine, but I don't see
close
either of those
games
teams
off,
winning the whole
and the
thing.
maximum number of rounds
And
you
plus,
can
that's the
take
one that
this
starts
all
at
the way to
4 a.m.
is
my
up to
time, so
22
I might
wins.
just
So
pass
if
on
you
that.
have a scoreline of 19-19, it's all of a sudden death. I've not seen 2 teams take it to that distance just
Ooh,
yet.
Locust, eh?
Yeah, I think the longest that we have is
Locust.
21 rounds or 22 rounds. This is the longest. That is from the group stages, and like at that point, you can't tell who's going to win. It's more of how are you going to live up in terms of like fatigue factor, because
Yeah.
at some point when you're in Search and Destroy, imagine 7 rounds is already a lot. Winning 7 rounds is already a lot. What more if you have been brought in to that 22 rounds? It's more of the pressure that's in you. Probably some of the members are already getting headaches because of them winning.
Ride Tech is goated.
alternately.
True.
So, as
No
we
SMG
go
usage?
into that review, 225 to 250, and we're going to.
Yeah, I guess
stand
there were-
into
there's like 1 or 2
the selection
Switchblades.
of Wolves for this Search and Destroy.
The first team
I don't know, what do you guys think, chat? Do you think the Switchblade's top 5?
will win the series?
I think in Garena, it makes sense that the Switchblade is one of the SMGs that they use, just because both of these regions have a much more aggressive playstyle. Fish with R9 again?
And a 1-4 split right now.
Best R9 player in the world?
At this point, just getting information. Ching is the one taking the lead with that bomb, as the rest of it seems just getting
Some nade lineups.
Those initial frags,
He said, never mind.
No one is budging.
Oh, that looks so good with the platinum. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I have platinum on the M16, because that looks freaking phenomenal. Oh lord, that's just a thing of beauty.
Defense set up by all gamers looks like it's pretty strong. All angles covered. New God with the pre.
Move your face cam down. You're right. My bad.
White warehouse. Zai's not gonna catch anyone off just yet because all gamers are showing full on.
No info.
Now a couple of shots. Zai
So slow off the start right here.
You do have a defender in the name of Mounty there. If someone can get it done all on his own, it's that guy. Mounty is a monster.
Grizz is the best R9?
I would agree.
I don't know, man. Does Grizz still use the R9?
In hardpoint, but also in search and destroy. And Young One backing off a little bit, just to give a little bit of distance and stepping into the fire. And there goes.
Oh my gosh, they smoked him.
And they are left with one.
What a round right here.
Brother, what a double snipe. I mean, 2 kills taken away from Z1. Z1 looking for the third one. He strikes it. What a snipe.
Holy frick, man. No Warzone 2.0 stream? No, I probably won't stream Warzone 2.0 till my new PC gets here. I'm hoping it gets here on Friday, but it might not get here till Monday.
That is what Z1 does. But going into round number 2.
Oh boy, what a shot to open.
They're not waiting anymore. Goes in for that initial.
Grizz didn't touch the R9 for a year. I was about to say, I haven't seen him use the R9 in a minute.
Most annoying player on the side of all gamers, the one that ran away with those 3 eliminations earlier. King, can he get this grenade?
Why does he keep calling them annoying?
Yes, no, we'll find out in a few seconds. No.
Call him pesky, don't call him annoying. That's just like...
Strikes once again.
Leon just knows where the angle
Like annoying?
taken, and probably information that has been relayed.
I wonder if you can wallbang through that into trailer. That would be kind of insane. Oh my. Hello, sir? How did he still get 2 out of that? How the freak did he still get 2 out of that? Chinese are undoubtedly the best snipers in the world. I would agree with that.
I'll see 1v3. This looks like it's an impossible comeback. Guys got to retake that.
I feel like annoying is, it just has such a negative connotation. All right, well, we go 1 for 1 right there.
Him down a little too prematurely, and Wolves are right back in it. I wonder who's surprised.
Legendary M16, yeah, they got access to it early.
Get a lot more in here. Probably a quickness in terms of those pushes, but they don't want to risk it, even if they understand that it is more of the position that Bravo has been taken, and they might be doing that exact thing.
That was not looking very fast in the time to kill, but that was probably a lot of missed shots in there too.
Manages to control that recoil of that M16. Everybody's crazy over the M16 now, man. You gotta spray it and pray.
Oh, almost got the 2-piece right there. All right, Wolves returning to dominance here. This is what we expect to see out of them. R9? Oh, he sees him right there. You see the laser, broski. You see the laser. Oh my gosh. Wait, maybe you can't shoot through that? I thought that you could. Looking for the 1v3. Can he lock it in?
C1 right now is in there while the rest of the Wolves.
Oh, this plant. Oh, he rotates it. If he hadn't rotated across through wood, could have gotten the planter.
And take 1 kill, but no, he goes in for the long flank, and it might be a chance for him.
This could actually be huge.
Will be waiting in there, backs in the corner.
Thing is, it's only a matter of time before they get the info.
For our C1, it is more of those positions.
Yeah, now they know.
That might be taken out.
And now you just gotta wait. Smoke? Yeah. Good play.
Oh, smoke! Who laid out that smoke?
I think that was for the punch, and he slaps him in his
little 1-2.
Headshot to the face. And
They already nerfed the BSA on the M16. Yes, but they buffed it. Buffed
We'll have to see
Buffed
how much
the
more
burst.
will be
Good lord, I
happening
can't
in
talk.
This trade of, and it's more
Buff the
of all
burst.
gamers are
Buff the
trying
buff.
to defend it a little bit stronger. Bravo is still open to
Golden
1 and
fists.
3 on that alpha, but it has been a slowdown from the Wolves at this point, and they might be going for the long A.
Let's see if this
Superman.
angled a little bit too long. I think the guy's lagging. King on the other hand.
Can't quite see him right there, and I don't think you can wall bang from that angle.
His timing was just a fraction of a second too late. But he knows, he suspects that someone
Ooh.
there. Does barely tag Young up.
Nade positioning was
Young goes
just
back in for the
barely
rechallenge,
off.
but I don't think this is a good position for Young to hold on to. Super aggressive. He cuts the distance and moves straight into Wooden here. Peg might be able to punish him here, Neptune.
Yeah, I mean, just in case he gets that information with that wall bang, but I think Peg didn't get any of those hits, and they now goes in for that alpha. A lot of coverage that they need to put in. The
Looking
smoke
for
has
info.
been
Oh my
released
gosh.
right now. Homeland will be having a quick
Oh,
push.
they read that like a
There
book.
goes Samuel Nee, and Zion
Oh
Banks
my
is cleared out.
gosh.
Oh,
Going
come
crazy
on.
right now.
AG so unlucky, but they did rush
Yeah,
through the
AG got their
smoke,
one
I
good
have to
round,
say.
but I don't know
What
if they'll
a
take another.
fantastic smoke out by Wolves to gain access
Pre-aiming
to the A bomb
sweats.
site. And now, bomb planted already with 40 seconds to go.
No-
Mount
no
needs to take on
chance
4
you're
players and get the
faulting
defusal
pro
within 25
players
seconds. Yeah, give me a
for
break. That's not
pre-aiming,
gonna happen.
right?
Get Mount
Like,
Lee,
surely.
Peg goes
Surely.
down.
Oh my gosh.
Side goes down as well.
Wait,
Fauci,
1v4?
can he do the absolute impossible?
1v4?
2 more players, 22 seconds. This looks like it's going to be a crazy attempt.
Oh my gosh, he might be able to. Do we? 1v4? You gotta play time right here. Gotta play time right here.
Only needs 5 seconds in there. The clean out will be done.
No!
Yeah, but I think
He's got no time!
just will upgrade it, and he'll say bye-bye.
Oh man, that was such a good try. Are you in London? No, I'm home.
The problem was the combination between the
Didn't receive a
timer and
notification on
4
YouTube?
players being
Freaking
alive.
YouTube, man.
There's just no way in hell you get to run down the or keep the clock running just nice for yourself for a diffusal and have the time enough to slay out 4 players. He got the slays, couldn't get the diffusal.
Ooh,
What a
huge. Countered by the R9 every time. Golly.
For a very long
These dudes
time.
can snipe.
One in there for himself.
God, the movement.
Sliding and shooting.
He's on a phone.
He puts in the rest.
He's on a freaking phone.
Up a little bit. It's now a 2v4.
Yeah, AJ's pissed off, man.
Anybody
You
out
really can see
there?
through the gameplay this
Oh, you
time
saw him.
around.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
more
but he
players
gets
on the
back.
side of Wolves, Nian as well as King. They've backed away. Bomb on the
Surely
ground.
this has got to be an
Counter-punch
AG
just
round.
They have to be
Bombs
so
down.
reckless. And it's all about the one and only King.
42.
With 6 in hand, needs to beam down player number 2, Fish, who's already
You got the
nade.
positioning, get the
Looking at
info,
the
you get the
goal,
trade.
access for the angle, locked on by Young.
What?
Fantastic
Cut.
angling. And AG down player
What
number
is
2, Fish,
this?
who's already got the nade.
Did I
Looking
see
at
that
the
correctly?
goal, the access for the angle, locked on by
What
Young.
is that flick?
Fantastic angling. And AG
What is
passes up
that?
the walls. One more round to tie this
He's
up.
on a phone.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, even with the advantage they have in terms of on giving
Holy
advantage
frick,
to
man.
AG. Otherwise, like, the Wolves might be clearing it out. They have the one.
That flick was
1 point
disgusting.
advantage. Earlier, they barely had any point advantage. They still got the win. So this one makes me a little worried.
That was
He just
so
needs to continue
nasty.
their roll and he- oh,
Dude.
Entry beam down. King taken out of the equation. Tags up. Peg
Gets it
as
weak
well.
so
These guys
fast.
On another level right now. Zai. Beautiful slide in. Fish
Oh
didn't
my
see that
gosh.
coming, and just like that, Wolves are right back in it. This is a 3v3 that AG needs to be really careful
Wait,
with. But the ball
he had the
from
wallbang
ground,
angle right there, it looked
that's really
like.
the saving
I don't know
grace
if you can
there.
actually wallbang that, but
And they just have to keep an open eye on that bomb. But we'll have to see on how. it
Okay,
will be
I like the
worked
nade
on
spot.
by the Wolves at this point. Zai with M16, and one thing that really amazed me is how.
And we
the
arrive
team
at a
has been brought
standstill.
in here, especially with the new attachment that we're in. It reduces that burst that we often, like I often, doesn't like because it.
Yeah.
It shortens my killing perspective, though I don't have that much kill. But it shortens the chance for me
Oh,
to
man.
get those kills. But with that attachment, like it makes it that automatic weapon.
Now, I'm just wondering if an Call of
their S&D is just so... I just don't know how anybody's going to beat it.
the World Championship.
He's so fundamentally sound.
Right? Because dude, never have we ever seen a meta
And so, like,
many guns are viable out there on the battlefield.
simultaneously aggressive and calculated.
What, bro? I mean, come on, what a meta we've got on our hands, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. We've been waiting for a meta like this since the inception of Call of Duty Mobile, Neptune.
I agree.
Exactly, especially for those like who,
I agree. Oh, the wall bang!
Also got a lot.
Can he get
in
another?
terms of getting M16 skins, like they will be able to pull it out and use that in game, and like for others, it might not be the case because of. It's not like it has damage, but not so much of killing potential because of how it's bursting.
Okay.
You can be killed with in a few seconds, even on a reload, because of how quick it is on reload quick 6. So that is one thing that can be balanced.
Getting way pushed up right here. This is risky business. That is not where you need to be.
Deal against Peg, and it is now a 4v4.
I mean, the M16 was decent after the previous patch. But with the full auto mode on it right now, M16 is cracked, bro. It's cracked up onto another level.
See, guys, I told you. Honestly, I was like slightly second guessing myself after I posted that video saying that M16 was meta. Because stat guys are messaging me like, oh, it's not that good.
But it needs to be a tight corner.
These guys are making it look pretty good.
And that guy's already got this corner pre-aim, so King's gonna be in a lot of trouble, Neptune.
Yeah, that Kaguya, that flick was just something else, man. I'll tell you what. That might be one of the nastiest flicks I've ever seen.
It's very difficult to make. New got in there with the distance, and I think the coverage that AG has already taken to isolate where the enemies will be in just gave them that advantage.
And I'm so in love with the way both these teams are playing S&D. You know, cool, calm, collected, checking all of the angles first, not just rushing blindly in there. Very different from the usual Garena playstyle that we are so used to. But they also keep it fresh round after round. You know, some rounds
oh my gosh.
Oh,
the snipes are just on point right now, man.
Exactly. Like it's like several pages.
They're in the freaking zone. Oh, I thought he was gonna get him with the boxing gloves.
This is what's happening. That is one reason why not a lot is surviving.
Sucks that M16 is already nerfed. I mean, it doesn't look like it's hurting it all that much.
Because of how slow they can bring it, and
the way these guys are playing.
Going in like punching gloves or the melee weapon that is.
Bomb goes down. Does he peek? Oh my gosh, this guy. That was a flick too.
Plenty of time for him for the defuse, and the Wolves takes back.
God.
You guys were looking at the movement there. The guy
oh dear lord.
To move away from that position and spot his right hand side.
The flick over the bomb heady?
To move away, that head popped up. And the quickness, the quickness of that reflex to just hit that headshot, brother. I tell you, this is crazy, man.
Exactly. I mean,
oh my gosh.
In terms of the side, and that was just a one of the snipers in this team. We've seen Sai in there, as we mentioned. Not
all
really
right, getting pushed up. Nice positioning. Uh-oh, they get the info.
So we'll have to see what more this team has to offer. They are now close to that match point and for
the clutch a 1v4 versus Almighty. Actual? Oh yeah, that's right. That was the guy because they had like back-to-back 1v4, 1v3.
But you know, he goes for it either way. Trick 6. It's not like he's gonna run out of bullets anytime soon.
There you go.
Young, on the other hand,
wasn't there a guy behind? Or am I tripping? I swear there was somebody behind him.
They do see that B bombs.
They're gonna hit the fast rat back to A.
I love this setup, AG. They make a lot of noise. They quickly rotate right back around to that A side, but there's gonna be a problem here because Peg is still holding down the side.
They don't go quick enough though. Now they're gonna hit the. Yep, they get the read on it now. Taking a lot of time right here.
But even before that engagement happens, Wolf is already right back.
They don't miss those flicks. Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me?
Right now, and like I was just surprised.
Are you kidding me right now? Oh dear lord, this is an absolute snipe off.
To go in for that push. Mauchi on the other hand, another sniper, and his name.
Brother, Little B, you might not be the best Locust player anymore.
And King that he needs to take down, and with
sorry.
it might be that difficult.
He said, "Bro."
Oh, going for the pop. And he manages to get exactly that.
Oh
through the
man.
chest, and he put a hole through it. 6
Oh
rounds
man.
already, which just marks that match point. And just like that, after AG
Appreciate it,
started off
Storm.
phenomenally well in this SND,
Neon's the best sniper in
once
China?
again turns the tables,
Actual,
and
or are
now
you just saying that 'cause he's playing well right now?
away from closing this off. Match point goes
Oh,
to
that's
Wolves,
huge
the
info.
number 1 in China.
Yeah, King right now going in for
That's
that
huge info.
spray, was able to get some information and a few damage, but no
Ooh,
takedown.
I like that play. In through the
Into
roof.
that alpha into that white warehouse. Will now be able to win that kill. It is a shot. Once again, that
They don't
will
miss
make it
those.
through.
This might be a problem.
Timing?
too.
Nobody in there, though.
No, the play is just a little
He
bit too far.
cook a
towards the corner
flashbang?
of that white warehouse. And that's the bomber in the name of Fitz. Oh, angle.
He's
Once
putting on
again,
a show
yeah,
right
punished
now.
by Mount. Good trade right back. AG still has an opportunity. Just one
Putting on
man
a freaking
deficit
show.
that they need to work around. And Mounty might be the one who gets this. Oh, is you on? But the hit mark instead and Fish.
Dang.
He takes Ching down. So that's a good trade back. Wolves.
That's
this is a
huge.
3v3. It's all equal.
Yeah, this is winnable. I would like to see another S&D between these two. And we're guaranteed to have another S&D because it's best of 7, so at least one more S. Or no, we're not guaranteed another. Now that I think about it, guaranteed a hard point. Yeah. Yuan doing everything he can.
It is a 1v2 situation, and the bomb is on the ground.
Oh, the hit marker!
Mark and Zai
Tragic.
finishes the game off. Wolves drops AG.
Tragic.
They hot. They were hot. Only
Did you watch
in the
Q9 versus
start, though.
Smart Omega?
This
Yeah.
is just too
I,
much matches for Wolves to get that 4-0
It
prediction.
didn't feel like Q9 was trying their hardest at all points in that. I could be wrong.
I think Wolves is only pulling, like they're holding back into the maps, not really into the whole series. They just want to get these points early into this game. But once we, like every time from hardpoint takeoff, search and destroy firing range, they are not pulling that much in terms of the early like
Top
start
China
of the
snipers are
game. They
WB
just want
Thousands,
to
DYG
be
No
composed
and his other
and
teammate.
collected
Neon
towards the
Funnily King was
final
supposed to
of
be
that
the main
moment.
sniper
And I think it
when he came
goes
from
back
E-Star,
to
but
something
Neon is
that
just that
Wolves,
cracked.
especially with the
And
interviews,
Uling,
they
yep.
just read the situation
Uling's
first
definitely up there.
before they go in and pull out the play. And I think that is why these teams are being successful.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about Nian, and I don't know whether it was at the start of this series or even as the first series was going on, as to how Nian is just such a huge difference maker in Search and Destroys.
Yeah.
And the guy was still the difference maker in this Search and Destroy as well, man. I mean, the angles that he holds onto, the quickness of his flicks, untouchable. He was a
I'm making I'm gonna throw up a Twitter clip off of that one.
Apart from Almighty, nobody else has pushed it into a minimum of 5-round victories against Wolves. That is a huge, huge point that I think all of the teams need to fear at with this playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And well, going back to Nian, with that locus, it gives him a little bit more of mobility. So getting away from a hard situation really is a factor.
Interestingly enough, the kills are pretty much even. Don't usually see that in
But as we look into the game,
match that's
7-3,
that
it's only
one-sided.
live,
Sorry.
one of kills in
Didn't
there.
mean to cover
Difference
that.
between the two is it's more of the assist and probably the tactics as well. We've seen one. Well, not like
I need to get my new monitor set up now that I think about it.
but that is for the side of Wolves. They failed to defuse
Warzone's on iOS now.
But like, there's not so
Warzone
much
mobile
in terms of
pre-registration is on
making the plan
iOS.
and making it work. It's more of the slaying power of the team that has been offered in this game.
I mean, check out the KDs here. Mounty and Yuan, you know, they are only ones on the side of AG that are on the positive. And on the side of Wolves, on the other hand, the only one with the negative is Xing. Everybody else is on a positive. And Yan, the guy hits a 10er. This is potentially one of the first few games where Wolves has not gotten 15 kills out of a single player. But that's also potentially because not just one guy was shining through.
Right.
Zai stepped up for the team this time around, and King alongside Peg on their own accord stepped up as well.
It's pretty early for Bobby.
Just could
I mean, yeah,
not
especially given that I
pull
started
off those
streaming
strikes,
like
man. He just struggled
3
with
hours
his
ago.
matchup, dropping
I started
his
streaming
life
3
seven
hours
times,
ago?
only
Oh
getting
my
3
gosh.
eliminations. But Nian picks up the well-deserved MVP title.
Yeah, 10 kills and the 5th MVP for this tournament. 3 streaks from this game and 98.2 on the ADR. And it's more of how you can pull off, especially the sniper that can give you that MVP.
R9 was like,
because you usually
still get the
start
double though.
game with that initial frag, and it snowballs for the rest of the team. And that is one reason as well, or as you mentioned, possibly one reason why none of the teams went in above.
Warzone Mobile's only 500 megabytes right now? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound accurate.
In there, really a slayer, but it didn't pull out that much. It's because of how teamwork is needed in Search and Destroy.
I mean, you know, looking at the possibility here for Wolves to go ahead and win this whole thing, it's really there, right? Look at how composed they are in each and every single one of these matches, man. I mean, King once again with the...
Sorry, I'm trying to get the clip, so you're gonna hear some weird background noise.
Of Wolves here. But let's take a quick peek into their comms as they ran through their NSD matchup.
These dudes can snipe.
No
God, the
unnecessary
movement.
comms at all, Neptune. I mean, you gotta love that, man.
Even in situation or in like you will be surprised with an opponent moving in from a different
Huge.
angle. There's like they
Countered-
are calm, they
countered
just
by the
focus
R9
on
every
what
time.
they need to do, and they just give out all the information. Position as well
Where's
as the
the?
takedown.
I'm trying to find the
Takedown can be
flick.
seen on the kill feed, but it's more of the
That one-
position as well as where
Yeah,
they
here it
come
is.
from. So they can cover all the angles as well as where
What
they
is this?
scouted already eliminated.
Did I
the
see that
duels
correctly?
where They haven't checked this yet.
Yeah, and you know, the one thing that I have been noticing about the Chinese
What
players
is
is
that
they don't
flick?
get angry with each other when one of their players messes up.
There's
One of
the
their players
clip.
don't really get the job done at the end of the day, which is something that you really have to admire because it's not a quality that every
What
single
is
pro team
that
within the
flick?
Garena circuit actually has on their squad. You know,
All right,
and,
so
you
there's
know,
clip
if there's
number
one thing
one.
that they can learn from the Chinese side is that teamwork. Hopefully, that is one of the lessons picked up here going up against CDM overall. And you know, a lot of people clearly are upset. Even until now, people are hopping into the chat and like, where's
Need
Smart
more
Mega?
snipes.
They got eliminated. But it's better being eliminated now.
Need more
rather than being eliminated
snipes.
early in stage 5, because you know there can be a potential of overconfidence here as well, Neptune. But if you get a slap on
No
your face
snipe
and
that
waking up at
round.
CDFI, the potential of you not slacking off at stage 5 just greatly increases. So it could just be a potential overall win for the Philippines. And they might just have to turn around and thank U9 for that a little bit later on. But whether or not that happens, still, of course, we have to wait and see. But going back to the series between All Gamers and Wolves,
my gosh.
we keep seeing signs of life from AG. But Wolves always finds
Oh,
a way
the
to turn
snipes
it
are
around.
just
And the
on
moment they
point
start
right
playing
now, man.
and going hard, there's just no comeback from the side of All Gamers.
Exactly. It reminds me from the Garena side, ABC Esports. I mean, they start strong from
They're
the start
in the
of
freaking
the
zone.
map, and then just fall
That
into
second
what-
flick wasn't as clean as I thought it
I don't
was.
know the reason. I don't know the reason why that's happening, but it's just similar to what AG is doing, and hopefully it's
Oh
not
my
for a
gosh.
machine or public communication, or like
Oh, the snipes are
little
just
things
on
that
point.
might affect the game all throughout the end.
Let me
because
see if there
it
was
really
another.
damages your gameplay,
Oh,
especially
this is the one I was
if you're
thinking
not
of.
closing it well.
Yes, and you know, we kind of saw that.
Goes
in Hacienda
down.
SND, yes, there was a
CP.
change of sides, but
Oh my
we gotta just
gosh,
find
this
it in
guy.
ourselves to just pull out the
That was
final
a
3
flick
rounds
too.
or so and just end the game, right? But they just couldn't get the job done. And that's exactly where we saw the supremacy of China once again. When China wakes
Okay.
up, it's really hard to put these hard workers to sleep.
Trying to
They
find
really
all
know
the
how to
clips
hustle,
just to make
and
sure
they
I
just
don't miss
know
out on
they don't slow
anything.
down, they don't give you an inch. They take a mile instead. And it's pretty much exactly what we
Out of
see
time,
here in the series between All Gamers
Right
and
here.
Wolves. That first hardpoint match was a real fun one.
they don't miss
to
those
watch.
flicks.
It was a real fun one to shoutcast as well because
That was like
it went
a-
back and forth
Oh
and how
my
both
gosh.
teams played it so well down to the very end.
Exactly. I mean, it was back and forth in there, but still.
There we
AG
go.
is
I
taking
think that
lead
was the last
with
flick.
rotations being done
I-
in
you
there.
guys obviously can't see what I'm
Once
talking
the
about,
Wolves
but-
understood the rotation that's being done, they just
Oh,
straight
dear
this
lord,
monster
this is an
and then just take
absolute
over all
snipe
those
off.
kills with the score streak, especially towards the end. And I think that is why comeback is really feasible for most of the games, especially in the respawns, because you just need to stack up on those core streaks and operator skills. Towards the end, you can pull it out and then bring it to your advantage, snowballing to your favor.
And I think one of the biggest reasons why we see Wolves being able to dominate so well is the ability to look at your opponents, look at the strategy that they're playing on the battlefield.
Make sure I don't miss anything else.
Okay, this is what they are doing. Let's play this counter. And they've been able to do that so well all this while against AG. And if this continues for 2 more rounds, because you don't control, that's what it's all about, right? Find control of the map.
Are we finally?
Control of your opponents. Do it.
Are we finally resuming play? All right, let me render this real quick.
Be able to get the job done. If they do get the job done here at control as well, then I just get so much more confident with that 4-0 prediction.
You know when Rainbow Six Mobile launches? Nope.
Signs of life from AG.
What's the dono? Why is no one using the Kilo anymore? Kilo's a better passive assault rifle, so people use it in North America, but because the playstyle is so aggressive in Garena, they just don't really use it.
Or defense, they're bringing a lot more in this gunfight against AG, because they can bring it to a 3-0 early as this, and then bring it back to that slum hard point later on. As we expect, it might have been a 4-0, but it's still dependent on how adjustments.
All right, he's just wishing he was there with the boys, you know.
More of AG, because if they don't make the adjustment, or probably they're taking the lead.
I play aggressive with Kilo and Global. Well, you're also going against ranked players, not pro players.
As we head on into control, it's going to be played out at Hacienda, which not my favorite control map, brother. Let me just put that out there first. But taking a quick peek at the guns that they usually bring in, AG loves to play on that right AMR.
Usually Q9 always beats Wolves. I mean, Grand Finals, Wolves beat them 4-0, so.
Out here in the cover matter for great reasons.
AG's map pick.
The gun is amazing.
Maybe they take a map.
Output, the multiplier is solid as well. You just need 2 shots, or 1 shot to the head, 2 shots to the body to potentially take your opponents down. And that's not very difficult at all to hit with the Bison, especially with the fact that it's got that range on its side as well. It just makes the gun such an easy pick for a lot of these players.
Yeah, and considering all that, is also have the mag size that can bring in a lot of damage, additional to what you just mentioned. But as we start off, it is the attackers who will be AG and defenders on the Wolves.
Whoa, what are we shooting at, guys?
Especially, this is more of a defending favorable spot or mode. So we'll have to find out Neon in their possible backstab, but that's been taken out by Yang1. And in terms of life point, I think the Wolves is losing lives as early as that.
Yeah, very quick takeover here by all gamers. That B control point, 1 quadrant smashed already. And Wolves are taking their time. They're waiting for backup before going in for the approach. I don't think that's the smartest of idea, but as they hop on in, Fish just swims to their side and smashes them out. Peg, from the other hand, he's holding on to statues really well. 3 kills in a row, or make that 4. Peg's on fire.
Yeah, I mean, indeed. I mean, when it turns to...
Oh, wow. The BSA nerf was actually crazy on the M16. What?
They're spawning right next
Holy.
to him, and I think that is a 5 kills already that is done. I've seen the reaction.
Good lord.
He has now been taken down. It's really
Interesting to see the R9 used on this map. I mean, he was using it on takeoff, so he's hard committed to using it anywhere that he can.
Back to back. Can we talk about that?
He's pretty good with it, though. It's shocking how effective he can make it on maps that are big, like Hacienda and Takeoff.
Phenomenally well, and then streaked himself up, activated the Preddy, 2 players with the Preddy as well. Peg, that game changer in this first round. But the question is, can Wolves finish this match up? That B control point almost now.
Good break out of the spawn trap. Get that B progression.
But they allow Fish to get away.
Yeah, I mean, this might be
wow, that contest.
But we'll have to find out if that
teamwork right there.
Bravo right now will be cleaned up, and it is more of how the Wolves will be able to just kill out the enemy at this point. AG is trying to make that rotation, but fails miserably as they are being brought back into the spawns. And this guy in 5, it is King right now, just exchanging between Peg as well as Ching, just getting all those spawn traps.
25 seconds to go. If Wolves breaks the attack by AG down here in the middle of the map at Mana, that's going to be game over. But they instead head on for the spawn trap to find players and knock them out of the round. First round taken away by Wolves, and Begs my MVP.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, he started off that spawn trap. It was followed by Ching, but he was not successful. King in there, like, did that as well towards the end, and I think that is that really helped the win for the Wolves. But as we switch side right now, we'll have to find out who else will be triggering that spawn trap, and will Wolves understand it's the winning condition of the game?
Do you know if CODM is bringing control to rank? I really thought they were going to do it this season, but at this point, I don't even know.
And there we have it, 2 life deficit in here favoring AJ.
Yep, Young One goes to town with all of these players. 2 kills back to back. Oh, couldn't make that 3. Nian was ready for him. Nian is ready for everyone by the looks of it.
Yeah, everywhere he turns, he can get a kill, and it's just up to...
Very surprised with the speed at which the Chinese have adapted, mainly with control. I mean, we knew they had been scrimming on it. Like, especially $1.7 million, like, they're going to be scrimming it. They're just better at it than we expected them to be, for sure. Like, I would agree with you. I knew they would still be decent. I didn't think they'd be this good. Oh, kamikaze right there. I'm gonna die and take you with you. Take you with me? Good lord, I can't talk.
Exactly, their players in backyard, and 2 of them heading on into Mana as well. They're going in for a split push. They need to win out these gunfights, but that's purely distraction in the backyard. They win out those gunfights, but at the same time, that A control point is under attack. They rotate around the top floor of Mana. This is just craziness out of Wolves. They're teasing all gamers right now. 1 life deficit for all gamers.
They gotta get some objective control. Oh my gosh, if he had turned and hit that.
A defensive attack, a defensive approach to this attack, but it will not work. I mean, they might be able to pull that spawn trap, but it will not be working that easily for the side of Wolves. Alpha right now being captured slowly by Peg, and once again goes in for that multiple kills. C1 will not be able to get that, but he takes him down, and Zai right now just takes over. Once one falls down, another one steps in.
Zai needs to win this gunfight. If he can win this out, there will be more time added to that timer. And yes, that A point gets captured. 10 lives apiece. All gamers are going down one after the other. C1
did I get the full clip on that?
Kill streak. Mauchi was about to streak himself up as well, but gets taken out of the equation. 1 life deficit for all gamers, and they all stack that B control point. Wolves, on the other hand, very quickly and smartly flank around from the side of
close ending.
If they can execute it, it'll be perfect, but Mauchi catches their tails.
7v7. Oh, the Deagle headshot. That. Now they get a trade elsewhere.
As you can see, that disperse
Still no advantage.
By the Wolves, but there's still one Mauchi in there, a little bit too bold in that run.
Oh, yeah.
Smart.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just picked up more time for themselves, only to go and spring that spawn trap and pick players off. Wolves has got the strat.
Bullying
Control
them.
belongs to them.
Oh, they had no idea. Oh, that's not even fair. Oh, that's not even fair.
Good rotation, good positioning. I mean, they've set it up so great. We're in
Tri vs Inco, Q9 and Almighty is all I want to see. I don't think Tri vs Inco is going to be that close, to be honest.
Outside of the perimeter that has been built by the Wolves, it's very difficult to break at that game.
Even when the M16 bullet spray gets nerfed, it still beams. Yep.
All gamers. And just when all gamers thought that they've got the dub already by just locking down that B control point, Wolves just circled around and said, hey, I think I've got a different idea here. What an idea that was. I love that.
Dead.
And right now going in, Claw will be wasted at
The power of the R9.
And AG, good potential.
4-0 incoming.
This is not the first time that we've seen AG take a lead.
Yep. I agree.
Wolves on the defense, they have good
M16 went from worst gun to best gun. I wouldn't say it's the best gun, but it's definitely very, very solid.
cha-cha coming from Zion. They're trying to survive that fight, but this hold down will
This meta is far better than 2021 Type 25 meta. Oh, absolutely. It was literally only Type 25s last year.
This might just be a
There's so much variety right now.
3-0
I love it.
at control and 3-0 overall in the series. If Wolves can wrap this up,
I love it.
5-kill deficit, make that 6
King. This guy's a demon.
King right now. I mean, the
He's
real
not even having that good of a game either.
players
Neon's on
of
23?
the Wolves. We'll have to find out. Fish right now will be fishing everyone.
Which team
King still goes in for the kill against
is
Mountain.
Garena?
On the other hand,
Oh,
goes
neither of
in.
these are Garena.
We've got everyone
This is
else
China versus
from the
China.
Wolves is killing the AG team, and Fish is the only one trying to fish out.
Only
the
Garena
Wolves.
versus Garena matchup will be Almighty versus ABC, which I think is probably going to be a 4-0.
With 8 more seconds
Neon's
to go,
on
all gamers
24.
have not managed to pull away a
Modern Warfare
single
2 grind
control
win.
point. This
Oh, my
is
new
just
PC
the
gets here.
timer on the tick.
Also,
All gamers, you need to play
I
the
think
objective.
I'm gonna get a
I believe it's gonna be way
free code to
too
download
late
it, but
as Wolves wraps it up 3-0.
I kinda wanna grind it
3-0 in the
today.
best of 7.
And this is
Um,
Wolves giving out all the winning conditions. They go in for those kills, and then later
3,
on goes
yeah,
the
I think this might be a 4-0.
and later on goes
You reckon
in for the
M16
capture.
Mythic is gonna be good?
Not the capture, but elimination
M16
on the
Legendary.
attack. Now,
We're
like,
watching it
the
right here.
second one really is
It looks
the most
solid.
difficult, I would say,
Iron Sights
because
aren't really
most
great,
of the
though.
attackers, usually, they just go for the capture or
Surprised
probably
nobody's
for
using
the
CBR or
light. But
Bison.
with
I am surprised no one's using
on this
CBR.
attacker,
We've
it
seen
is
Bison a
not
little
that
bit, but I don't
easy.
think we've seen like a single CBR, which is so interesting to me.
Dude, Wolves have clearly practiced. Wolf has clearly studied how to master control. And they
Scar's
are
gonna get
true
destroyed?
masters of
I don't think
control,
they'll
man.
get destroyed.
It's the decision making for me, not just narrow-sighted, not just a one-track mind that focuses on either getting the kills or getting the objective. They're constantly thinking on their feet. Exactly when do they execute that spawn trap? And we all know at control, spawn trap is one of the strategies that you can execute to really take control of that matchup, especially if you know you've got better mechanical skills as opposed to your opponents, and they use that to their advantage.
Iron Sight's the
Not
same as the
once, not
M13
twice,
umbrella
3
blueprint.
times, always
That's, yep,
extending and
true.
getting those
That's
2
accurate.
kills. And it's not that
Or
they
wait,
finish
no,
off the
it's got
match
2
with
giant
2
spikes on
kills.
the side.
The
It's
moment
like the
they
freaking,
get ahead in terms of the numbers,
not as bad as the
they know that the
Peacekeeper
opponents are now
rattle or
playing
whatever it
a little
is.
more carefully.
Bone rattle?
They
I don't
double
know.
back down on a defensive setup, and they just wait for the opponents to come running at them. All
Scars
game
are still playing on
nothing
iPad? No
Wolves in
chance.
that control matchup, and it's just phenomenal to see it come to a 3-0.
Actual?
Wolves clearly deserve that win.
Scars
It's-
steamrolled
this
everybody.
time the AG didn't put
If
up
they're
that
still playing on
fight from
iPad,
the
then.
start. It was just Wolves all the way, and well,
Yeah.
there's really no chance. The Wolves really want to finish this off early, 3-0 in there on a 3-0
Yeah.
for the series, and we're just waiting
Big
for
Brother
that
Bobby,
final
do you have a
game
Twitch
that
channel?
Wolves
No,
will
Twitch
be
sucks.
winning to bring it to the 4-0, and we are going back to hard
You
point.
use
But before that,
Holger,
let's check
Bison,
out
CBR?
the team
So
stats for
interesting.
both teams.
Because NA is like all
Insane, man. Look at the
CBR
total number
Kilo.
of eliminations here.
CBR Kilo
81
SKS.
To the side of Wolves, and only 54 to
Like,
the side of all gamers.
the
27
variance
difference
in the
between
meta
two teams.
across
Just
the
2
world
assists,
is
that
so
doesn't
odd.
make a world of difference. But when you've got 27 kills being the difference maker on a control match, you know that
1 or
it's
2 players
huge.
from Scars still
Because
play on
control in
iPad?
itself, it's not just
I
purely
just
about
don't
the
understand
objective. It's
why you would
about
do that.
managing
It just
the
doesn't
number
make
of
sense to
lives
me.
that your team
Oof,
is given
9 and
every
23.
single round, and Wolves just played that to the team.
9
not
and
protecting their own
23,
lives. I think they
dude.
were very daring. I think they were very ballsy every single time they went out there for the approach.
Main
They were
SKS
out in
players
the
in EU
open,
dropped it for the
but
Holger.
the
Really?
aggressiveness of finding
Huh.
the AG squad and taking them out of the equation was just a thing of
Vox
beauty.
from Japan eliminated Q9 in stage 5. This year's Scars 4-0'd. I mean, everybody knows that China was on like a pretty sizable ping disadvantage in stage 5 last year. Although,
And apologies.
I
ladies and
guess,
gentlemen, there's a
I
quick
guess
short,
Japan-
Hi.
disconnection in terms of technical difficulty, but we will be hopping
trying to
right
think
back
of
into the
servers
matchup here. We've got Big
and their
Mommy
locations.
joining us for the next 3 games.
Oh, hi. Am I finally back yet?
oh, we got Beef Mommy here. Hello.
There. Well, I feel like, hello? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. There's some audio thing happening, I guess, on my end. But I guess totally speechless with the performance of Wolves. I feel like watching it.
Why are we just
It
like
was a
randomly
very close
switching
call in
casters
Hardpoint.
mid-series?
Obviously,
This
we
is
saw
so
it was
random.
Very close games. It was a back and forth, but search and destroy.
That's
was
just a
really
mean
different
spawn
thing.
trap.
And especially
Oh my
now for
gosh.
Control,
Wait, I didn't even see this
Gabriel
happening.
is
What the
actually
heck?
expecting this to go a little bit
What?
to the distance,
What?
and it kind of makes
Oh
me
my
wonder, is it going
gosh.
to be the same thing going in for the next Hardpoint game?
Yeah, we do
I'd
apologize
personally
for
rather
the
play
issues
against
that were
SKS than
put
Holger.
off witness.
I'd rather
This is
watch
that we are
SKS than
switching
Holger.
casters between the series itself so that
Holger-
none of us
Holger's
get
so
too tired
boring to
throughout
watch.
the whole day. So bear with us. We're getting used
Everybody
to this
just
new
sits there
setup.
and
But of
pre-fires
course,
and wall
this
bangs
matchup between
everything.
All Gamers and Wolves was amazing, and I think it is one of the most stellar series that Wolves has hopped on into. And just as anticipated,
Oh, I wanna
they're
hear the
using
comms
series
mid-spawn
to really
trap, dude.
show off.
Yeah, it just really shows how much of a top team that they are. Really proves that they are #1 here in CDM. And I honestly, though, even though
SKS
yes,
is
they
definitely
are
better than the
dominating
Holger.
this series at the
I
moment,
mean, once again, it's all
HGL
about
Gamers
play
actually
style. It's all
just
about
also gives them a hard time, especially with
Like,
the Hardpoint. That's why it kind of gives me a bit of hope.
there's a
they
lot more
might
that goes
take
into
game
it than-
#4. I'm just hoping that they won't be affected
especially when
by
it comes to
their loss in the
competitive
last
play.
3 games for me.
It's tough to say
You know,
definitively
I hope
like
and
this
pray
is
that
100% better,
AG
unless it's like
finds a
meta
way
meta.
to jump back
A lot of
into
it's
series
situational.
because they desperately need not
Garena
one,
meta,
not two, but 3
CBR,
back-to-back
Lapa,
victories over
M16,
Wolves to
Krieg
stay
6,
alive in the
KRM,
series.
X9,
And I don't
Holger,
know if
Hades.
that is asking
All right,
too
we
much
gotta
against
we
the
gotta reduce that
#1
down a
seeded
little
team
bit
in
because
China right now.
meta
I
stands
mean,
for
that just
most
makes me
effective
really
tactic
happy that
available.
Wolves is actually showing everyone how
Can't have like
dominant that they are. I
8
mean,
guns that are meta,
no
you know.
questions asked. But with that control matchup, like talking about, I was expecting it to go the distance, like what I said a while ago. But I feel like it's also possibly the map pick that actually happened. And
SKS
so
one shot,
for
one
that
kill.
takeoff a while ago in Hardpoint,
That
it's
feels
almost
like an
as if they lost
oversimplification,
it
given
in
that that
the
one shot
first
needs to
half
be a
of the
headshot.
matchup, but they were able
Yep.
to recover very quickly. And so going now for the next Hardpoint matchup, I feel like for AG,
That
for them to
seems
still
like
stay in
a
this competition,
severe
to keep that momentum
oversimplification.
up, it's because when it comes to the gunfights, both of these teams are very equal. You get to see different
Minimum
guns being
3
pulled out. We saw the
Holgers. Oh my
R9
gosh.
in a map as big as Takeoff.
I
And
I
I'm
don't
really
I don't
excited
think
to
the
see
Lapa's
how
remote. I don't
it's
think
gonna
Lapa's
be
top 10.
for all
If
games, because
I'm being
kind of like
honest.
what we saw a while ago for
Move your camera so we can see
OMG,
beef
they
mommy.
were able
Good
to
lord,
pull it
chat.
off until game #6. So I'm hoping to see the same situation here.
Good
last
lord.
Until possibly game #7.
Yeah, the thing that I'm worried about most is the point that you brought up. It's the map picks, right? Because all gamers won the coin toss. And they picked
SKS
Takeoff,
and HVK
they
with
picked
large cal are
Hacienda,
so
they took
satisfying.
the L on both of the maps that they have chosen already. And this just makes the situation so much more worse because Wolves is playing against the maps that they are not entirely comfortable with. But it is what we expect out of a top pro team, to master every single map and game mode out there. It's pretty much what we were expecting out of the players of Smart Omega as well from the Garena side. But we didn't see that being played to perfection like what Wolves just showed us. And as we move on into the next map, after winning 2 maps away from AG, now this next one, Slums Hardpoint, is a pick of Wolves. If you can win your opponent's picks, the probability of you winning your
I
own
think
pick
GKS is
a
still really
little
good.
higher.
I mean,
That's
it's
your comfort
solid,
pick.
but I don't think
What
it's
are
in
your thoughts? Do
contention
you
for
think
meta.
in any way possible, AG can squeeze their way back in here, Beef?
Yes, definitely. I will
YouTube
never
chat
ever
full of
discount a
simps?
team
Yes.
that hasn't played perfectly, but I feel like a comeback can definitely happen. We've seen already many times before. They just need to step.
How many
it up. I
monitors will
already
you
saw
have
that
when the
that
new
hard
PC
point
arrives?
before
3.
In the takeoff map
I
that
have
we
one
hard
right
point. I
here,
think it's still possible now.
but
just,
it's
it needs
like
to
a
be tried. They
32-inch
already have the
monitor,
lead
which is
and
way
they
too
dropped
big.
it, and now they shouldn't
It
be
also has a
switching
scratch
to
on it,
where
and
the
also it's not
rotation
close enough to
needs
this
to be
PC to
precise,
even.
because in slums you already know
I'm trying to decide if I want a
the
dual
spawn
PC
points
setup.
are going to be all over the place. It's going to be a given in this particularly small map, right? You just need to get the power positions going in there. Especially for me, I think the most essential power position is that when it rotates to P2.
Now I'm
so
considering,
hard
do I
to
want
break
to?
into that. So
I
if
kind of
they
want my new
prioritize
monitor
P2
mounted in the middle.
and then send players off over to P3.
That's gonna be a lot of
I
work.
don't know. It's just a matter of the timing.
I
that
mean,
they
I guess
have,
it's not
because
that much
obviously
work.
all
It's
these
just more than
players
I
are
wanted to.
very
It wouldn't be the end of the world. I only have to. Now that I think about it, all I have to do is unplug 2 things, pop it off, and move it over here.
The second hard point to dominate.
Although
I'm
I
gonna pick
do
the third hard
also-
point to
dang
dominate.
it.
You gotta try and
Do
you
I
gotta
still
give
have
your
the
best
stand for this
in
one?
each and
I
every
think I
single
probably
one of
do
those
somewhere.
hard points. And what makes it a little complicated is managing the spawns, the point that you just brought up. You get
What's the meta for
annihilated,
secondary
they take you off of
weapons?
your spawns.
In
If
global,
you wanna
it's
string
Deagle.
yourself in from P1 into P2,
In
it's
China, it's
important
Shorty.
to hold
In
on to the
Garena,
right
it's
spawns.
Melee.
The spawns that we're talking about is just at that special forces base.
How's the
right? It's
wife?
all about the
She's doing
timing
good.
as well.
Didn't sleep
Because
very
you
well
go
last
in
night,
a little
but
bit
she's
too
all right.
early, it doesn't fare all that too well. You can't go in last minute as well because the distance between archers as well as that special forces base where you've got a huge wall in front of you, there's quite a bit of distance. So if someone's already hiding there,
Bum,
you know,
bum, bum, bum,
just
bum,
brings me back to the
bum,
point of
bum,
timing. You gotta
bum,
really
bum,
play
bum,
it well. A
bum.
little bit of luck is mixed into the whole equation as well, and you need a little bit of teamwork. You can't just have one anchor holding down to these spawn spots in slums. You gotta commit two, but you know that's exactly where the game of balance happens. If you're gonna be committing two anchor players, how many do you have on the roam? How many do you have playing the objectives itself on such a small, narrow map? Which you know,
I
swings
followed
back
Bobby
and
for
forth on
almost
both
800
sides. This
days.
is gonna
Wow, that's a
be
long time.
One of those crucial maps that shows us
That's a long
Infinite
freaking time,
Wolves
dude.
is going to be the biggest threat over later in the playoffs. So far, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, with the performance that we see here, it's a pretty clean 3-0 so far.
Yeah.
But again, like going back to your point, like yeah, it is very important to get into
What
those
is
positions
that play?
right on time. I feel like one of those points is actually in P3 when you need to have control of Fountain because it's right there. You need to see everyone coming
Yeah.
else, especially when you have to rotate going into P4. That's still a
Yeah.
power position that you need to get. So even though yes, map is small, but you
Yeah.
need to get a hold of those positions early
Yeah.
on. I mean, we've seen it already, not too early, like
Yeah.
right at this very nice point in time where you give your teammates a little bit of leeway as an anchor to really just get into position and control those spots.
Final 10 seconds off the hill, that's the sweet spot for me personally for that early rotation in for that second hill or the third hill or whatsoever. Thanks for bringing up P3 and the whole at Fountain, because it's been just mind-boggling to think, why would teams not really focus on that spawn at Fountains, right? We've seen so many teams so far in the competition play hardpoint at slums, and not just hardpoint, they also jump on into control, and they always miss. They always miss that guy that's always holding back the back of Fountains. I mean, it's a given. They are going to be there, especially in control. They spawn out of there, right? So you gotta flank around. You got to use that garage.
Let's
you got to
see.
use all of that cover. You
Screenshot.
gotta find that access, but it has got to be a two-pronged attack. You can't just flow all of your players into one side of the map. You know, slums is just like that. You got to keep it equal at all times, just like what Whoopi was playing earlier on when they were on, I believe, the defense, right? Holding onto the mid segment of that map. You need to spread out on slums. One-sided attack never goes well most of the time.
Yep, exactly. You need to spread it out, or else one whole of the map is definitely going to be flooded by a lot of those players. We've seen it time and time again. Every time, every angle, if you miss it, it's definitely going to be really difficult to go and recover. And speaking of trying to hold in an angle, you need to have the proper
Warzone release date. Warzone mobile release date's May 15. Yep.
Spotting the Krig 6, the right tech AMR, and the Holger. And
Yep,
taking
yep,
a look
yep.
at the right side, you have a little bit of a difference here, as the
Yeah.
Switchblade is definitely going to be a part of the play here. So, I mean, the Holger 26, time and time again, will be good for all those wallbang spots if you can. And obviously, the mag sizes is really important, especially
Okay,
if you want
sorry,
to
chat.
be an anchor to your
Not
team,
great at
especially
multitasking.
with that early rotation. But for me, I feel like the right tech AMR for
Please tell me my
hardpoint,
food's getting here
not
soon.
quite sure if that's going to be the best weapon of choice here for a map like Summit in a game mode like Hardpoint. Control, yes, maybe. that would be a
Why
good
is
pick.
it taking
Yeah,
so
I mean,
freaking
if
long
they
to
are
pick up
playing
my
it smartly,
food?
if just the right tech AMR players is locking down certain angles, making sure the spawns are not something that the
Yes,
your
I'm also
opponents
live on
run
YouTube.
away with. Maybe it all depends.
Is there
on
gonna
how
be
you
a
play,
DLQ
because
mythic?
slums is just big enough.
I would imagine
for
one day,
of
right?
these auto snipers to kind of really
An iPad
dominate at the very
2018
end,
play
right? I mean,
CODM?
it's not a full
Yeah.
auto sniper, but you've got quite a high
What?
rate of fire on that right tech AMR. which
You have to
makes
get a
it little
really
bit
old
different
iPad
as
for it to
compared
not
the
run COD
DLQ
mobile.
that's
I'm not
got
gonna
out.
promise you it'll be
We've seen
super
a couple of
smooth.
players do that, though. They've proven to us it's not the
Oh
best
my
of ideas.
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I can't
it works
remember
on
the last time I
different
watched
sides. You
Slums
get
Hardpoint
it, but then
competitive.
taking a look at that King having already
Somebody's lagging.
immediately four kills, and it hasn't even been like a
Uber Eats or
complete 20
DoorDash?
seconds
DoorDash.
already here in this matchup. Early rotation, early gunfights being won right now by AG, though. They're able to secure that first hard point. And yes, we get to see King having those big 4 opening picks, but does get rid of that power position.
Yeah, this is just a no-chill Wolves squad this time round, but managing to hit those 4 eliminations. But you saw as quickly as they moved in, all gamers just stole that away as well. But big plays at the back. Player number 5 here, C1. He had a big fight. He wanted to take away the anchor spawns away from Wolves because it's going to be important to string along.
Big spawn flip right there. I think Wolves 4-0.
At the Special Forces base.
I think they lock it in right here.
And that's the final 10 seconds that I was talking about. That Wolves plays to
That's a
perfection.
huge early rotation. Wow, what?
But they don't understand how crucial
Kind of
it is
insane.
to hold on to the spawn of P2. They should have kind of put in a little bit more effort to that, I think, Beef.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you mentioned before. we
Nice.
started the game,
Nice
is
couple
you
of
have to get
kills.
that spawn,
Don't
right,
let the
into
spawns
forces,
flip.
because you have a really good heady into people going into arches. But then there you go, very big kills coming in from Zion
Ooh,
as
and the
well.
shoddy
And so
coming
it's
out,
all
eh?
blue all across the map, and that
Oh,
is the reason
KRM
why they need
action?
to get a hold of Special Forces space first,
Oh, yeah.
and just let go
Uh-oh.
of the first hard point, because that rotation is key, especially
Hello?
in these first moments of the game.
And I like what player number 2 is doing.
Oh
here,
my
Peck.
gosh.
But Peck just kind of loses the focus just a little bit because
Nice
once
little
you take
patrol
over
right
the spawn
there.
At the Special Forces base, your second step
Yeah,
has
there's
to be
no
going
way.
into broken.
There's no
But
way
now
this
you're
isn't a
stepping into
4-0
broken, the
unless
players
they
are not
troll.
gonna be spawning towards the
Change
bottom
face cam, my
already. You're gonna
bad,
force
my
them to spawn
bad.
at Memorial. Then you've kind of got that focus beam right now, that middle, to make sure the opponents don't really come and try to take away
Apologies.
the spawn, nor your hard point. But it doesn't really matter because Wolves is literally winning out a majority of the gunfights. And now early rotations by all gamers, which is very understandable, holding on to
Apologies.
One final player holding on to the hard point as well. That's a big one from Young. But Preddy goes in to take out the spawn holder. But no way, Jose, he says he won, stands alive. Only
Did
to be
anyone
taken
try the
down by
IQ-10
Zai.
gaming
I mean,
phone?
they are getting
I have not tried
powered
it.
down by Wolves who are playing this map to the T.
You can use one
They are.
finger
I mean,
to
they
do
already know
two-finger
that Garena is
tasks?
going to be a
What does
power
that mean?
position, so they send in 2 players to get rid. Not only that, just a Predator missile as
What
well.
does
But
that mean?
unfortunately for them, Preddy didn't really get anyone. But there you go.
M16
It's
Legendary
the
has
battle
not
of this
released,
power position
except for
Falcon,
in China,
because you already set
so
up for P4
for them it
and
has.
P4 as well. But there you go, Gravity Vortex already being pulled out, and the fight for that power position.
Are they using the
is
R9 as
still
KRM
going.
band? Well, mainly because the R9 is better than KRM, but
misses. King brings
you know.
out a huge operator. It is the one and only Gravity Vortex, baby. Says hello to the players of all gamers, sucks them and gives Wolves a little bit of extra time. King continues to beam them down with the Craig 6. Didn't have enough time to pull out the Hunter Killer drone. Could have been the difference maker in that one final moment. Nian, on the other hand, pushing on out all gamers. They take over the hill. Backstab from Wolves, but they don't want to go.
It's always good to be versatile.
They
That's
just
true.
wanna take over this
Yeah,
next hard
I think
point.
the R9 is better than KRM, especially in a competitive setting. But
Rotation
I
really on
agree.
both these teams, but taking a look at
You can't
what all
be,
gamers have, they have a lot of the operators ready
one trick
and
Andy, you
done.
know?
Trying, that is going to be Yang.
You
with
gotta have
14
multiple
kills
options that you can
already
rock.
to his name, 14 kills, just decimating everyone else, slaying outside of this hard point.
You gotta have multiple options.
Go and have finally a solid hard point, because
Who?
so far they've been
Nope.
struggling, they've been getting scraps and really just empty points.
Yeah,
empty
nice
hard
setup,
points,
nice
and
grab
not really
vortex.
getting to
Oh,
really
unfortunate
good
though.
usage of their operator skills.
DG without Clove is like Warriors without Steph.
They're not flanking around from Junkyard as well as Church to get that backstab onto.
Listen, Clove's good, but let's not compare Clove to Steph. Like, I don't know. He's a good player, but I don't think we're quite at a place where we can compare Clove to Steph. That feels like a stretch.
They still had the favorable spawns, but they lose out on that hill. That's insane. As Wolves now puts about 60 points between them. All gamers are desperate to
And also that's kind of
this
on
next
DG
hard point.
for
If it goes the way of Wolves again, all
having an
gamers
underage
gonna be
player
in a
as
lot
part of
of
their
trouble.
main roster.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, all
Thank you
gamers
for
need to
$2
go
though.
around and turn the spawns around, and you can see player number 1, that's going to be Mac. that
CODM's the
tries
first in the
to
history
go
of
in
COD to
there,
have the auto
really maintain
M16.
especially
I'm
at the
pretty
back
sure there's been an
Yes,
attachment in
maybe they can
multiple Call of
probably
Duties where there's
get
been a
a
full
little
auto
bit of points
M16.
just to have that tiny bit of rotation, and yes, there you go, we like to see it.
Full
but they still need to go in for the
auto
contest. P1 is a
M16
contest zone where
Call
you already expect both of these teams to
of
have a little bit
Duty.
of touch on, but Wolves have a solid chokehold here so far.
This is my problem with all gamers. Remember that early rotation and taking that spawn too early? You take it 40 seconds before hardpoint number 1 is over. Brother, there's no point whatsoever. And now they're being forced to spawn from the
Control
back.
F fully.
This is just an all-out GG for all gamers.
Yeah, and Black Ops.
Because they
And
are
Black
not
Ops is
taking over the
fully
map the
automatic,
way
just
we
in
expected
general.
them to. It looks like Wolves are running circles around them. All gamers do not
When you
look
pack a
comfortable on
punch it
Flux
in
hardpoint
zombies,
at
it
all.
becomes fully
It's almost
automatic.
as if They do not know how to master this map just yet. They are failing in multiple points, and they just choose to hold on to P2. This is going to be a huge problem for me.
Yeah,
Because
it's been
Wolves
fully
just
automatic
needs
before.
one good push to take this hill away, and I think I know what's up the sleeves of Wolves. They're not going to go in for the spawn. They're going to rush in straight to that hard point and try to take this from the back.
They're trying to go in there for those two.
See the Spectre skins out already? Only for these guys, though.
Such a good job at having solid defense here, just getting rid of every single one of the players that are trying to go in here. So I guess they tried to go in there for that early rotation.
Sheesh, spraying
I
them.
agree with you. It was a little bit too early, but they were trying to set up here so fast, and hopefully it doesn't really bite them back in the butt.
Yeah,
later on.
Wolves
And there you
Wolves
go.
got this in the
Speaking of,
bag for sure.
Wolves still manages to actually go in there for the contest. Even though there's still some AG players going in there for the hard point. So this is the really bad part, right? They
So
focused too much on
interesting.
P2 that they weren't able to contest
M16
P1 and also even rotate early enough to go into that P3.
And
Was redemption
Switchblade.
time for AG, and redeem themselves. They did. You go in for a super early rotation. You want to play on your luck. You best make sure you pick up every single point available. They did exactly that. Wolves came in for a little bit of a prevention to sneak away a couple of points. They got punished, and AG's right back in this. They just need to find a way
Oof,
to break
good
the
try.
spawn. It's going to be a fight between
That would've been
both
beautiful
the
if he
player
coulda
number
gotten
five,
it.
King versus C1. C1 desperately needs to win this. He calls for backup. Young goes in as
Ooh,
well.
uh-oh, should have had your weapon out.
No!
That's probably game set. Well, not yet, but they'll win it on next.
It's the guy that gets it done, but the gods of RNG.
No one using
keep the
Lapa?
spot
Yes,
right
'cause the
back to
Lapa
AG.
sucks.
AG has got the hill as well.
I couldn't believe people were using it in the group stages. Lapa's just bad.
There you go. Beautiful comeback coming in.
I'm a little
from
bit
AG.
surprised they
That
didn't
was
buff it
just
in the
so
mid-season
unfortunate
patch.
for Wolves to go and let go at the
I don't
very
think
last
Lapa's,
moment.
like-
Not only that, it just
I don't
looks
think
like
it's top
they're set
10.
up as well for that next hard
I won't
point,
say it's
going there for
bad.
that
It's not like
fountain.
bad.
Unfortunately,
Like, it's better than the
now
Razorback,
does
but
go down, and there's going to be player after player going in for the funnel. Into
There's
that
a
next
lot
hard
better
point.
options
Only
than the
that's gonna
Lapa.
be scrap points as well for them, but Wolves does get a little bit of that slice of that pie, and
Oh, boom. That's a perfect one coming through from Fish.
Mech 10 greater than Lapa?
The spawn is
I
gonna
mean,
be
I guess.
stolen away from
Sure.
C1. C1, is he going to be able
Sure.
to trigger it for them? And yes, all gamers, they've got the hill, they've got the spawn. All they need to do is just hold
Maybe,
on to
like,
point,
getting the
50
hard
seconds
point?
to
Just a
Fish.
thought.
Fish is
Uh-oh.
playing it patiently,
Wait.
trying to bait
Is
out
that
the
a
players of
teammate?
Wolves
Grab
instead,
Vortex?
but he fails to move on from the back line as well with the switch
The
play.
R9
Everybody
pre-fire,
winning
that's
their
too funny.
gunfights, and all gamers just so close to getting themselves right back into this matchup. But Wolves are so close to finishing off the game as well. 41 points more to the end.
I
line.
mean, it's
All
not
gamers
out
going
of
for a
reach right
single game.
now.
And now, speaking
Nice
of not
setup
getting
for
a single
AG.
lead, they're definitely going in for the kill, because so far everyone else from Wolves is actually funneling into one little area. They did try to go in there for the backstab all the way to the rotation from P3, but then they
There's
did
the
lose that
purifier
gunfight.
coming through.
Now this is where you get to see all of their
You still
operators
don't break
finally
with
come
that?
out, but then of no use because they're still not able to go in there for the contest.
Oh
and
my
just like that,
gosh.
we are only a few points away.
Oh
from
my
winning
gosh, the
209
CBR comes out.
181,
Holy
and
frick.
you can see
Okay.
all
Oh
gamers
my
already
gosh.
into a perfect
He was
position
bottom
where
fragging a second
P1 is
ago.
already there. Not only that, they also have sights over into arches.
Oh my
They've got
gosh.
3 players here on the standby. They want to play this
Hives
objective,
nerf?
but
Yep.
there's one too many
Rip
connected
Hives.
to that objective. Nobody's looking at the perimeter and
November
the players that they
2022
lose their
from-
lives
to November
before they throw away a
2022.
single point. One last survivor though. Young needs to hold on for his dear life. He wins such a big gunfight and he makes it happen. All gamers still have that hard point. Fighting for their lives. 3 players on
China-
the spawn,
China out
pushing
here
the
scripting
Dunstan
all the
side.
matches.
They need to hop right back in, but Wolves are playing it
China's out here
as
scripting
all
everything.
gamers. They finally hop onto the point when they've got 4 players on activation, and from the back,
M16
it's gonna be
now top
them
5.
holding
I gotta
on
do some more
to this
stat looks
hill.
on it.
Young, can he get the second one? Desperately needs it. And
I
you
just see
got
how it
Jackson
compares to
up.
Kilo.
All gamers, no matter what, have not allowed Wolves to run away with the matchup just yet, and just a few points more to equalize.
Oh my gosh.
200
Fish is on.
to
Oh, I thought I saw
points
37
for
for a
AG to
second.
get
I was
back
like,
into this
what the
matchup.
frick?
What a fight we once again have on our hands.
Early rotation from AG?
Actually just
Oh
won
my
a huge
gosh.
gunfight up against Peg.
And here I
That
was
actually
thinking that
took
Wolves
out
was going to win it by
response over
the end
in
of
here in
P4.
That was such an amazing display from AG, and what a comeback that they had. And it was
There's been
only a
so
few
much
points
contest
left.
time.
Fish is definitely going to be going
I thought he
down
was
in
gonna get that one too.
Let's go down, though. And so we still have control
Oh
here,
my
and we're still
gosh.
looking forward to AG.
Are we actually gonna see a comeback here from AG?
That we might actually see it.
But Wolves
Oh,
just making it
Wolves.
happen by hopping on straight
They're
into
trying
the
to
kill.
spoil the
Big
script.
gunfight. Nian wins out the first one, second one finally gets taken down by
Trying to
Mount G, but the
spoil
damage
it.
has already been done. 231 to 215. All game is
Whoa.
being held back at the hard point. Peck with a fight of his life.
Oh my gosh, they break back
Manages
in.
to take him down, but the
Uh-oh,
backup from the rest of
that's
the
a big
Wolves
kill
gang
for
is just
King.
a little bit too much for them to handle. King now.
Oh
it has
my
to be the
gosh.
gameplay of the
Oh my
operator, and
gosh.
Peck is the only one with it
They're
on
still
standby.
holding.
He needs to whip it out. He needs
They're
to win this game
still
over for the team, but he
holding.
does exactly that. The R9 still
There's
in hand.
no
Peck
freaking
goes to
way.
town with them. 11 more seconds, not enough to finish the game, unfortunately.
My goodness. You can
Oh
see
my
right
gosh,
here,
this is a
player
huge
number one
gunfight.
on
Oh
the
my
side of AG.
gosh,
That's
they're gonna
one
win it.
all the way going
Oh, if he
into
would have
P3. He was
if he would have
going
Gunzai right there.
but actually,
Oh, one
all
spawned in the
way there,
back.
and unfortunately for him, Peg was actually
I don't know if they're gonna know. They don't know. That's a 2. He almost gets 3.
All alone, dealing a lot of
my.
damage. And that
Here comes the
actually
R9. Oh my god!
Wolves and allows AG
Are you
to
kidding me?
through 5 more seconds to go. What will Wolves do? They
Are
score
you
one more
serious?
Finally go and recover. And there you go. AG finally back.
Oh my gosh.
Against Wolves.
Pooh, Sangala. He made me lose my mind. I mean, if that
Are
Freddy
you,
had
like-
hit the wall and they had lost that hill, I tell you, I
More
would not
S&D.
give that guy at
Holy
all. But
frick,
what a
man.
comeback. This
What
is
a
the biggest
comeback.
of AG's lives
Scripted
out there on the
confirmed.
battlefield. They almost lost that hard point. So many mistakes
Scripted
made
confirmed,
when we were
dude.
on that first
Holy
and second
frick. I'm
rotation
about
of kills.
to I'm
But
about to lose my
AG
mind at
noticed
DoorDash.
these mistakes. AG made the
They're
adjustments.
just now
AG
picking
made
up my order.
Most importantly, they did not mess up the third time round on that P2 hole. That spawn made the world of difference. Taking that spawn away from P3 as well was the world of difference here. The score streaks didn't really play a massive role.
Faker than
It was mainly the
WWE.
players.
I don't know. They kind of went
Now,
crazy
once
right
again,
there.
have on our hands. AG's not going down easy.
Like they played that perfectly.
That spawned Mao.
Wolves had 2 purifiers. All right, maybe it is scripted.
That didn't even happen once. It happened twice. He lost that 1v1 against
Maybe it
Peg,
is scripted.
And I thought, okay, he's probably going to be spawning all the way back into P2 again. But no,
It's
he
best
spawned
of
at the
7.
same spot. But yes, greeted by 4 players. But he was still able to kind of stop the push all to himself. And that allowed that few seconds that he
Scripted for
did
the views.
winning those gunfights allowed his teammates to funnel through into P3 and getting all those fire positions done. And that is done and dusted.
That one
Woo!
guy
We should not
spawning
discount it,
backside.
though
That was
we're
the game
about to lose.
changer.
Maybe that's just the fire that they needed to keep going.
Oh, absolutely right. And they were so close to losing that. And it was the biggest fight of their lives, mainly because they were so low in terms of points. And
Oh my
the
gosh.
Wolves squad was so close to
Just
closing
nutty.
it off as well. And they've been really just dominating the map and dominating the spawns all around on slums. We discussed this at length before starting off that matchup as to how important it is to manage those spawns at slums because of what a small map it can be. And once you kind of get to control
purifier on
placing of the
P2
spawns, you really know one
and
thing
on the
which
rotation.
gives you the win automatically. Where your opponents are going to spawn out from, where you have to look, beam them
Chat,
down,
holy
game
frick.
over. But AG just had this phenomenal fight. in
Y'all
them
are gonna make me
where
lose my mind right
even
now.
In the most difficult of situations, they fought their way back. And it's not like they were the more dominant team in terms of gunfight throughout the whole series. They have been a couple of steps behind Wolves. And look at how close this is. 167 to
Yeah, that was a
164.
tight one.
Wolves still gets a little bit more. Yes, the assist may be higher on the side of
Is
all
the
gamers,
R9
but
the
that
best
means
shotgun
absolutely nothing.
for hardpoint?
3 kill difference, and Wolves still
R9
lose
is the
it
best
to all
shotgun.
gamers because
That's all you
of
need to know.
Just extra 14 seconds on the hill.
And it's just really, it's those last moment things. Both of these teams did not waste any seconds. And even, yes,
what was I
feel like
looking?
in that last P1 that we had, I would just like to commend Wolves that they didn't step on the hard point because they knew that they weren't in position yet. And you actually, you were
Why
showcasing that.
is
The
my
patience of this
DoorDash
team
driver
was really
not
paid off, but if you're fighting
freaking
up against a team that wants to win and is
moving?
giving their all,
Are any of them
you
using
should
iPads? No.
definitely watch out for that as well, and we saw it, and it
Oh, yeah.
paid off eventually. And again, another player from AG that I just wanted to commend is actually Yang, 41 to his name. And yes, there's a close number going up against Wolves, but this guy has been slaying.
I mean, I wish this whole series could have been back and forth, but it was only this hardpoint matchup that was back and forth, which once again shows us that Wolves can be exploited in hardpoint matches.
DoorDash is so expensive, yes,
it's the
but
third loss
time is money.
overall in the competition for Wolves at a hardpoint.
Should be
game.
4-2 at
They
most
lost to
unless Wolves
Almighty
throw.
at Standoff.
Agreed.
They lost to Dunia
I'd be
Games at
shocked
Slums,
if
and now,
AG won
once
an
again,
S&D.
They lose at Slums, this time to the side of all gamers. And these type of weaknesses exposed early on might not fare well for the team towards the very end, as well as later stages as they continue their journey in Call of Duty.
How on earth KRM has the
And
same
this
range
is
as the R9? No, it
this is
does
their
not.
map pick, And we're going
Oh, yeah.
finally
What?
up next to Standoff, where
I
again,
don't know
this is
what R9 you're
the AG
using, but
pick
it's
at
not the
this
right
point.
one.
And so hopefully this is the momentum that this team needs to finally
Overall
show
score,
off,
3-1.
because obviously with that firing range S&D that we saw, it was just the Wolves were on a league of their own. And so I feel like for Standoff, since this is the pick of AG, I am hoping that they perform way better in this non-respawn game mode. And now that they have the momentum, it's definitely hard, yes, because they have to win all games from now on, which is not an easy task going up against the #1 of CDM.
But hey, what's their name? All gamers. So maybe they might just win all games. You never know.
This is
Oh,
like
man.
a preview.
Oh,
of the
brother.
I love that. Yes. All
Oh,
gamers
Lord.
win all games today. Oh, I'm gonna bet on that, AJ. If they do win all games, I'm gonna print out their logo on my shirt, my next
Oh,
vest, and I'm gonna
Lord.
show it off to the street.
Will you buy the M16 Legendary? Yeah, probably.
You better keep your promise. 'Cause I think
Oh,
all
I
gamers-
will. You know I will, my dude. Out of all the casters that you
Move your face cam?
you know I will.
Chat?
But okay.
It's
okay,
literally a
the probability
replay.
of that happening is really low though, because now they've pissed Wolves off.
You want me to move my face cam so you can watch a replay?
Closing the game off, but for some weird reason, they were jumping off of their spawns. They were rushing at the players of all gamers. They wanted to go ham against them, but I think that was the gravest mistake that was made by Wolves.
I'm getting a refund on this
Underestimating
DoorDash.
all gamers, underestimating them to a point
I
where
ordered
they thought
over
that
an
they
hour
could have
ago.
just rushed in, looking for a couple of kills. They can get the hill,
It hasn't
but
been
they
picked
were
up.
severely punished. Question is, can all gamers actually manage to punish them yet again? As we head on into standoff S&D, the last time we saw a search and destroy, Nian put on a fantastic show. If Nian puts on another great show, it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to.
Anyone
be
got a way to get
what's
decent
this
lobbies? I almost always get global
right?
leaderboard players. I'm
having,
Master
like, a little
5.
bit of a pickle here because obviously standoff.
I mean, if you're
It's
Master
a
5, you're
classic
gonna
game
get
mode, yes,
matched
but it's
against
so
Master
reliant
5
on your
players, so I don't know
snipers
how
to
you're
get
gonna
those
get
sight lines, to
quote
get
unquote
those
easier
opening
lobbies.
hits. And for AG, we need to see the performance as well because obviously Wolves has a little bit of an edge having such indomitable sniper presence on their
Yeah.
team.
We do apologize for the stuttery broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We'll try to get that fixed as quickly as possible. Before we head on into our search and destroy matchup, at standoff S&D, we have seen, moments of moments of brilliance from all gamers in search and destroy. But very specifically, at
Absolutely
standoff,
ridiculous.
They have not played this map just yet.
Master rank
Seen
players
them
don't
shine
go
at
against
Slums, we've seen
legendaries.
them
That's what I'm
shine
saying.
Definitely at Summit against Change.
What
World
the
7-0.
frick?
And we've also seen them
Oh.
steal away the victory.
Just realized
from
I had my
ABC
foot on
Esports
the,
in 18-round cracker at Raid. But standoff, a map that they have not played
had
yet
my
so
foot on
far.
the-
This might just be a problem. The saving
wrong
grace here
thing.
is they are the ones who invited us into this map. So maybe they've got something that, Wolves just does not
Maybe
know
he
what
meant
to expect
Grandmaster
just yet.
5,
But
not
we did
Master
see
5?
Wolves play this map in the past against a
Where do
very,
you say
very
that?
good S&D team. Weibo,
Mataki
but
said
Weibo
it.
literally got
Everyone's
blown away by
Grandmaster in my
Zhang.
lobbies. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really a matter of a cocktail.
Are you
right?
queuing with a
Maybe that certain
Grandmaster?
team that you're up against, maybe they're your kryptonite. It just really depends on what kind of situation that you're in. You could be really strong in this map, but up against a certain team, maybe you're not.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so interesting to see from the group stage, seeing all of them for the first time here in Knockout Day 1, and just really see how well all of these teams play together. Like a while
Yeah.
ago when we saw Omega go up against Q9, I feel like that was such a close game. And if I feel
Yeah.
like if it was a different team, it could have been a story. It could have been a 4-0. But
Yeah.
here, it's just like I'm not looking very positive for this side of this matchup.
Do you like the mythic character?
Especially for the side of
I do.
our team that we saw a while ago just do so well in hardpoint because
Are you gonna
we've
watch
seen they've
AMT
casted
versus
the past
ABC
few
tomorrow?
games, so obviously, when it comes to your statistics, how is it looking like when it comes to AG, when it comes to this map? or this
AG.
game mode rather.
Probably not.
75% win rate.
I think it's going to be a
which is
4-0.
not bad, right? I mean, 75% is still good. 75% you get it, and you don't fail your tests in school. But the problem here is Wolves has got a 100% win rate on SND, and
Yeah.
what makes the
Always
win rate
solo
of
queue?
100%
That's really
even
weird that you would
worse
solo
is
queue
no
against
team has been able to get more than 5-round wins
Grandmasters.
against Wolves. Not even all.
if you're
Mighty.
legendary.
So that might just be that secret sauce in the hands of Wolves right now. All gamers need to give their all. They need to give every single bit of themselves in this S&D matchup. They cannot afford any mistakes whatsoever. I mean, thank the Lord it is the map pick of AG at standoff S&D, because they desperately need some sort of advantage against Wolves, who have been phenomenal at search and destroy so far in CDFI.
Yeah, maybe this is the turnaround that they needed. Kind of
Maybe.
like a trick of the hat.
Yeah.
Because so far they haven't played in this particular map yet.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. With a performance that any
Why do you
of these maps
order
can actually
food and not
give,
cook at
of course,
home?
what you said is 100%
Well, you can't really
win
cook
rate
and
for
stream at the
SND,
same
especially
time,
against
so
a number one
that's
team
why.
of Garena like Almighty, who has been one of the best S&D teams.
Also,
in
I don't feel
recent
like cooking.
years. It's a really tough, tall thing to perform here in this particular
Hey,
matchup.
that heartbeat
especially since
sensors were
the
added.
pressure
The
is
amount of
high. It
times
looks
I
like
see
that
people
all
die
gamers
with
are
that in their
actually really
hands.
under pressure.
I don't really
Similar
see it
to,
outside
I
of
feel like,
S&D.
Omega, because
Yeah.
it could have been an easy 4-0 up against Q9 a while ago, but for here they did not give
Solo
up.
queue
Maybe a
is more
reverse sweep is in
fun.
order, but again, it's going to be very
Depends on your
difficult,
definition of
especially
fun.
since we need players to pop off, the snipers to pop off and get all of those long angles.
Well, Anupam Srivastava thinks that it's going to be a 4-1 to Wolves. Let us know exactly what you think. Whether or not all gamers can fight their way back against the #1 Chinese team. And it just does not seem like it is all impossible, because they have done exactly that. They held Wolves back and they beat them down at Slum's hardpoint. Just when you thought that Wolves was going to end it 4-0, all gamers showed us more than signs of life. They showed us that they can take the dub for themselves. But back to back, can they get it done? And of course, more importantly, can they surpass all other teams, including Almighty?
Wolves look so chill, I know where they're
Wolves
losing.
in an
True.
S&D matchup.
Factual.
We'll still have to wait and see.
And I'm excited to finally see what All Gamers is all about, especially with their S&Ds. And we already know it. I'm
Bobby, can you
very
pronounce my
excited
name?
because, I mean, obviously we've seen teams
Shreyas?
perform their very best, but it just really depends
Jadav.
on the circumstances that they are
Did I get it right?
presented upon. Because for me, we've seen teams
BRB
not
chat,
have the
I have
best
to help Molly
statistics,
put
but
her socks
still
on.
shock us at the very end of the day. And will it be this game? We're still gonna look forward to it. Obviously, we possibly have a game number 7 still in the midst, because the fight is definitely still on here for all gamers. They did give us a little bit of a fight, an amazing fight into Hardpoint Slums, where very well it was the map choice of Wolves. They could have ended it there in our map up number 4, but we are going in finally for our search.
Never
and
mind, she's not ready
destroy,
yet.
Where you need the best weapons to go and perform. And taking a look at what we have for all gamers, we do have the Krig 6. As per usual, both of these teams, or all of the teams rather, will get this gun because it is definitely
Dum,
for
da,
the
la,
both of these teams, I feel like it's just the
dum,
difference of which sniper you're gonna use. So
bum,
again, very
bum.
similar when it comes to the
Bum,
gun choices here.
ba-dum,
Very, very similar. And of course,
bum.
you can expect the double
All right,
snipe
guys,
setup
let's get it.
on this search and destroy. Stand
CBR
up. It is
better
the
than
map pick of
Krig?
all gamers as they fight for their lives, as they fight to stay in the competition. If you drop the match, if you drop the ball, you get kicked out. The winner moves on to the next round,
Let's
moves
see.
on to the next stage, and you know you desperately want that for yourself.
Neon.
Question is, who's going to be able to earn
With
that spot
the
to go up against
Locust.
Q9 tomorrow? We'll just have to wait and see. Sorry, day after tomorrow, I have to say, because tomorrow we still
M16
have
better than
qualifying
Krig?
rounds.
Debatable.
No You Gaming takes on Blacklist International Ultimate, and Almighty takes on the Indonesian Giants of ABC.
And there you go. Starting off our
Giants?
S&D here in standoff, we do have a 3-2 split for AG. 3 people stacking A and 2 people right here in back alley.
All
which
I'm
is gonna be a
saying
really big
is
deal because that is the default setup that we have here. But
ABC was very fortunate to be in the group they're in. What the freak, man?
C1 actually got a very nice kill off of Neon. Now that's definitely going to leave a hole into the mix-up of Wolves right now.
Let's see if that man advantage can help them.
My
secure this
feet
victory.
are
They're
so
on the defense. They
cold.
don't need to rush this. Just need to hold on. To the
You should play
horses
some
and allow
inners
Wolves
in
to
the rank
run
S server.
at
We
them.
did NA versus EU the other day.
So
I played rank S not that long ago. It's actually kind of fun. Like low key, I think it'd make for almost better stream content just because it's actually competitive and you have teammates with brains, you know. And hopefully they're not. Yeah, that's one thing I would have to think about.
Very difficult right now for
Kids would
Wolves
probably
to
stream
go
snipe
into
me.
Craven.
Although you can't really
Now
stream snipe in
gets
hardpoint and
those
stuff. So.
wins, gets that
Why the red
gunfight,
dot on the
brings
mythic
huge hope
Holger?
for them, and
I don't know.
That is definitely confidence that they needed to keep up in this search and destroy. And that was really good. They waited. They were very patient when it comes to their defense.
Is this the
which
last
you
match?
should. When it comes to
Yeah.
defense, you shouldn't
Only 2
over-aggress
matches.
because
'Cause
who
best of
dictates
sevens.
the pace of the game? That's going to be our attackers, which is Wolves. And so a different kind of play right now. A rush going in through Grannies.
Holy
Yeah, that's
frick,
gonna
my
be
feet
really
are
big.
cold.
That player number 2 coming in from the side of Wolves is going to
R9 time.
Right in hotel, fish.
Ha
Punish this peg. Unfortunate for Wolves, it was just a little bit too aggressive. And that finisher from Fish was just way too good. And now, once again, the pace gets slowed down by Wolves after losing a guy. The bomb out in the open. Zeiss just trying to control the pace by spraying down Mauzi, but Mauzi just gets tagged a tad little bit and backs away. Safe place by AG. Should save them a lot of time. But now, Sing on the bomb side already. No nades to stagger them. Yuan in here for the flash first. And my lord, God nade onto New God himself.
Ah, yes, as if they knew that there was going to be 2 people there, and this is one thing that I really recommend with all these teams playing here so far is that they definitely know how to cook up a nade. And now Siwan gets one more, and it really just puts that icing on the cake right now for AG. And it looks like the confidence is back, especially knowing that this is their map pick. They know this map at the back of their hand, and it really shows.
And it shows that they've got not just the confidence, but the map mastery of standoff. S&D has been quite solid for AG so far. Wolves have been a little slow on the attack. This is a little bit of a surprising maneuver from them. But I think this is where the rush comes through. But 2 players already on standby for the defense. Young beams one down. Fish takes out the other. And AG are once again in control. My lord, blind shot from King, and it connects.
Ah, that was a beautiful shot off the smoke. And now we're slowing things down yet again as bomb is going to go down, which is going to leave Wolves in a very tricky situation because AG knows where the bomb is. And now they need to move as a group. They need to move as a unit because at this point, when one gets picked off, they're going to have a very hard time to recover. And so a good deal for AG right now to just stay put because there's no need to over-aggress.
2-0, all gamers. Can they take this all the way through? Yuan finds King. And the play is just breaking down for Wolves. Inch by inch. It's 4v2. Looks impossible for a comeback in this round alone. And Mauzi finds Nian as well. It's all over. Zai, 1v4. And he is on the attack. Bomb on the ground. This is a little unfortunate. 2 players circling around. And Zai gets caught out. My lord. AG running circles around Wolves.
Yeah, there needs to be a different response coming in from Wolves. There needs to be a 5-stack all the way into one bomb site. But obviously, it's going to be that A bomb site that you kind of want to go for. Because usually, if you want to go for Bravo, that's like the last-ditch effort that you might have to go to. But it doesn't seem that way. They're going in there very slowly. And that allows AG to go in very deep. One into the gas station here. But then moves away.
Mauzi, got an 8 maybe. Goes in for the toss. No, oh, manages to connect. Just
Love you too.
flips the play.
Oh,
and
that's
bad
my
bring
dad.
down. Wild wall bangs coming through. Doesn't get the shot, but bang, good slide in. Finds Young, who does not check his corner. Gets a little trigger happy and pays for it with his dear life. And the bomb gets planted at the same time as well. Wolves have got the advantage. This might just be the first round that they pull back. AG needs to watch out because Wolves can make that comeback from a mile away. This is way too close.
Ah, it is way too close, and now you get to see a 5v3 situation made into a 3v2. Still very doable for an AG clutch, but with King getting that kill, it just looking like it's not going to be that easy.
Holy freak.
If he gets that kill, everyone else is actually so far he can go and defuse.
So Molly's wearing compression socks
but he looks like he wants to get
to
that
keep
one
her
more kill off of King
feet
right
from
now.
swelling.
Goes in there, aggressive,
Ooh.
spots him, doesn't really quite get
Oh,
the
wait,
shot.
no way.
There you go. Gets the shot.
Oh,
But
no
the 6
time.
seconds left.
Tragic.
Still needs to go in there for the defuse.
Well played.
Oh, no.
Good shots.
Oh my goodness, he could have gotten the diffuse
So Molly
if he
needs-
actually stayed there. But when
She's
he
wearing
was
compression
dead,
socks because her feet are swelling up because she's pregnant.
A blast from their past, yeah?
Holy
Looks
frick.
like reminiscent of a
I
round
don't
that
know
saw earlier on, which
how
was
she
the
put
exact
those
same
things on by
situation. Got the
herself.
snipes, got that clutch in terms of elimination.
Because I literally,
Could
like,
not
am out of breath.
save the bomb. Time was just not on his side.
Like,
Way too
oh my
unfortunate of a
gosh.
round. But it's all
Yeah,
right.
pregnant
Let's
women
see
are heroes,
exactly
Chad.
what
Thank your
else
moms.
Wolves has got in store for us, because all gamers, they do have a 2-round advantage here. That's quite a bit to play.
You know, speaking of,
Oh, do they?
trying to
Okay.
go in there, but Shane doesn't really quite get any information whatsoever. Peg
Okay.
doesn't get information off a bakery, but again, no one is making a sound. Everyone is very still. But taking a
Very
look
good.
at that, there's going to be that
I
nade, that
didn't
stun.
hear it, huh?
That gives that information, though. New God, you need to go and reposition yourself because everyone knows that you're there.
Manages to get the M16.
Oh, good shot.
Manages to slay down yet another.
Food
M16
is...
goes down as well. Zai, opportunity.
My cash is
Frontier
still
in
so
hands.
far.
Can he get
They're just now turning on to
therefore he
51.
stays a little bit more silent, patiently waiting for his timing. Needs that backup from the rest of his players as well. Just 3 more on the side of Wolves left alive
Yeah.
and kicking to deal with 5 players off
Okay.
AG. This is not going to be easy. In
Love you
fact,
too.
it's going to be one of the hardest fights for Wolves. And I'm surprised as to how all gamers is just running circles around Wolves in this game.
You're absolutely right. Not just that, they have to pick up the round that is going to
hoodie.
be stuck in B. And it's a good thing that
Love you
Mao
too.
actually just chills out, doesn't really want to go in and force because he knows that some player from
Food
Wolves
did I
is
order?
actually on hot on
Chick-fil-A.
his tail. There you go. Very good time to go and pull out that stun. Finally gets Zai, and it's going to be a very
Ooh,
1v4
King.
situation, but King does
Okay.
get that kill.
That was
Needs
a
to
nice
go in
little
for
flick.
3 more.
Oh my gosh, give me the
Make
3-piece.
that 1v2.
Oh,
Can he
I
get
was
yet
hoping for
another
the wall bang.
Doesn't connect
wanted it.
perfectly. It's all about the timing here. Player's going to rush him footsteps.
Good
and
try.
now T manages to pull
Hey, yo, this is scripted,
team
chat.
forward a little bit more. 4-1.
Wow,
All
freak man.
gamers are proving themselves against
Our
Wolves.
water here
What a
scared the
play,
mess
what
out of me.
a series.
It's like right
Wolves
outside in
needs
the
to go in
garage.
harder. They need to be very aggressive. Now they're all into the last few rounds of their
Scripted?
attacking.
Neon has 0
Now,
kills?
It's going to be the same thing.
Scripted?
They're allowing AG to position themselves in a better way in for that defense. And so that's going to be very precarious if they need to go for another play here in standoff. Those 2 players right now, they probably need to go and rotate very early on into back alley if they want to do
Where are
a
the
little
mid-season
bit of a
nerfs and
different
buffs?
play.
There
But
aren't
so
a ton
far,
of them.
It's been readable.
They already
It's
happened.
been
My
read
understanding.
so much and so good by AG.
Didn't
so
you
far.
say AG not winning the S&D? Yes, but that was
Some
before I
numbers
realized
like
that it was
was in
scripted.
Previous matches, the timing's all off for this guy, and the patience.
Ooh.
Instead, pace off Craig 6.
I think all bang
beats through the
shots.
wall. Can he get yet another? One play slides right in.
Renetti?
21 has got the
Psycho?
second before the pop. Zai on the other hand with his shotty, but gets beamed down by the M16. New God, still the God who's continues circling.
What did you
around
get?
end.
The hash
One
brown
kiss in
scramble
hand. Can he
burrito?
pull
I'm gonna
this
be honest, I
right
didn't even
back
know
for
that they
this
had that.
one? Wolves has been struggling all throughout this matchup, and one more
Wolves is the
round
best team in
here
China. That's
before
debatable.
we do manage to see a little bit of a difference potentially from Wolves.
I love how patient all gamers are. They
I
don't
think it
have
is.
to
I
move
think
at
it is
all.
possible
And their positioning is just
for the
really
best
good.
team
No
to
one
not
loves that.
always win,
And for Nian,
or to even get
probably
4-0'd.
needs to switch out his gun really quick, and Peg is going to be in a
Not
world
saying
of
they're
hurt
not the
because
best
one
team,
person
but I
is
do
gonna be
think
bleeding,
it's.
and that's going
I
to
think
be
it's up for
Banshee.
debate. Haven't seen the
There we go.
Renetti in a minute.
But the
Yeah,
defense
I don't
here
ever
for
see it except for
Wolves might be
when
able to
Littleby
make a
decides he
comeback.
wants to ego challenge and just be an idiot with it.
Pretty much a little
Although I think he switched to the Deagle as
reminiscent
well.
of
So
that game that Smart
Phew!
kind of dropped the ball on
R9
him.
supremacy. Holy frick, he's got 11 kills.
AG. One just has to hope and pray that is not the case, because look at the scoreline here. We've got a 2-4 at the switch of sides.
I'm done with this. Give me some No-No gameplay. Sorry, No-No doesn't play till tomorrow.
I know. Oh no.
Saving
I'm
strats
having
for
war
stage
flashbacks
5.
right
Right,
now,
right,
AJ.
right.
I'm just
Definitely,
like,
definitely. Yeah.
okay. Now we're finally switching
Neon,
it over
finally.
on the defense.
You gotta heat up, broski.
And there you go. They're wreaking havoc right now, Zai.
Yep.
Rytech instead of
I
Locust.
can't say I
Interesting.
didn't see this one coming, man. King takes down Yuan. One
You know,
final
maybe if
player,
you were
New God.
using the
Can your
Locust, you'd have more
M16
kills
save
right
you
now. Just a
my
thought.
boy? Circles around, bomb on the ground. Can't find anybody just yet, but he needs to deal with all 5 players on the side of Wolves and get the bomb planted within the next 1 minute 27 seconds. Man's on a mission impossible. I
What?
don't know whether it is going to be
Where'd he
possible
get
to
hit from?
anything out of this.
I'm assuming a nade, right?
It does come through because you can see
Both timing.
God, the double chow right there. He didn't have a shot.
But there you go. That just allows Wolves little by little inching through.
Favorite weapon in the top 5?
Round in between them. It looks like they're very
Yep.
comfortable going into that attacking, rather defensive side.
Yeah.
Ooh, all gamers, you gotta be kind of nervous.
You need to do
right now
what?
because you had such a huge margin a while ago for you.
I know, right? And all gamers, just when they got a little bit confident, oh, no God, building up the confidence once again. Nian goes down, over aggressive at the gas station and instantaneously punished. And the rest of the attacking side, they double down in towards that hotel yard. Are we going to see a B bomb plant coming through as King shuts down Yang? I think that will hold them off for just a little bit. Bomb might just head on over to that A bomb site as usual, but it's all about that setup. 2 players on the defense already. The one and only X-Jing as well as Spec. They can't get the job done. Mao Chi with the teaser shots out of the M16, but Yuan with a backup. What a play! And Wolves lose those 2 defensive players. Bomb site all open.
Oh, I love that play coming in from AG. They wanted to check their corners, and they absolutely did. The patience finally pushes through as Fish and Mauchi is so good when it comes to that bait and switch situation that happened over there. And now it's all up to 2 players coming in from Wolves. That's going to be Zai and King, which have been the top performers of this S&D matchup. A pretty good, solid retribution on their end because they do have that snipe. But then look at here. It's going to be Mauchi with the M16 waiting for them, both being prone.
It's all about the luck. It's all about the timing. What a shot, King. That flick is just too good. And now, 2v3. What a quick shot. Once again, King on fire. Zai shuts down Fish. It's a 1v2 all of a sudden. Mauchi holds on to the corner.
Oof, no time. Tragic.
My Lord.
Got the knife kill and everything, but it wasn't meant to be.
All gamers, they still managed to get the job done. It is a phenomenal matchup, no doubt whatsoever.
Well,
Okay.
it looks like Wolves also
Love you
fell
too.
into the same
They're
pit
turning
that
on
AG
to
was at a while ago. But
Stars.
good play for time coming in from all
Love you.
gamers.
Holy
That
frick,
is,
it's cold out there.
Honestly, even though they lost those gunfights, and honestly, the Wolves flicks that we saw, that was amazing. Oh, C1 almost gets it spots it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also gets that information that there's going to be a couple players off of that tank.
Oh my gosh.
Defensive slide.
The garage is attached to my new office, and she opened the door.
Yang on the other hand,
Felt like it
Silver's
immediately
ground.
turned
That's gonna
into
be played.
winter.
Everybody else is at hotel yard. Everybody else is stacked up against Granny's house here. Everyone's waiting for that welcome.
Ooh.
Spots out Nian, punishes instantaneously, and all gamers have the advantage once again.
That was such a
Is new launch broken?
AG because they gave that information.
Honestly,
yes,
never
we're
used
probably
melees.
gonna go in for that back alley
It
push.
was.
That
I
just
would say it
played
was
Wolves.
broken, but they
made,
just nerfed that
really
as
heavy
well
stack going into
in
back
the
end of
mini
match.
patch.
Very, very good play coming in from that double
Fish.
piece.
No
So
more
that just
R9
gives them a little bit of
for
leeway
Fish?
when it comes to having
Dude.
that rotation. And
Or was
giving
it
Mauchi
Yuan
actually
or
really
Yuan
important
or
shots, but King
whatever his name
with that
is?
beautiful
Was he the
kill,
guy
possibly,
that was
I
using
don't know
it?
if he can
'Cause I remember the
go
R9
for
guy
his
having
right,
a
but hey,
buttload
this
of
guy's
kills.
absolutely killer when it comes to the snipes.
Well, it gets hit mark.
All right,
Mauchi
AG.
finishes him off. Dirty
Following the
plays.
script.
Now all gamers match point on this S&D matchup. The pick and standoff seems to be the greatest blessing they've
Following
got right
the
now.
script, dude.
And Wolves, unfortunately, has got nothing on them. A single round isn't too much to
Gotta
ask
stick
now
to it.
from AG.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay. Apparently I was tripping about the number of kills that Fish had because he's only got 7 right now.
This looks like a different team that we saw in the first 4 rounds of this tournament, and so far it's going to be a very easy plan going off from.
How's the UK? How's the food?
And New God
Food is pretty
wins those
mediocre,
gunfights
if I'm being
and
honest.
essentially might actually go in there
Feel like
for the
that's kinda
back
standard
before
for
going into back alley.
The UK though,
In this best of 7,
not really particularly known for their food.
AG squad fighting for their lives to get back into the matchup. And just this victory isn't going to be enough. They need to win the next
Beaming.
control matchup as well.
All right,
Finishes
AG.
it off.
Back to
This is
back.
2 out of 3
Imagine they get
desperate
reverse swept.
desperate
That would be
wins that
insane.
They need to pull for themselves, but they look at
That would be a shocker for sure.
Oh my goodness. AG, you are just crazy for being able to pull off what you did right now when it comes to standoff. You already know this shows that Wolves.
We do have some
they
nice
have
snacks,
this
though.
weakness when it comes to this standoff map, because you already know,
It's
you already
pulling
mentioned it a
up.
while ago.
I'm pretty sure I just heard him
SND
close
is
the
one of
door.
their strongest game modes, and now it seems like they were so weak. And
It-
yes, the
door-
comeback was
it says
possible,
arriving
but
now.
AG just had too
They're
many
right around the
plays in
corner.
their book, and they were able
Uh-huh.
to do it and just basically have a whole concert all to themselves. They were
At least the
only ones
legendary
kind of, like,
M16
pulling
doesn't
the
have a free
strings
red
in
dot.
the Puppet
Also true.
Masters in this SND. But we are heading off
Lord.
into raid.
I've been watching this for
Oh,
4
raid control.
hours.
Like a while ago, you and Neptune were actually casting that control matchup in Hacienda, right?
Can
It was
probably
a
resend
3-3
notifications in a
and
minute.
0. But with the momentum that we saw AG had from that hardcore and from that SND,
Wait,
what are your thoughts
PUBG
when it
partnered
comes
with
to
Messi as
raid
well? Is
control?
he just partnering with like
Wanted,
every game in the
but
world?
At the same time, we also have to acknowledge that Wolves lost their control matchup against Almighty. Guess where that happened? It was at Raid. We saw an
Your food is
underperforming
likely
side
cold,
on that
stale, and
matchup
soggy.
who was on a negative KD,
Yep.
and he was the best player on the side of Wolves. That could just happen in this next matchup. I mean, the probability of it happening is
Did you
really
get
high
some
now that
crumpets?
we've got all gamers all heated up. And all gamers, not only have they managed to get
Gonna watch the grand finals
possible
live?
win,
I
they've managed to
will
do another
try to.
impossible thing, which is get more than 5 rounds away from Wolves, which has not been done so far in the competition. Even Almighty
I'm sorry.
could not go the distance in the SND, and they proved that they could. So all gamers, the potential of them taking that loss that Wolves face against Almighty, learning from that matchup and doing things right in this upcoming game really is there. They also have to learn from that previous matchup where they got spawn
Neymar
trapped
partnered
one
with
too many
Mech
times
Arena?
from Wolves.
They just go to,
This
like,
time
every
around,
mobile
they
game
need
in the
to
world
look
and say,
out for those
"Hey,
spawn traps and deal
give us
with Wolves.
money,
In fact, punish them
and
when
we will
they
make
do
you
appear
money."
on their side of the map to go in there for the spawn
Can't
traps.
spam
These
Hive
things
anymore?
can be
Yep.
done. We got
Time to
around
go back
7
to
rounds.
Annihilator. Or maybe I'll become a
I'm very
Bolt Charge
excited for that.
main.
And honestly, very smart for AG to go and pick Raid as their last control game, because obviously they did their homework. They knew that they lost this match mode. And,
Alright, chat.
It's really smart for them
Full
to choose
time of
the final
delivery,
pick here.
1.5
And speaking
hours.
of, let's take a look back into our stats for that S&D matchup. All gamers
1.5
kills and Wolves
hours.
having a mere 31. And so it really just goes to show, because I feel like for Wolves, they were very heavily reliant on Nian to make a performance, but unfortunately for him, it just wasn't his game. And I feel like at a certain point,
Only
he probably should have
$5
changed
back? Are
his
you
weapon
kidding
already.
me?
This is what Coach Jay actually mentioned before, is that
L.
if a weapon doesn't work out for you in the first 3,
Thank you,
4
love you.
rounds, just make
Bye.
sure to go and switch it up, because you're just having a weight on your team at that point.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially if you are still
Hey, hi,
hunting
Fanny.
for your
Hi,
own
it's nice
comfort
to
pick
see you.
in this season.
Hey,
Because
how
so
about we
many
don't
viable
step on the
guns out
surge
there in the
protector,
battlefield.
okay?
You are spoiled for choice.
Yeah,
But
you wanna
it
be on
might not
stream?
always
Yep,
be
yep, yep,
the
yep, yep,
best
yep,
of
yep,
situations to get stuck in. It's like going to a restaurant, opening up the menu, and seeing just an endless list of food. You don't know what to eat. That's just
Yep,
exactly
yep,
how
yep,
it
yep,
is,
yep, yep,
like
yep, yep,
picking
yep,
guns
yep,
this
yep,
current season.
You
You
want
don't
some
know what to
armpit
use.
stretches.
You're absolutely right. There's so many choices that I'm just confused and dizzy, because there's so many combinations when it comes to your team comp that is so impressive in this season, that is so different with
So
the
big
past
now?
ones,
Yep.
that you can have this really
full-grown
beautiful
puppy.
concoction of
Nobody
different
yet.
weapons
Please,
that
please, not
I'm
mom.
so
Please, not
happy
mom.
to see finally
Please,
in
not
this
mom.
game, because that's always the complaint. It's always
No
like a
stepping on
4
things,
or
okay, ma'am?
5-man
Okay,
CBR or
Yeah.
5-man DLQ.
Thank
I'm just
you.
kidding. But yeah, at this point, right? And speaking
I
of
don't even know what she
sniper,
stepped on. Like, not even a
let's
button
get
on that
C1
one.
actually just doing that MVP things, having
Weird.
that 14 kills to his name, and having his first MVP so far.
I mean, finally, right? Thank the Lord, because they finally get to acknowledge this guy after they get the victory, because C1 was also the game changer in the SND matchup at firing range, but he was the unfortunate one who
Okay.
was getting clutch rounds, but not enough time to defuse
She
the
wants her
bomb.
food.
But
No,
this
she doesn't know the
time
food's here
around,
yet.
The tables kind of got turned.
She just likes having
and
her
he
armpit
managed to pick up
scratched.
The MVP title for himself as AG smashes
If AG
Wolves down
wins,
to the
Bobby's gotta
ground.
gift 10
And
subs.
One more game, one more match will decide if or not we go into a tiebreaker search and destroy. This next one is going to be control at
Hey,
Raid.
Bobby, eat less
And,
takeaway
you know,
food?
this game is going to be 50-50 once again, mainly because Wolves has already gotten a control victory, a dominant
Don't tell
one
me how to live my
over
life.
The players of all gamers, but at the very same time, Wolves has lost raid control to Almighty, and a lot of their weaknesses
It's
were
still kinda
exposed
warm.
in that matchup. It's all going to be dependent on how good is AG.
Hope my
at
iPad
punishing
8th
their
gen can
opponents.
run Warzone.
Let's see if the Giants of today will
They
keep
have all the
struggling in
devices that
raid
are
control,
compatible
because in
listed.
our
I
game
can't
number
remember
one,
if 8th gen
we
is on
got
there.
to see Omega definitely having such a great time in this map, and obviously they were down a lot, and so that was the map that turned things around for them. And like what you mentioned, Wolves did have a very hard time in this map as well, and that also for AG, they probably knew that as well. And so for them to choose this as their control matchup for today is definitely going to be very key to that success, to bring things into that summit hard point that we love and would probably expect to see.
I don't know. I hate Summit Hardpoint. Summit Search and Destroy. It's such an annoying map to play. And unless you've got a Whoopi on your side, you know, Whoopi is one of the best early fraggers, one of the best guys to have on your team to get all of those first bloods, which usually snowballs into a victory at the end of the day. Do we have amazing snipers on the side of Wolves? Hell yeah. We've got Nian, who annihilates player after player. But
Somebody
you don't
said,
really see all of those early
I
opening
wouldn't
frags.
eat
It's
it.
usually towards
I'd
the
smash it
mid-segment
in
of
the
map,
delivery person's
where
face.
you allow your opponents to push
Just for the
on
record,
towards that mid-segment of the
Molly said it was
the
a
map
little
as
old
a
man.
whole
So you
at
just
Summit,
said
which kind of
you would smash your
allows
food
your
into the
gameplay
face
or
of a
your
little old
defensive
man.
side to get
So I
broken
hope you
down a
feel
little
bad
bit
about
too
yourself.
easily. It's going to be dependent on how they play that out. But before we get that far, let's see if all gamers can survive yet another test. If they win raid control, we move on. If they lose, they get kicked out of the competition, and Wolves moves on to the next stage.
Ooh, this is the decider, and I'm so nervous right now for all gamers, and well, even Wolves, because you had such a comfortable lead. All you needed to do was one game, win one more matchup, and there you go. That's the reason why they're already at game number 6. But let's take a look at our weapon stats at the moment. AG having that right tech, Krig 6 and R9, and for the Wolves, you have the Krig 6 Locust and right tech AMR. So a little bit different here. And when it comes to playing that shotgun, the R9, they were able to get a lot of kills, right? A while ago into that hardboy matchup in Takeoff, but again, they didn't win it. So you need to have that length. You need to have the length of that sniper. And so far, let's see if they're going to be able to support that double sniper setup that we saw a while ago.
Raid at a position where you cannot afford to lose this match. Control. All gamers got annihilated earlier. They have to annihilate this time round. At the very best, they have to push this to a 5-round banger and get the victory somehow or rather.
Dip your
You
burgers
got
in
open
sauce?
things up with
Why
a
do
first
people
blood.
call chicken
That could
sandwiches
just
burgers?
be a little bit of a preview of how this match
Or
ends
chicken
up. Will
biscuits,
all
you know?
gamers end up in front at the moment? They are in
It's
front
only
when
a
it comes to
burger.
the number of lives out there on the battlefield, but they are
If
on
it
the
has
defense, so
beef.
they can't allow Wolves to continuously trade out their players one after the other. It's going to get a little bit more complicated towards the end, Beef.
Oh, Machi, though, is going to be in a very tricky spot. And Yan gets that one kill, spots out, doesn't really spot that one player, jumps
All right.
over him. So that's going to be a really big kill.
Do we
coming
get
in
to
from
see the
Fish.
full
So,
script?
again, they're still pretty
Or
even
does it
when
get
comes
cut
to the
short?
points. And so far, no tactic whatsoever, no progression whatsoever. But we finally get to see our first few points, first few takes coming in from Alpha, and no response coming in from
Does
the
it
side of
get
AG.
cut short?
I mean, you know, just when you thought that there was going to be one dominant Chinese team, you realize that all these guys are cracked, bro. What a play. All gamers really proving their worth against
Wolves on the
A 2-0
offense.
deficit, though.
Life
Acceptable,
advantage.
Since they almost get that one quarter away for that A control point, they still do need to put in a little bit more hustle. Are we going to see a clearance? No, that one quarter
M16
did
drops
get
tonight?
secured.
Yes,
And
sir.
now that B control point has that first quarter
this goes
secured
game
as
7, it's
well.
literally scripted.
All gamers seem to be losing
I
the
don't think it
slack
gets to
here,
game
losing
7.
their hold on this defensive side because they started off well, but now Wolves is really running away with this.
Yeah, you're definitely right. As B is finally going to be captured
They
just
get
by
full B
a little
control.
bit, and there you go. You need
And
to
they got
see
people
AG just
way
pump
pushed
the
up
gas
ahead of
at the
A.
moment, and so far they are in a pretty good position to go in
Beautiful
there for that
pre-fire.
defense.
Oh, wait.
But as
that-
you can see
never
here,
mind.
it's going to be a
I was
funnel all
looking
the
the
way
wrong
through
place.
down staircase where Zai is going to be spotted by one player, but then with the right tech. Can he make that shot?
There we
Yes, he
go.
can.
Like, they literally 3-0'd in the control earlier.
New God from the back. deals with Zai. That's the perfect backstab that they were looking for. 5 life deficit for
You gotta
the
get that trade
defending
for
side.
sure.
And this is what I told all gamers
What?
that they need to watch out for. They need to watch their life.
Where'd he kill him
because you're
from?
the defensive. You have to be the one with the life advantage because all you need to do is just lock down your angles and wait for wolves to run at you. And
6 life
beat them
advantage.
down.
Perfect
Get those
timing on
quick
that
six
slide.
out
Oh
on the
man.
battlefield. That's all you need to do. But now
Beautiful
with a 6
shots.
life deficit, make that 7.
More
All
beautiful
gamers
shots. This is
struggling
gotta be
against
locked.
Wolves, and this
Gotta be
round
locked.
is about to come to an end very, very shortly.
It looks like all gamers, this is not their forte. It just looks like the control matchup they're just not used to. Because like what you said, they need to be in more of an advantage here. They keep pushing
King's
it
only
up,
got
they need
1
to
kill and
build
they're
up their
dominating like
footwork,
this?
just even things out. I mean, he just shuts them down, and that's not going to be a good sign.
Please tell me you
because,
didn't wait
yes,
almost 2
they
hours
did
for
have
5
the
minutes worth of food.
advantage,
Listen,
all
it's not
gamers
about the
from
time of the
defense,
food,
but if
you
they
know?
can't even handle the defense,
It's about the
what more
quality.
of
The
attack?
quality
So I'm
was
pretty
good,
curious to
even
see
though I had to
how
wait
they're gonna
forever.
treat this attacking round and possibly get more points.
Need to be able to handle.
Also,
the
it's not like I
defense.
was just sitting here doing
No
nothing,
doubt
you
at
know? I'm
all,
still
but
streaming.
now Wolves
Oh, what a shot.
Classes to how to get this done. C1 popping off early.
Got a
on
4
3
spree
kills,
right
made
now.
that
I'd be
4
able to get some
back-to-back.
streaks.
Gonna get the God Nade as well.
Grab
Reposition,
Vortex if
place
you
the
want it.
trophy
Ooh.
fist from the window. Then
I
one
would-
more
I would
shot
call that
could have
sucker in.
connected, but Yang shuts down Zai instead. This is just an all-out annihilation. All gamers this time round. They
Whoa,
they are going ham
him.
against Wolves. Look at those 2 quadrants
The wall
sneak
bang right
away
there.
at that B control point, and it looks like Wolves has got no answer for this at all. They're not even putting up a fight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. B is
King,
finally
we
going
gotta-
to
we gotta
have
heat
to
up right now,
have
broski.
life advantage to them as well, but it's
Down
still
bad.
very doable for Wolves to go and catch up.
His Neon
So
is to a
for
certain
Yang
degree as
right
well.
now, spots
Hello?
King. Doesn't really quite get the
The
kill.
info on
Finally,
him.
there you go, but right
Or
behind
not
him is going to be
bad spawn
King
trap.
as well. And so they're doing such an amazing
Ooh,
job
the
at
flick.
attack, but then just as I said that, the lives are finally dwindling
Well, they
down
broke that one.
significantly as it's
That's for dang sure.
slowly going to be a TDM at this point.
Let's see if they can.
Zai's like, hey guys, do you want to help me?
Well, all gamers for life deficit. Mount G brings out the claw. It all bounces left, right, center. Doesn't hit anybody.
Spawn
Wolves
protection.
still alive.
Wait,
Looks like
no
it.
spawn
Yes, he
protection?
does. Gets the 2 kill. Getting flick around.
Oh,
Yes, he does. Gets
what
third
the
one.
frick is
Back
happening?
to Mount G. The damage has been done. Wolves, they are on a 9
Oh
life
my
deficit.
gosh.
It doesn't
Oh,
look
little
good at
Dubsky,
all.
yeah.
We get the double on the Pretty.
Very
Yes,
nice,
we
very
do.
nice.
Fantastic kill by Mount G
This
once
is
again.
a dominant
This guy
offense.
is on fire
I'm surprised they
within this
invested the
round.
pred right there. That didn't really
That
feel
was such an
necessary.
amazing claw kill, and yes, that's
Feels
why
like
you
they
wanna
do it
look out for the
reactively.
spot trap, because it'll definitely help you funnel down all of the kills. But here we go, Peg kind of going there for that control, gets that beautiful 3.
If you get that
possibly to get
advantage,
another
why not
kill
make something
onto
out
his
of it, you
name.
know?
So far, it's just no one's trying to go in for the touch up of A. It's just a solid defense
Whew.
coming in from Wolves, and
Cheeky.
just as I said, that's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a 7 life advantage coming in from all
Sitting on a
gamers.
3 spree.
So far, they're kind of wasting it at this moment.
Oh my
Kinda wasting it,
gosh,
but, you know,
Nian.
they don't really have a choice
Wait, he
because
started
they
to heat
have
up.
run at
Wait,
Wolves.
wait.
Unless all gamers can just really
Wait
knock down
a
these angles and
second.
just play for trades, play
That
this
life
as
advantage
a
disappeared.
deathmatch,
Oh,
but
that's
they
a
don't
huge
even
kill,
have the
though.
time. They need to get this job done within the next 35 seconds.
Oh my
5 more
gosh.
lives left. It looks like they are trying.
Zai,
their
they
best
have
to hold
families.
on. Wolves, 4 more lives.
Ah,
On the
you got a little
defense.
greedy
Now
on
they
that
have to
one.
back
They made him
away.
pay.
They don't have a choice. All gamers have
Yeah,
a
it's
6 life
it's still a
advantage.
lock.
21 seconds pause
Huh?
on the clock already. Mount Z
Wait.
goes down.
Okay,
Zai
I was about to
next
say,
play
they-
as
they just gotta
well.
get a couple.
Peck gets a slay. 5
They got
more
Top's
lives.
dead. Wait.
Can they survive 17
3v1?
seconds? Peck gets the backstab.
Wait,
This might just be all over. The players of AG
Their entire
not
team
too
is
far
through.
away.
Oh my goodness, it's that
There's
fighting
no
kitchen.
way.
It's all up to you. Zai needs
Oh
to
my
win this gunfight.
gosh.
Oh my goodness, 6 seconds left on the clock.
There's no
and
way.
it's going to be one
There's
more
no
player
way.
tries to go into
Oh
the
my
gunfight.
gosh.
Oh my goodness. All gamers
Are you kidding me?
already loses all their gunfights. Had so much advantage when it comes
Oh
to
no.
still dropped it 2-0 right now. And
What was that? Like 8-2 on lives?
That's just
Was that
crazy,
8-2
man.
that they
All
just threw
gamers,
away?
they-
Holy.
This is like that hard point
Oh, do we have a
matchup
Raider
at
raid?
Where they had the lead the whole game, and then Wolves just stole it away. What a blunder by all gamers.
Oh, he
And
did.
now,
I appreciate
who
the
in
raid from
world?
Raider. Thank you.
Wolves
Can you get some raid hype in chat?
Round here, if they can get the win, they get the series
Oh my
win as
gosh,
well.
that was
The best one to
insane.
win 4-match victories in this best of 7 gets the dub, and it looks like Wolves is just a few steps away.
I still can't believe that happened. My goodness.
That
It
was
just
actually
proves that Wolves are on
madness.
a different league of their own.
That they had
Now
no
we get to
business
see it.
winning that.
Wolves tries to go in the capture for Bravo. Gets that second
Yeah,
pick
that
very
was,
slowly.
I can't lie, that
No
was a
answer
generational
whatsoever from
choke.
AG. There's only that one person that allows them to capture all of those points.
That's
And
insane.
now for Zai,
How do you
it's
like
just
that
slowly
happen?
going
Oh
to
no.
19
Oh,
and
now they're gonna get
27. You can already
cyberbullied
see that
out of
AG slowly
existence.
losing that hope in winning this control.
Yeah, they want to go.
Oh,
with this time
brother.
for the spawn trap. Zai
Already a
gets
10
this
life
6 to 1
advantage when
before
we're
getting
30
traded
seconds
out.
into the
But
round?
it's a 9-life deficit here for
Dude,
all
why are
Gamers,
you
and
running
Wolves
with your
on a
knife
speed to
out?
finish this off. They might just
Like
be able to do
nothing's
exactly
happening.
that. Young pulls out the clock. Can he get one? Yes, he does. Gets two, as a matter of fact. Gets the
They gotta-
collateral
they
out of
gotta
that
throw
as
it
well.
all.
Peg gets nailed down, and it looks like nobody can sustain their lives against the
They gotta throw it all in and hope it sticks.
Double, but an 8-life deficit for all
They're
gamers.
getting
Make
3-0'd
sure
again.
that they need to slow their pace down, and they can't rush in towards the Wolves all back to back. But the problem here is
They're getting
AG
3-0'd
is on
again.
defense. They need to get to the side. The spawn trap is stopping them from getting there.
Whew.
And that's the secret sauce of Wolves. They're getting the job done right.
They're definitely getting all of these rounds right as well, and now it looks like they want to go in there for the finisher of a 3-0, a perfect control.
Top tier
game.
script, no
And
question.
This is going to be very difficult because they're just doing that spawn trap coming in from AG. 4 to 15 lives. Yes, we've seen Wolves have a beautiful comeback.
Yeah, I'm just
but for
kidding.
AG, it looks
Obviously
like
not
Wolves are
scripted,
just
'cause,
crushing at
otherwise
this
AG
moment.
would've
Now
won.
King, he's gonna be crawling all
They're
the way up
definitely
to
not
7.
winning this
Just
one.
having one more kill to
It's
finish
not
it
meant to
off.
be,
Wow.
bruv.
I mean, that's about
It's
it,
not
right?
meant to be.
Wolves gets that final nail in the coffin. They get the 3-0 victory for an overall 4-2 victory over all gamers in this best of 7
Weird
series.
perk loadout. What was it? For who? Those look like pretty standard perks. I've seen a lot of people use Gung Ho. Skulker standard, Dead Silence is standard. I don't see anything weird.
Especially that second round, I was so
At least
livid
AG have
when
smiles on their
AG just
faces?
threw
Yeah.
the spaghetti all
It's nice
over
that they
the floor,
can
and
have
after
fun
that
doing it,
third
you
round,
know?
They just slipped on that spaghetti, and so it's just okay.
Did she say something about spaghetti again? Also, why is this lagging? Yesterday's stream I felt was a bit of offensive side. What does that mean?
The floor, and after that third one, they just slipped on that spaghetti, and so.
Why does
it's
she
just,
keep
okay,
talking
let's
about
see,
spaghetti?
tiny bit. Again,
What?
valiant effort for AG to make it this far though, because
Slipped
yes,
on the
this is
spaghetti?
4-0, picked it back up in slums and standoff, and we were expecting them to possibly finish it off as well in raid, but Wolves just woke up. It
They're all
doesn't
running
matter if
UAV,
they
Pred,
lost
and
this
EMP?
before,
No, they're all
the
running
same
Hunter
game
Killer,
mode, but it's
Pred,
just,
EMP, because
how
those are the
well
only
they
3 that are allowed.
to themselves. Like, even though they were so close to losing that round with just 1 life left versus 7, it doesn't matter. They still perform under pressure like diamonds.
I mean, all gamers dropped the ball in that round for sure, right? They had one job, 1 kill, and they messed that up. They sent their entire squad in, and everybody got picked off, even though they were backing each other up. There was some good, there was some bad with that, and a lot of the bad got exposed. They just lined themselves up, and the players of Wolves just beamed them down with the Krieg 6. That was just phenomenal in terms of survivability, but it was a little too unfortunate because that win should have gone to all gamers. But Wolves kind of sneaked that away from
Okay.
their noses. And once again, it's reminiscent of the takeoff match.
Answer me. When's Molly due? She is due. Nope. 20th of December.
Final few rotations make their comeback, but
Yesterday's fine. Yeah, I don't. What the?
So props to Wolves for doing that, making sure AG doesn't really run away all that too far.
You
But
think
apart
yesterday's
from
stream was
that game,
offensive? I don't
not
even know
a
what that
lot
could be
of
in
these
reference
other
to.
matches were as close, right? Slum's hard point once again, kind of.
All right,
got a
guys,
little bit close, but we did see all gamers make their comeback in there. It was Wolves that was punished.
Publishing the
That's when
video
we
from
started
last,
seeing signs of
or
life from
that
there.
was gonna
But
go
they were
live
able
last
to
night
take
and then
this
didn't
all
go
the
live.
way.
Me too. I mean, I was looking forward to an S&D and Summit, but they just proved that control is just so good for them. A clean 3-0.
I gotta open
No
Photoshop
marks
real quick.
whatsoever on their very, very nice piece of paper when it comes to that control matchup. So, oh my goodness, we said goodbye to two teams. We said goodbye to Omega. We said goodbye to right now All Gamers, and it just goes to show that Q9 and Wolves, the number 1 and 2.
Crazy. One would have expected both of these teams to be in that grand finals at the end of the day if you're a CDM fan fighting it out. You know, just to recap the day, when we started things off, it was Q9 against Smart Omega. They got smashed down as well. That was a shocker. And with All Gamers dropping the ball towards the very end, it's a shocker as well. I would love to see a little bit more signs of life from them. But
Come on, Photoshop.
close to 24 in terms of difference in terms, kills coming through from
How Bobby
this
makes
control
thumbnails.
matchup makes the biggest of difference be.
Oh yeah, it definitely piles up
Image
at the
size.
very end, and at some certain point, we thought that this was going to be a closer matchup just because of what happened in the past, where Wolves actually lost this match.
Okie dokie.
That they lost this raid. So again, AG, they fought till the very end. I just really want to commend them because they did something that I didn't think was actually.
What should I
wrong,
title this?
that
Odin
they
video.
took
Based on that thumbnail, what would be a
situation
good
dominating fashion.
title, chat?
And I'm looking forward to this team right now. I have my eyes on this team because they definitely have the makings of
What would be a good title?
Great matchup.
Odin.
Those two team All Gamers, they try to go the distance, but unfortunately Wolves was just that kind of opponent where it's a little too difficult to take down. Zai clearly gets the MVP title this time round.
Show me the thumbnail again.
He only goes down 13 times. And I believe that's one of the lowest as compared to all of the rest. The only one that does slightly better than him in terms of a lower number of
What does
deaths
that
is
skin
Kane,
look
who only
like?
went down 12 times. But Zai also got 28 eliminations.
Hives got nerfed?
which
Yes,
was
it did.
double of what King got. Clearly the MVP of this matchup, picking up 3,310 points overall as he played those objectives. As
Looks like a spider.
Zai was doing everything.
I think it looks like a freaking
Oh
demon
yeah,
or
he
something.
was the reason why they won that second round. He was the only one in kitchen. Where
It's not Type
everyone
25,
else
it's
from
Odin.
PG was actually funneling through there, trying to get that one.
Something about
last kill,
two-shot.
and he got so many kills, playing off such
Looks like a
great
spider.
movement and showing everyone how accurate. he
Spider
is. You know,
gun?
I'm gonna call him a bot because he seems like the bots in Garena that just take out everyone that probably has that pinpoint accuracy, and that's the reason why he has a 2.2 KD. That is just absolutely great. That is triple positives for him.
Be
Also,
very
we think
afraid.
you're in Garena if you're a noob. Which is why they kill me all the time.
That's what the title's gonna be.
You know, at the end
All
of the
right,
day,
if you want to be
they stepped
first,
on out, they wanted to
I haven't
dominate,
hit
but
publish
all
yet.
gamers Did not allow them to do that. So
I haven't
you
hit
gotta be
publish
proud
yet,
of
but this is
AG
gonna be the
for
link.
Exactly that reason. It is a little heartbreaking that they weren't able to.
This
push
is
it
gonna be
all
the
way
link,
through.
so
But
get ready to click on it.
out of
I'll tell you when
best
it's
of
going
seconds,
live.
We've gotten 6 matches out of both of them, so it's a good day.
It's an
All right,
absolutely great
it's going
day. I want
live
this to be a
in
short
5,
podcast, of course. It's my first
4,
time here in,
3,
CDFI. We
2,
need to give 'em a little bit of a
1.
show, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. And we, of course,
All right, guys.
are waiting for the highlights of this final matchup, and then later.
That's gonna be
we've
it for
got
the stream.
interview segment
Thank you
coming
for
up
watching.
once
Hope you guys did
again.
enjoy.
One of the players from
We're
the
gonna
side of Wolves. We
raid
will get to hear exactly
somebody
what they say.
on
We'll take
Trovo.
a quick peek into tomorrow's brackets as well, so we know exactly what to expect.
I've got some stuff to record, and honestly, I'm probably gonna take a nap because I'm really freaking tired.
Getting taken out of the equation. The ones
Oh, Ice Stream's back on COD Mobile? We gotta hit him with the raid.
as anticipated, picks up the
When did that
MVP
happen?
title.
That's gotta be in
20
preparation for
kills,
Warzone Mobile,
1,044
right?
on the ADR, 11
Surely.
streaks at
Watch
this
party
control
tomorrow?
matchup, and 3
We'll see.
MVP counts so
I'm not
far.
as excited for the matches tomorrow, but I know you guys still want to watch party, so we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.
Where they did manage to get the